explain this to you. And I think that will be through Harris, but the target is as much Warren and Sanders.
All right, it is time. We're going to see you all right back here for post-debate coverage, including analysis, of course, and interviews with the candidates. The CNN Democratic debate, round 2, live from Detroit, starts right now.
7, 6.
A pivotal point in the race for the presidency.
All right.
10 candidates, each with
Hopefully
a
we'll be
chance
streaming
to
shortly
alter the
here.
course of this
Chicka
primary
chicka boom boom.
They're back.
We're back. Scotty, what are you? Oh, he's not here. Okay.
Scotty is actually here, TJ.
Now in
Is he invisible?
Detroit.
Yes.
The candidates
Scotty
facing off
invented
for a
an
second
invisibility
All right, we
serum.
don't need to hear this shit. Blah blah blah. The
Fuck
candidates.
them. Yeah, mute this.
It's probably gonna be fucking. Man, if they do that, are they gonna do that? They're gonna do that fucking bullshit again, aren't they?
They're gonna. You mean the old man march? I think they might do it, but I don't know that they're gonna televise it again. It creates a weird conundrum because they showed it last night.
I feel like they have to, even if
Yeah.
they're like, oh, that was kind of gross. But
Yeah.
they're probably not even thinking that anyway. It's just our sensibilities that look at that and think, like,
I don't know. That was overlong and a little awkward towards the end.
my
I think
God.
to everybody. So
that was horrible. Like, are they gonna? I mean, oh my God! Please don't sing the national anthem again. I'm begging you not to.
They're
sing
gonna
the fucking
do it.
national anthem again.
They're gonna do it after the long ass intro bullshit.
Yeah. Maybe
They're gonna
it's
do it.
Scotty.
Oh, it's Scott. Oh,
Hold
the
the
actual
fort,
Scotty
baby.
is here.
I don't know.
Yeah. So TJ and I were talking before we started that we thought that like the big stories tonight were going to be Biden and whether he comes out, shot out of a cannon tonight, prepped to be more aggressive, to try and hold on to his lead as it slips. Tulsi, we think this is probably her last chance to make an appeal as a viable candidate. If she isn't really good or just like borderline fucking amazing tonight, she's probably going nowhere. Same thing goes for Andrew Yang. It's a do or die night for him. If he has the same kind of laid back, pussified performance that he had in the first debate, Yang is going nowhere. Kamala Harris has a real impetus to go after Joe Biden again, and I know he's prepped for her.
Look, she had good momentum from the last one. Scotty, what are you? Oh, she already lost a little bit of it, so we got to make sure that, or she's got to make sure that she doesn't. She's got to reestablish that because I think a lot of time last time she kind of came out of nowhere because I don't think people really realized how good she was at this politics thing. At least I didn't.
I mean, there's some interesting storylines here. Your time wasters tonight, Cory Booker.
Cory Booker's a total waste of time. And
Julian Castro, total waste of time. Whoever that was. And
Jay Inslee is a waste of time.
Kristen Gillibrand. All these people are time wasters. But I think, once again, now that Scotty's here, because I want to see
Bill de Blasio, too.
I want to see if Scotty agrees with this.
Damn, Paul, fucking take over my shit. What the hell's this fucking wallet doing here?
Oh, shit.
I'll pocket it.
You don't want that wallet. It comes with responsibilities, Scotty. It's the magic wallet.
Yeah, I had to go.
You so
Scotty
crazy,
stole this.
Paul.
You've stolen this wallet before, you piece of shit.
I did?
Yeah, you did. You told me when you were drunk that time when my fucking wallet was missing for like 2 days, you had my fucking wallet. You admitted to me,
I don't know
drunk
what you're
off your
talking
fucking ass.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know any idea what he's talking about?
Yeah. Oh, one thing we didn't do last time that I wanted to do.
Hey, Paul, check this out, dude.
Maybe we could just do it here. I'm gonna do a
It's alive. Sorry.
What you got?
Little off-camera shenanigans going on.
Oh shit!
That's why I'm late, dude.
Man.
That's why Scotty's late.
Well, excuse
you
accepted,
are
motherfucker.
I know. I was like, man, wait till these motherfuckers start complaining. I'm just gonna fucking go, hey, look out here
Oh
for a
shit! I
second.
better put my headphones on.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea, dog.
I might miss something important.
Hey, look, it's Tap Jaker.
Sorry,
There he is.
Oh, he's back, dude.
Man, I thought that. Why not have Anderson? Fuck, I can't log into whatever. All right, so I'll just not do that then.
One thing I heard from last episode feedback, TJ, is they said CNN was a little low.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be.
Yeah, but a lot of people said it was super low, though.
All right.
It wasn't. I could see the volume right here.
I'm just telling you what people said, TJ. Take it for what it's worth.
Fuck that.
Okay.
Fuck them.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard TJ's feedback, and
Fuck
TJ runs
them.
the show.
Fuck them.
He's currently the showrunner. Now, when Sound Guy comes,
yeah,
Sound Guy will do whatever we tell him.
Maybe he'll listen to you, but
He'll do whatever we tell him.
Because as far as I can tell,
we like each
on
other.
The sound monitoring thing on OBS.
They are going to savage each other tonight. By the way, these two.
Yes.
Go home. Go back to
Go
fucking.
away.
Where's he? What is he?
He had
some East Coast shit.
He had an
Baltimore?
insane amount of
Isn't
speaking.
he the senator from New Jersey?
Yeah, but for how low he's polling, he had an insane amount of speaking time in the last one. but there was no reason.
Yang gang!
All right, Yang, if you've got anything stuffed in your pockets, tonight is the night it needs to fucking come out. If you've got a big pink dildo in your pocket that you want to slap somebody with, tonight is the night to do it.
I
Because
got
sure
a
it's
rocket
Biden.
in my pocket.
you're pretty done. Julian Castro, you never had a chance. You're a piece of
lost.
shit, blue dog Democrat from fucking Texas. Nobody's buying what you're selling. Go home.
Go away.
Oh,
go
damn, look at that
away.
kinda green, dude.
Lame as fuck and also gay.
I
yeah.
like you. I like you.
Cory Booker got the full like street dap from Julian Castro. Did you see that?
He did,
got the
dude.
dap with the one hand pull in and the shoulder bump.
All natural, too.
Very
And
natural.
she's wearing white, dude. It's going to stick out.
Oh yeah.
She's an angel.
And here's Christian Gillibrand.
Oh, yeah.
She's going for the red kind of thing. Maybe it's kind of like, is that a pink?
Is it
maybe?
Kristen? Kristen Gillibrand.
Kirsten?
Kirsten
I think
Gillibrand.
it's
What? Who
Kirsten.
cares?
I don't care. It doesn't matter. You won't be saying her name.
She needs to change her name to Go Home to where I came from.
And
Who's
this
this?
is...
Is this a news anchor?
That's is that De Blasio? I
Oh, that is De Blasio. Yeah.
Is
Is
it?
it?
I don't think so.
No, it isn't.
Yeah,
No, that's
Blasio doesn't wear...
No, who the fuck is
De Blasio
this?
doesn't wear glasses.
Is that Jay Inslee?
We don't even know who half these fucking...
I don't know
Who the
who
fuck
it
is Jay Inslee?
He's a guy in this debate.
Oh, okay. Jesus,
There's
there's an
De Blasio.
endless procession
Yeah,
of these
yeah.
fucks.
So wait, who's that other guy?
That is...
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Man, this
Michael
is gonna-
Bennett, I guess.
Michael Bennett.
I guess
Okay.
there's a
Oh,
Michael, Bennett.
I remember him from the last
He's
one.
a Colorado.
So there are
guy.
literally, out of all this, it's a mirror image of last night's debate. Out of all of these people, there are 4 that I would hear an argument we should hear from tonight. The 4 right in the center.
Yeah, well, that's why they're in the center.
Right. And then all these people on the wings are just wasting my time as an American. I tell you what, dude, even if you do great tonight. Oh, here it is.
Not again! God damn
Same
it, not
fucking
again!
people, too.
It is the same old bastard. 2, 3, 4.
That dude on the right does not look like he wants to even stand, dude.
2, 3, 4.
Damn, that guy's got a hell...
All I can eat is porridge
Dude,
anymore.
Paul, that dude on the right there's got a hell of a gut, man.
Oh, my God.
That gut is
Oh my
straining
God!
that
How is
shirt.
he still alive at that age and that size?
You guys
Fuck
like,
me.
oh yeah, my heart. Yeah, that's right.
Whatever.
The
I
people
can't
in the
believe that they're doubling down on this fucking bullshit.
They are.
Everyone in this audience looks incredibly uncomfortable having to do this. Like, yeah, okay, oh yeah, I'll do it.
This is horseshit, man.
Hooray
Enforce
for the red,
patriotism
white, and blue.
time. Stand,
We are
TJ.
America, America.
TJ, why aren't you standing?
America, America, America.
Chimera?
Chimerica.
Why aren't you standing for the pledge, TJ?
Once again,
Hand
I
over
find
heart.
myself wishing that old. Oh God, what's going on here?
So, Paul, let me ask you this. I don't know. If you could only. So. All right, so
Sorry.
transracial, transgender Orville Redenbacher is singing the national anthem is what's going on. So that's what's happening.
All I want to know is try to get some popcorn
shit.
then.
Yeah, you know.
Orville Redenbacher. Oh, how is that so perfect? Anyway, what were you
It
saying?
is,
I don't
dude.
know.
Who
Hey,
cares?
I'm doing a poll
Where?
on
I bet
Vimeo
you're on a
here.
poll right now,
Oh, on
TJ.
Vimeo.
I'm just going to ask who is going to win.
I know where my votes landed.
I'm not going to
on the
bother
early
adding
call.
all these fuckers. I'm going to add the ones that people might actually think. So I'm going to go Biden just out of, I don't even know why, because I don't think
You
he's going
gotta
to do
do it.
shit like usual. But Scotty, if you were here before the show, you'd know that Paul and I were talking about how Biden is going to show up with a new strategy tonight, Scotty.
Biden has said he's not going to be polite.
He's going
Biden is-
he's going to go rip some heads off.
The gloves are coming off.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So,
That's what's
but
gonna
because that
happen.
really was what was the problem with Biden's original performance. He was too polite.
Mike Bennett.
He sat there and took it in the ass, and he was like, "Oh, is my time up? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry."
Time's
Where
up?
the
Yes.
fuck-
It's like, no, keep talking, you fucking old fool.
Okay, so I got Biden, I got Kamala, Yang. I know there's a bunch of Yang fanboys out there.
What do you think the best ammo against Kamala Harris
Ying?
that Biden is
Yang,
going to come up
TJ.
with is?
All right, so I can only do 4 in the poll, and these are the 4 that probably actually should be there.
There's only 4 people that should actually be present.
So let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and create that poll, and I'm going to let you guys vote on that shit. Go vote for who you think the winner is. So we'll see.
So what kind of angle do you guys think Crazy Uncle Joe needs to take against his honestly most threatening opponent on the stage today, Kamala Harris?
I don't know, because, you go too aggressive, and it's like, oh, you were shouting down a woman of color.
I'm
or
talking about
whatever,
like
so.
substance though. Like, whatever his
Substance?
tone lands on, what do you think he's going to drill her on? Because you know he's going to want to be on the attack and put her on the back foot.
Fuck, I don't know. He can't really outflank her to the left on much, so
Can he,
maybe
do you think he could summon the will and ability to take the,
I think-
cop route?
I think he
Call
just,
her a cop?
Oh my god. I think he needs no, because he was so pro law and order shit.
Right.
He was such a fucking hard ass himself. It's hard for him to take that tact.
Right.
So I'm thinking what he's probably just going to do is just continue to hammer home on the I was Obama, me and Obama did this. You know, if you want to get back on the course that Obama had us on, vote for me. I'm your guy.
Dude, Biden's going to be like, I'm the most viable
I don't
candidate
even-
to beat Trump.
I think that as far as attacks on her go, I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. Maybe he found something. It's hard for me to conceive of an angle that Biden could attack Kamala Harris and it actually work.
Right.
Biden just wants to come across as
But
like...
maybe he's got something up his sleeve.
Biden just needs to come across as exciting.
I mean, he
He needs to just go up to her and smell her hair.
like when it comes to
He
her,
likes that.
You want to do that Trump shit?
when
Stand behind her?
when it comes to her, he needs to seem like less of a supplicant because he
Oh,
really
yeah.
just like ooh. He
TJ,
came
where
off
the
that
fuck is
way.
the poll? I don't know. Did I not do it? Oh, I have to press open poll. Okay.
What a dumbass, TJ. You suck at polls.
Shut up.
You're a bad pollster.
I'm a bad poster.
What if Nate Silver just forgot to send out a poll? You know what I mean?
I'm not going to need data, guys.
Who's gonna win?
Why is there no data coming in on
Who's
my
gonna
poll?
win? Who's gonna win, motherfucker? Begin. Okay, so right now,
Is who cares an option?
no.
Shit.
No, it's not.
Damn it. That would have been my vote.
Who's going to win and then who won?
Come on, Paul, get into the spirit.
So yeah, for me, my vote's gonna. If I gotta call it early, is gonna be Kamala Harris. She's riding like a super like. She was really the standout performer in the
She
first
was.
round of debates.
But, maybe she benefited a little bit from no one really expecting that.
Well,
now people are
they're
expecting
prepped.
that. Let's see if she can bring it to that next level. Last time she really struck a nice blow against Biden. Let's see if she can get the kill shot in tonight.
I mean, she had some good banter and some good comebacks and shit, and some good one-liners
Biden-
that landed real
But
hard.
according
In
to
these debates-
the poll, Tulsi Gabbard is going to fucking dominate the night.
I would be
God.
shocked. But, hey, anything is possible.
She didn't dominate last
I
time.
will tell you what,
on a
if the first
arguably weaker stage.
I mean, Delaney, last night, Delaney, even though, he sucked, he got a lot more speaking time in, so...
He did. He
Tulsi
bullied
Gabbard,
his way in.
Yeah, she needs to fucking bully her way in.
It looks like
if she wants
CNN is a
anything.
little bit more fair with the speaking time, so maybe she can at least get more of her message
Let me
across.
tell you when the Tulsi fans will be able to call it. If the first thing out of her mouth or the first couple of sentences out of her mouth include the term "I was a soldier" or in any form, she's going to lose tonight. If she thinks she's going to ride her military service to a fucking presidency, it ain't going to happen.
It's,
No.
I don't know
And
if
that's all she had last time.
So I
All right.
guess we're going with the opening
let's go ahead
statements.
and peek on in on
Yep.
what's going on.
If a moderator asks for a clarification, the timing lights will remind you of these.
I don't care. All right, so they ain't really gotten anything yet.
They're doing the rules and regs. And
Here are the rules that none of you are going to listen to.
Here's the rules. You're all gonna break pretty
Yeah,
much.
Except for Joe
constantly.
Biden, who was very, very respectful
my
of the
time,
rules.
time.
Is that
okay.
my time? Do I
Sorry,
still?
sorry,
Can I
sorry.
finish the sentence? No. Okay.
Shut up, no.
It's like what?
Shut up,
No
Joe.
sound on
Candidates need to be
CNN.
able to
I know, it's
properly
muted.
hear the questions
It's
Dumbasses.
and each other.
Now it's
Let's
unmuted.
start with opening
And
statements.
I can see that
will
it's coming to you,
each
so don't say it's
receive
not.
1 minute. Mayor Bill de Blasio, please begin.
De Blasio.
To the working people of America, tonight I bring you a message of hope.
Oh
We
my
can
God,
make
dude.
change
Bill
in
de
this country.
Snoozio.
I
All right.
know
So I'm just gonna go ahead and turn it
I
off.
bring you I
so-
bring you a generic
By the
message
way-
of hope.
For those of you who
And
said
change.
CNN wasn't loud enough last time, I've literally turned it up as much as it can possibly be cranked up. So if it's not loud enough now, whatever. I don't know what to tell you.
Suck a dick.
Their stream isn't very loud, honestly.
We got pretty loud a couple of times during
now,
this.
tonight we have to get
Or
to the
last night.
heart and soul of who we are as Democrats. There are good people on this stage, but there are real differences. Joe Biden told wealthy donors that nothing fundamentally would change if he were president. Kamala Harris said she's not trying to restructure society.
Remember, Bill,
Well,
these are the people who
I
are
am.
leading.
For 40 years.
Oh boy, are they trying to put me to sleep already? There's 3 hours of this bullshit.
So you just stole, you're basically stealing Bernie Sanders' talking points, but you're about 50 times less interesting than Bernie Sanders.
We will tax the hell out of
I am going to change society.
Tax the hell out of the wealthy, damn.
We're going to tax the motherfucking ever-loving shit out of those rich cocksuckers.
Last week,
you bet your ass.
Trump signs that says, America, love it or leave it. And it was on the outside of the church.
Paul, why are you laughing at me?
This is what,
Paul,
this is Howdy
and
Doody?
I know we can make it
I don't know.
This isn't funny, Paul. Stop laughing.
Before coming to the
Listen
Senate,
to me. I know it looks like
ran a
somebody
large
took my
urban school
facial
district
features and
where
then shrunk
most
them
of the
down
kids
2
live in
sizes and
poverty.
slapped them back on my head.
Those kids have exactly
Looks like
the
my
same
face is
hopes
2 sizes too
that I
small for
had.
my head, but I can still be your
Their
president.
parents have exactly the same hopes for them.
I will still
that my
be your
parents had
president,
for
even
me.
though my mouth looks like a little
And
puckered
that Susan and I
butthole.
have
Poll is still
for our
going,
3
everybody.
children.
I see there's a lot more people watching than have voted in the
Last
poll.
3
Come on.
years.
Don't let the Tulsi Scabbard
consumed
fans
by
like run
president.
away with this bullshit with
Get
their
some
fantasies and
cold
dreams.
on.
She ain't gonna win shit.
about your kids or mine.
Tulsi ain't got shit. She
Mr.
can't do
President,
this. She doesn't have the swagger in the
kids
debate. She's got
belong
good
in
policy.
classrooms.
But if you
Not
think she's
cases.
gonna win this debate, you're saying that she remade herself since the last debate. And I don't buy it.
Well,
We'll
maybe
see.
you will
And they
stand
deserve
corrected.
something
Who
better
knows?
than a bully in the White House. Let's
There's a bully in the White House. We need something better than the bully in the White House, okay?
Gong! Thank you, Michael Bennett.
Fuck, man.
This way off the stage. We don't need a bully in the White House, okay? Bullies are bad. You don't want a bully, all right?
Good evening. I'm
Good-
Jay Inslee.
Hi.
I am running
Who are you?
for president.
This is
Because
a high
the
school
people in
principal
this
that's
room
running for
and the
president
Democrats
here.
watching tonight
I don't know that
are the
he's actually a
last
high
best
school
hope
principal, but he looks like
for
every fucking high
humanity
school
on this
principal I ever
planet.
saw. Maybe a vice
If-
principal.
If we make defeating the climate crisis the top priority of the United States, we will have a fighting
Defeat
chance
it.
to
Beat
save
it.
ourselves and our children.
Take that, climate
It has
crisis.
to be our top priority. My plan is one of national mobilization, quickly bringing 100% clean energy.
How is this a debate when you can only
to
speak for 1
Americans,
minute with
creating
no
8
interruptions?
million good union
Well,
jobs.
that's a
This
good enough
is
question.
A big, bold, ambitious
their opening
plan to
We should
create
have a
energy
tournament-style
for a big,
debate
bold,
where candidates have to go
ambitious
one-on-one
nation.
against each other.
Middle ground approaches.
I mean, that we need that.
Oh,
and then
dude.
the winner
Must
goes
confront
on.
the
Fuck that,
fossil
dude. We'll make like one of those
fuel
game shows where they
industry.
drop out of
I've
the
been
floor.
working on
Like,
this for
oh, that answer
25
sucked.
years. And now we know this. We're at a tipping
Fall into a
point.
pit of like,
I'm trying to get this guy. This guy's got
Whether
kind of a
we
weird
shrink
mouth.
from this challenge
this is a good
or
this is a
rise
challenge,
to
Paul.
This is a
is the
challenge.
vital question.
The
of our
vital
time.
question.
We Democrats believe
Oh,
we
dude,
can
is he like
still
the
do
fucking
big
dude
things
from
in
like
this nation.
Silence of the Lambs?
We
Put the
can
fucking lotion
defeat
in
the
Nebraska,
climate
Paul.
crisis. Let's get to work.
Climate
Senator
change,
Kirsten
Paul.
Gillibrand.
My grandmother taught me
Gillibrand.
that nothing's impossible.
This is the
She
cast
spent
of
2
misfits we're going to be
generations
stuck with
organizing
for the
women
next
upstate New
fucking
York.
2 hours or so.
My mother taught me nothing's
Shit
impossible.
on
I have a
fucking head.
family.
She was one of
I'm
the
human.
women in her law school class.
I'm a mom.
And worked with gay
That's what
couples
I
for
want
basic
you to
rights.
vote for.
Do
We
you
need
wanna
a
get something
mom
done?
in the White House.
Just tell me it's impossible.
When
As a
people
freshman
told me it was
senator, I was
impossible
told
to
you
get
couldn't
4
repeal
kids
Don't
to
Ask, Don't
soccer
Tell.
practice at
Even
3
members of
different
my own
times in the
party
week,
told me it wasn't
I told
convenient.
them nothing's
When are civil
impossible,
rights
and I
ever
did it.
convenient? We stood up to the Pentagon and we got it done. Not impossible. 10 years ago, I was told you couldn't pass health care for our 9/11 first responders. Those heroes who raced up the towers.
Churros?
Oh my
and others were
God.
coming
Those
down.
churros that
Those
rose to the
Congress
top
turned back
always
then.
Mexican
We kept
dessert
fighting.
menu.
Always invoke
Those
9/11.
churros.
9/11, dude. Gotta do it.
Permanent.
Those brave heroes.
11.
Ran to danger. Come on. You didn't do shit.
Donald Trump.
Wasn't you in the fucking building, was it?
Definitely not impossible.
Pearl Harbor
We
is
need a
lonely
nominee
these
who will
days.
take
It's like,
on the
oh
big
man, we
fight
used to get all
and
the
win.
fucking
We
references
need
to
a nominee who
patriotism.
doesn't
Now
know the
9/11
meaning
got
of
it all.
Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard.
All right, let's see if she leads
All right,
with
let's
the
see.
soldier.
I love our country.
Boo.
It's why I enlisted after 9/11.
Boo!
She's
done!
Over 16
She's done!
years. Deployed twice to the Middle East. And served in Congress
Sorry,
for almost
sorry,
7
Gabbard
years.
fans.
I know what patriotism is, and I've known many
Oh my
great
God.
patriots. throughout my life. And let me tell you this.
Is this why you guys are fans of her?
Behaving like a
Because
patriot.
she's about as jingoistic as that fucking display that led into this bullshit with the old man and
I'll fight for
This
our
bitch.
rights and freedoms of all Americans, upholding these principles in our Constitution upon which our country was founded.
Go home, Tulsi.
Fighting for justice.
I don't need you to lecture me on what the fucking Constitution
fighting for every
is.
single American, regardless of race or religion, as we
that's
strive
wonderful.
towards
Let
the
me
Yes.
tell you about the Constitution.
How are you
I'll bring
different
this
than anyone
unified
else on the
spirit of
stage?
love
Is going to
for
say the
country
exact same thing in so
and
many other
the
fucking
soldiers'
words.
values of service above self.
Spangly
I serve the country. I serve the country. I know.
America, love America. America,
Secretary
America,
Julian
America.
Thank you, Dana. and
Well,
good
I'd
evening.
say aloha to Tulsi, but that
You know,
means
just a few
both
days
goodbye
ago,
and
we were
hello, and one of those is
reminded
totally
and
useless. So
inspired
I'll just say
fellow
goodbye,
Americans
Tulsi.
in Puerto Rico
Goodbye.
Good try and goodbye.
that
Good try.
public
Goodbye.
service is not fundamentally
Paul
about
idiot.
any
Paul
of
idiot.
us.
Chat right now. Paul idiot.
It's
Paul
about you.
idiot.
I don't give a fuck.
and your family.
We'll see who the idiot is
I
when
want you
Tulsi
to know
Gabbard
that if
drops
I'm
out
elected
after this
president,
debate.
that I will work hard every single day so that
Notice
you and your
her
family
shiny
can have good
chest.
health care when you need it.
Someone on there is
so that
already
your children
perving
and
out to the
grandchildren
debate.
can get a good education so that they can reach their
Her
dreams.
chest is
so
so
that you can have good job
shiny.
opportunities.
Man, this
Whether you
fucker
live
needs
here
to
in a big
go.
city
Now
like
it's time for
Detroit
my
or
vague
a small
promises.
town in our country.
I come from a
I know
small
we have
town
a-
and
I am
I
human.
special
I'm
nation,
good.
but
I
they
have
have
a
a
family.
family.
I
I know
care
what
about
that's like,
everyone.
too.
I
want
have
this.
a mommy
I grew
and
up
a
with a
daddy,
single
and
mom
I have
in a
babies
poor
of my
neighborhood.
own and a wife.
But like many of you, I don't want to make America anything again. I don't want us to go backward. We're not going
I want
back
us to
the
go
past.
forward
We're
to
not
the
going
future.
Back where we came from. We're going to move forward.
Forward.
We're going to make America.
We're
better
gonna
than
go
it's ever
forward,
been.
Wait a minute,
y'all.
wait a minute. You don't want to make
Let's do that
America
together.
viable again?
Andrew Yang.
Economically stable again? You're against all
If
that?
you've heard anything about me and my campaign, you've heard that someone is running for president who wants to give every American $1,000 a month. I know this may sound like a gimmick, but this is a deeply American idea, from Thomas Paine to Martin Luther King to today. Let me tell you why we need to do it and how we pay for it. Why do we need to do it? We already automated away millions of manufacturing jobs, and chances are your job could be next. If you don't believe me, just ask an
Wait a
auto
minute.
worker here
Is
in Detroit.
Yang actually trying to
How do we pay for it?
get
Raise
his
your hand
message
in the
out
crowd
and
if you've
distinguish
seen
himself
stores
from the
closing
pack
on
here?
you.
Gasp.
It is not just you.
Is this
Amazon is
a
closing
competent
30%
opening
of
statement?
America's stores and malls and paying zero in taxes while doing it. We need to do the opposite of much of what we're doing right now, and the opposite of Donald Trump is an Asian man who likes math. So let me share the math.
I like math.
$1,000 a month for every adult would be $461 million every month right here in Detroit alone. The automation of our jobs is the central challenge facing us today. It is why Donald Trump is our president, and any politician not addressing it is failing the American people.
Senator Cory Booker.
Someone
Yang,
has
gang.
A lot of lobbyists in the audience. A lot of lobbyists.
President
All right.
Yang.
Okay, so best opening
American
speech so far.
Yang, by a country
Calling
mile, he
it a
actually
disgusting
distinguished himself from the rest of this
rat-infested
prattle
He actually did,
rodent
yes.
and brought up a critical issue.
We need a nation
A signature
that
issue,
understands
nonetheless.
that these tired old
And actually
language-
delivered his message, unlike last time.
Oh shit! The Yang Gangers are fucking interrupting.
Stand by, Senator.
I will stand by.
Please stand by.
What are they saying?
The crackpots are here. The crackpots are here.
That's awesome, dude. They win the debate.
The crackpots
Whatever. I don't care what their
Dude,
message is.
what is going on?
Thank you very much. Donald Trump from Charleston to
They got removed. That's what went on.
to
All right, I'm
even
going
the
to Twitter. I
border
wanna know what the
is
fuck
using
that Twitter,
this
what the fuck were they
tired old
saying?
Language of demagogues, of
Let's see,
fear-mongers, of racists to try to
Someone-
divide
That was cool,
our
dude.
country
Someone has got to have
against
sussed
You know
it
what?
out.
Those fucking people are awesome.
We
I don't care what they
know
were
who
saying. They
Donald
broke up the
Trump
fucking
is.
monotony of this
But in
boring
this
fucking
election, the
debate,
question
dude.
is,
I just want to know what the
who
fuck they were
are
there
we
for.
as
Me too.
a
I want to hear what they
They
were
were
saying.
cutting mics and shit,
We
so they got
have
harder to hear as they
serious
went on.
problems in America.
Wait, you think they were gang gangers? That's what it was?
I thought I
don't
heard
know.
them saying, yeah, 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 yeah. That's what I thought it was
I
at
don't know what
first.
they said, yeah, but
to heal as a nation and move
Whatever
forward.
they had to say was way more
Because
interesting
we
than whatever
know in
Cory
this
Booker
we were going to
said.
unite this
that
nation,
our
Paul.
fates are united, that we have a common
Unite.
destiny.
The
Man,
call of
he
this
practiced this one in the
election is
mirror.
the call
Come
to
together.
unite in common cause and common purpose. That's how we will beat Donald Trump. That's how I will beat
No
Donald
one's figured
Trump.
it out yet.
And as your president, that's how I will govern and move us forward together.
Okay, well, probably not going to happen, but...
Why do politicians still act like they're like high school kids trying out for a part? Like, why do they think we're going to be impressed by their... Anyway.
I memorized
This is a moment
an
in
answer.
time that is requiring
Seriously.
us each as individuals and collectively to look in a mirror and ask a question. That question being, who are we? And I think most of us know that part of the answer to that question is we are better than this. So this then becomes a moment that we must fight for the best of who we are. And fight, of course, we will. And this is not a new fight for us as Americans. We have always
Audio
been
issues at
prepared
CNN
to
tonight.
fight for our ideals. We have always been a nation
really bad
that
sound
fights
on
for
their
the
part.
best of who we are.
Not that
People
we-
probably think
And
it's
I'll tell
our
you,
fault,
I come
but
from fighters. My parents met when they
it
were
actually
active
is
in the
really
civil
bad.
rights movement. My sister Maya and I joke we grew up surrounded by a bunch of adults
Kamala's
who spent
mic
full-time
sucks.
marching
Get it
and
together,
shouting
CNN.
about this thing
I
called
agree.
justice. And I am prepared
So
to
other people
march
are
with
it's
you,
not our
to
fault.
fight with you for
CNN
the
screwed
best
up Kamala's
of who
mic,
we are,
people are saying.
and to successfully
So they can cut
prosecute
it.
the case of 4 more years of Donald Trump and against him.
Oh, she fucked up. She fucked up. Dude, that's a blub.
Engagement here.
Let's hear
I expect
Biden.
We'll get it.
Then we'll talk about it.
I'm running for president to restore the soul of this country. You know, we have a president, as everybody's acknowledged here, every day is ripping at the social fabric of this country. But no one
He's
man
destroying
has
this
the
country.
capacity
It's
to
like
rip
watching
it
a man
apart.
drown.
He's too strong. We're too good.
Joe Biden.
Just look at your stage.
Blurp, Joe.
Blurpity, derpity, smurpity do. I knew Obama. How
Whoever
about
told you
Mayors,
that? Whoever told you this
senators,
speech was
governors,
good lied
congresswomen.
to you, boy.
Let's hear Obama. Let's hear Obama.
Yes, even a vice president. Mr. President, this is America.
He's talking about
And we
talking
are
to
so
Obama.
great because of this diversity, Mr. President.
I want him to say Obama, though.
Not
I think he's
in
talking
spite
to
of it,
trying to
Mr.
talk to
President.
Trump right now.
So, Mr. President, let's get something straight. We love it. We are not leaving it. We are here to stay, and we're certainly not going to leave it to you.
Oh, not going to leave it to old Trump.
So
Trump.
a little bit of bare knuckle boxing from Joe. It was kind of limp though.
Yeah, it wasn't too
For
impressive.
Democratic voters, and that is health care. Senator Harris, this week
All right,
you
so,
released a new health care plan, which
Yang.
would preserve private insurance
Yang won
and
that.
take 10 years to phase
Yang
in.
by a country mile, honestly.
Vice President Biden's campaign called
Probably
your
the best
plan,
opening
quote,
speech of
a
last
have
night
it
too.
every
Yeah,
which
probably
way
the best
approach.
opening speech we've
And
seen
says
in
it's
any of these
just
shitty
part of
debates
Bernie
thus
had a
far.
pretty good one.
He did.
Of equivocating
Last
about
night.
your healthcare
Not in the
system.
first one.
Biden was better than last time. That's all
Well,
you can really say
they're
for him.
probably
Harris was
confused 'cause
worse,
they
I
don't
would
read
say.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, Harris was
reality
way
is
worse.
that I have
And
been
she's not really doing
spending
much
time
better
in
here
this
either.
campaign
Like, where's the fire?
listening to American
She looks like she
families,
hasn't
listening
slept
to
in
She
4 or
looks
5
haggard,
days.
dude.
listening to
Those
healthcare
eyes look
providers.
She's
poofy.
overprepped,
And
maybe.
what I came away with is a
Her
very
voice,
clear
listen to it.
understanding that I needed to
She
create
looks
a plan
fatigued.
that was
Maybe she's
responsive
sick.
to the needs of
She
the
ain't
American
looking right.
Could be
She
it.
ain't sounding right.
She looks
Their needs,
sweaty and kind of like
understanding that insurance companies have been
peaked, you know, when they
jacking
say.
up prices for
I am
far
not a
too
crook.
long. That American families have to be held down by deductibles and co-pays and premiums that can cause them bankruptcy.
And I stand with
I listened
Donald
to
Trump
the American families
and against
who
him.
said 4 years is just not enough to transition into this new plan.
You're
So I
overprepped.
devised a plan where it's going to be
Seems
10
like it.
years of a
Kamala
transition. I
burnout?
listened
Question
to
mark, question mark,
American
question mark.
families who said, I want an option that will be under your
You've gained
Medicare system
12,000
that allows
new followers.
a private plan. So I designed a plan where, yes, responsive to the needs of
I
American
cannot figure out what
families,
that fucking
there will be a
crowd was
public plan
chanting.
under my plan for
How'd that-
Medicare
how'd that
and a
poll
private
look?
plan under my
The
plan
poll,
for Medicare. Because the bottom line
currently,
is this. We
Biden,
must
8
agree
votes,
that
7%.
access to
Kamala,
healthcare
28 votes,
must be a
25%.
right and not
Yang,
just a privilege
30
of
votes,
those who can
27%.
afford it.
Tulsi,
And in
43
America
votes,
today,
39%.
far too many people,
But one
in
of
fact,
those Tulsi
30
people
million
wanna
people
take any of
are
that back
going
now.
without access to
Probably
healthcare.
not.
Thank you, Senator Harris. Vice President Biden, your
I mean, she
response.
could still. I mean, there's a lot of
response
debate
is
left to
that
go, but that was a
the
limp
senators had
opening
several
statement.
plans so
Yeah.
far.
And totally.
And anytime someone
She
tells
went
you
right
you
to
get
the
something
card
good in
that you
10
said it would be
years, you wonder
corny as
why it
fuck to
takes 10
play.
years.
And it was corny as
You
fuck
notice
indeed.
there's no talk about the fact that the plan in 10 years will
I wanna hear
cost
about your
$3
policies,
trillion.
not your
You
service
will
to our
lose
country.
your employer-based insurance. And in fact,
Are going
this is
without
the single
access?
most important issue facing the public. And to be very blunt and to be very straightforward, you can't beat President Trump with double talk on this plan.
Double talk.
Your response, Senator Harris?
Absolutely. Unfortunately, Vice President Biden, you're just simply inaccurate in what you're describing. The reality is
Sounds
that
like she's
our
about to
plan
puke.
will bring
She's simply inaccurate in what you're
all
describing.
Americans under a Medicare for All system. Our plan will allow people to start signing up on the first day. Babies will be born into our plan, and right now 4 million babies almost are born every day in America, or every year in America.
You're
Under our
incorrect,
plan,
sir.
we
What a
will
shitty
ensure
time to
that
get the
everyone
fucking-
has access to health care. Your plan, by contrast, leaves
Your
out almost
plan-
10 million Americans. So I think that you should really think about what you're saying, but be reflective and understand that the people of America want
shit.
access to health care and do not want cost to be their barrier to getting it.
Senator Harris, thank you. Vice President Biden, your response?
Senator Harris, if you need a bucket, we put one under your podium.
$3 trillion when it is in fact employed. Number one, 10 years from now, after 2 terms of the senator being president, after her time. Secondly, it will require middle-class taxes to go up, not down. Thirdly, it will eliminate employer-based insurance. And fourthly,
Oh, no.
what happens in the meantime?
I'd like to respond. First of all, the cost of doing nothing is far too expensive. Second, we are now paying $3 trillion
$3
a
trillion?
year for healthcare in America.
trillion,
Over the next 10 years, it's probably going to be
a
$6 trillion.
bazillion,
My plan
million,
is
zillion
about
dollars.
immediately allowing people to sign up and get into coverage.
Dude,
right now in
this is
America, we
this
have
is unexpected.
seniors who every day,
See,
millions
this is why I
of seniors
actually like
are
these
going into the
debates.
Medicare system.
Yeah,
And they are
she-
getting
You know what I
full
mean?
coverage and the
At
kind
least
of
the first
coverage they
hour and a
need.
half.
I,
All
Biden's
people should
fucking
have
bland as
access
shit, but
to
she looks like
healthcare
she's just
and
like clubbing
cost-
everyone.
Thank you,
Billion
Senator
trillion.
Harris. Mayor de Blasio, let's bring you in here. What's your response?
Thank you. I don't know what.
Thank you. I don't know what's going
President
on.
Trump talked about.
Where am I?
talked to about
How do I get on this
health
fucking
insurance,
stage?
that their health insurance isn't working for them.
Health insurance,
There's
all
tens
right.
of millions of Americans don't even have health insurance. Tens of millions more who have health insurance that can barely make work because of the copays, the deductibles, the premiums, the out-of-pocket expenses.
It's like you're upselling it. There's going to be deductibles. There's going to be copays. There's going to be premiums. You should be. You shouldn't be saying that like a positive way. She's like, this sucks.
So I found out what that crowd was saying.
Oh, what?
It's the consensus seemed to be that they were chanting "Fire Pantaleo," who was the cop who shot Eric Garner.
The things that would be full coverage.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Why was
Vice
that?
President Biden,
I guess Cory Booker maybe is or they
that
think he is in a
Democrats who want
position to
keep
do
the
that.
private
Okay.
insurance industry
Weird.
are defending a health
kinda
care
hoping it was
system
Yang
that is
Gangers.
not working.
Yeah, me too.
What's your response?
My response is Obamacare is working. The way to build this and get to it immediately is to build on Obamacare. Go back and take back all the things that Trump took away, provide a public option, meaning every single person in America would be able to buy an option if they didn't like
If he
their
wins
water
on this
plan, or if
platform,
they're
it's
on
basically
Medicaid,
like
they'd automatically be in the
Obama
plan.
was in
It
office,
would
and
take
then
place
Trump came in and was like,
immediately. It
"I'll
would
undo
move
everything
quickly,
Obama
and
did,"
it would
which he's been
ensure
doing.
the vast
And then Joe Biden shows up. He's like, "I'm going to redo all the stuff Obama did."
And a public option, I guess. Would probably won't end up happening.
A public option.
That's what it costs. Not
Well,
30
Obama
trillion
promised that
Vice
too,
President,
and then
Senator
gave us
Gillibrand.
Obamacare. So
You support Medicare for
Nah.
all.
So,
How do you feel
Biden's
about
basically
Senator
saying
Harris
status quo.
continuing
Okay.
to call her health proposal Medicare for all?
I'll bring us back
when
to the
it
climate
includes a
under
far more
Obama.
significant
You know, the
role
one
for
where
private
Trump got
insurance
elected.
Than the bill you co-sponsored.
So how great really
for
was
the
it?
viewers in the audience right now, they're at risk of losing the forest through the trees. Because the truth is, healthcare in America should be a right. When I was a young
Someone should
mother and
lose you in the
had
fucking
Tio as an
forest,
infant, we
bitch.
had an alert
Someone's probably tried to.
I had to rush him to
Which way did the CNN debate? I don't know. Maybe we'll just chill here in the forest for a minute.
TJ's got
I am not worried about not having an insurance
Yeah,
card.
TJ's on fire
or a
tonight,
credit card in
dude.
my wallet.
Oh,
I know whatever
fuck
they're
me,
going to
dude.
prescribe, whether it's an EpiPen or an inhaler, I can afford it.
Fuck us all.
The truth about healthcare in
Oh
America
my God, I feel like
today
I'm being
is
lectured
people
by my
can't
mom,
afford it.
dude.
They
Or
cannot
somebody
afford
else's
it.
mom.
And
My
the
mom
insurance
wasn't like
companies
this.
for these
I
plans
don't want
that
to
rely on
impugn my
insurance
mother.
companies,
The
I'm
candidate
sorry.
that most reminds me of my mom is
They're
probably
for
Elizabeth
companies.
Warren.
They have
Yeah,
an
she's
obligation
very, but she's
to
like
their
kind of got a nice
shareholders.
mom
They pay
vibe.
their
This has
CEO
got that bitchy
millions of
soccer
dollars.
mom vibe.
They
Like,
have to
and
have
then
quarterly
I was in
profits.
traffic.
Daniel, what did I tell you about closing this door?
I was in traffic for 20 minutes and I come home all sweaty and looking gross. And then you come in and ask me if my ass has gotten fatter? Excuse me, mister. Excuse me, okay? You try being home all day. You try cooking and cleaning for these little brats.
Oh, a lot of applause from that, apparently.
In response to Senator Biden about the Affordable Care Act, it is important that you understand that our Medicare for All plan has actually,
Why is our
by the
posture so
architect
bad
of the
tonight?
Obama Affordable
See, our
Care
heads
Act
like
been
forward and
described as one of the
sideways,
most
and it's like
effective ways to bring
like
healthcare to all
submissive.
Kathleen Sebelius
Yeah,
has
she looks.
endorsed our plan
Maybe,
as being
maybe
something that will get
Biden
us to
fucking
where
had
we
some
need to go.
goons
In terms of
accost
the
her, you
point
know.
that
She doesn't have
Senator
any of that
Gillibrand is
swagger
making,
she had in the
I couldn't
original
agree more.
debate.
Yeah, she
Senator
came in that
Biden,
first
your
debate
plan
like.
will keep and allow insurance companies to remain
This time it's like.
with
Well, you know what?
status
First time she had nothing to
quo
lose.
and that's going to be about
She
jacking
had nothing to
up
lose.
copays,
Now she wants the
jacking up deductibles.
perception to be she's going to keep going up.
Situation that people going to an
President Biden,
emergency
your
room
response.
have to come out $5,000.
My plan makes the limit of copay to be
Why
$1,000.
is she looking so
because
bad?
We further support the
She looks
the ability to
fucking
buy
awful.
into the Obamacare plan.
Now,
Secondly,
Biden
the
doesn't
idea
sound
that
any
this is
much better in this
No, I
answer.
mean he's as
a
bad as he was the
idea.
last time.
No one has to keep
but
doing private insurance. But if they would like
she,
their
I
insurance,
mean, I don't know.
they
He's
should be able
benefiting
to
from
keep it.
lowered
Nothing is
expectations, and
demanded
she's
in
really
my
suffering
plan
from
that there
higher
be private insurance.
expectations.
It says if the
And she ain't
160
delivering the
weird.
thunder this time.
say they like their employer insurance,
Biden
they
looks
should
really
have a
weird.
right to have
She
it.
looks
If they
fucking
don't, they can
traumatized.
buy
Biden
into
looks like a
the
fucking.
Biden plan,
He
which
looks
is
like an
Obamacare.
aged up
Thank you, Mr.
version
Vice
of the
President.
Doom
Thank you.
guy.
Senator Booker,
He's just
let me bring
fucking.
you in here.
Biden
You
looks like a
say
fucking
you
species
support
of plant
Medicare
that
for
has
all.
just
You
become
also
He's just
say
got
we're
a
not
fucking
going to pull
unusually
private
square
health insurance
goddamn
from more than
head.
150
Because nothing
So he
million
looks like a little
Americans
Lego man
in
or some
exchange for a
shit.
government
Because
plan.
nothing Cory Booker
But that's
says
what Medicare for
matters.
all would
Mute this
do.
for a
So
second.
how do you
Yes,
do
go
I have a
that?
theory
Well,
on
first of
why
all, let me just
Kamala
say
looks like
that-
she's fucking haunted tonight.
Yeah, what's going on?
Here's what happened, dude.
Uh huh.
Soros met her backstage and was like, "You're the one, but that comes with strings, Kamala. Strings that you're not gonna want me to pull." She's like, "Oh, that's why, dude." He showed her like all the dirt he has on her, all kinds of candid pictures of her doing kinky shit, and
Damn. You think that's it?
showed her the picture of like a fucking American soldier capping Kennedy. You know what I mean?
Damn.
From the grassy knoll, and he was like, "This is you. You're the one, Kamala. Now get out there."
This is what happens when you don't obey.
That's what I think. What do you think? You think I'm onto something?
Yeah, I don't know. She definitely looks like she's haunted by the specter of something horrible,
Something
hanging
hideous
over
and horrible.
her.
Yes.
She looks outright traumatized. There's like weird fear in her eyes.
You know what? Maybe right before she went on stage, like, here's the amazing atheist. Yeah, it's an interesting video with him and Banana. What's this?
Oh shit! Going banana video route with it.
Some things can't be unseen, TJ.
It's so true.
Some things can't be unseen.
Realizing us in face of the real
Aw,
enemy.
Shies.
You know what, dude, TJ? There
Yeah,
is something
so-
about the banana video I always wondered. And I
that?
haven't watched it in many a year.
Yeah.
But when I first saw it, I remember thinking, that's not actually a banana.
Many a day, probably. Paul.
It is.
It looks like a plantain. It was
No,
fatter than a banana.
It was a banana.
All right.
To get the care
wondering.
that they need
It was
because
definitely
they
banana.
cannot
I thought it was like a little plantain
afford
or
it.
some shit.
Nope.
It
So
was a
the
banana.
core of this
Nope.
problem
All
is
right.
the fact that big insurance companies and big pharmaceutical companies who've
Okay.
been profiting off the backs
Big
of sick
pharmaceutical
people have had a
companies,
seat at
yeah.
the table writing
I'm
this
glad we cleared that
legislation.
up.
Look at that shiny
Kamala Harris
chest.
just talked about Kathleen Sebelius, who helped write her bill. This just pointed to the fatal
Oh,
flaw
that
in her
chest,
proposal.
so shiny,
Sebelius
huh?
works for Medicare Advantage.
Am I right, you
private
guys in the
insurance
chat
company
who are
will
into
stand
that, I
to
guess?
Profit under her plan. If we're seeking to really reform
Tulsi
our healthcare
is hot-
system,
is
we've got
fucking
to
hot as
shut
hell.
out big
Unmute
insurance and big
Tulsi.
pharma
Hot, shiny
out
tits.
Of the drafting
Oh,
process.
shut
Shut
We
up,
cannot continue to
neckbeards.
profit off the backs of the sick people in this
I think
country
we see why
who
they're
are
fucking
searching
pulling
and
for
in
it,
desperate
dude.
need of care.
Literally
Neckbeard.
pulling.
Senator Harris.
There's a guy on our chat called Neckbeard. Shut the fuck up and vote
Unfortunately,
Yang.
Representative Gabbard got it wrong. Kathleen
She is
Sebelius
wrong?
did not
This
write
bitch is
my plan.
wrong.
She endorsed it as being one of the plans that is the best to get us to a place where everyone is going to have access
All
to
right, this
health
is gonna
care in
be- let's-
America.
let's take a look at this.
And when we talk about this again, I'm going to go back to Vice President Biden because your
No.
plan does not cover everyone
Well,
in America.
she
by
knows not to
your
waste time on
staff's
Tulsi.
and
Tulsi's
your
not gonna
own
get no
definition.
points.
10 million people, as many as 10 million people, will not have access to health care. And in 2019 in America, for a Democrat to be running for president with a plan that does not cover everyone, I think is without excuse. Our plan covers everyone and
Yeah, that's
gives
right. Get a
people
little
choice.
mad.
Thank you, Senator Vice President
Kamala's
Biden.
better
My
when she's
plan
getting
does
angry.
will cover everyone.
I mean, she
Number
was
one.
better
Number
there
two,
than she has
it's
been all
actually-
night.
Still not
my
great,
plan
but
also
get
calls for
pissed.
controlling drug prices.
I think maybe
The
her
biopharma
anger is the secret of her
now where
power.
things are going to go. It's no longer.
That's why
chemicals.
Bernie
It's
did
about
better in
all
that
these
last
breakthroughs
debate. He
we
just
have
seemed more pissed
with-
off.
I wrote the damn bill.
I wrote it.
Mad. People want to see anger from the fucking Democrats right now.
Biden's be like, you're full of shit. It's going to cover everyone, you lying sack of shit.
As you develop a drug, you got to come to us and decide.
Get mad,
what
Biden.
you
Come
can
on, you
sell
fucking
it for.
limp-wristed
We
fucking
will
weak
set
piece
the
of
price.
shit.
And secondly, it says that
If
you
we're gonna do
cannot
something-
raise that price beyond the cost of inflation.
What is
from
this?
point on.
What is this double
Bouncy,
hand?
bouncy,
Like he's
bouncy.
milking a cow or something.
I'm a little bunny
One
rabbit.
of your Democratic rivals
What is that?
suggested
Like he's milking a
running on
goat.
Medicare for all. would
Oh
get
yeah, it is
Donald
kind of
Trump
bunny
reelected.
rabbitish too, isn't
Do you
it?
agree with
Let's
that?
hop around the studio,
I
guys.
agree that it makes it much more likely.
Yeah, okay.
Unlike
Okay,
others
I'll
on
tell
this
you what,
stage, I've
it
been
is
crystal
good,
clear
it's
where
good deal,
I've been for a
okay,
decade
but,
through
I
two
think
tough
my deal's gonna
races
be a
in
little
Colorado.
better,
I
okay?
believe we should finish
And what
the
I
job.
think is we need to
started with
cover
the
everybody,
Affordable
but
Care
not
Act, with a
quite
public option
everybody,
that gives
because if there's
everybody in this
people
audience the
uncovered,
chance
then,
to pick
well,
for
then
their
there's something to
family whether
strive
they
for in
want
America,
private
and that's
insurance
what my
or
grandfather
public
did when he
insurance. It
came over
requires
here in the Little
drug
Face
companies
Clan
to be negotiated
with
by
our
Medicare,
tiny little
and
mouths.
it provides competition. That is totally
Looks like a
different
hobbit.
from the plan
Yeah, big ass
that Senator
nose, though.
Warren
Oh,
and
Mr.
Senator
Frodo,
Sanders
you're going
and
where?
Senator Harris
Mount Doom?
have proposed,
Oh,
which would
heavens to
make
Betsy.
illegal employer-based health insurance in this country and
Fuck
massively
this idiot.
raise taxes.
Why are we wasting
on
our
the
time
middle
listening to
class
this
the tune of
motherfucker?
It's the same as last
$30
time.
rude, Paul.
These debates
Okay.
wouldn't be
We're
bad
trying
if
to
you
talk
just
here,
fucking
Paul.
keep it down to the people who actually deserve
Why
a spot.
why
on the
can't I get my
fucking
time?
stage.
You guys interrupting. You're interrupting. Stop. Excuse me,
on
guys.
almost everybody in this
Listen
room
up.
when we
Listen
can
up.
pass a public option. Trust the American people to make the right decision and
Trust
have
the American
universal
people. Trust the American people to make the right
in
decision?
2
I would
years,
not trust that to
10
happen.
years.
Secretary Castro, I want to bring
I
you
trust
in.
them to at least not vote for that guy.
Yeah,
I trust them that much.
Secretary Castro.
Well, I know that this is something very personal for all Americans. You know, I grew up with a grandmother that had diabetes, and I watched as her condition got worse and worse.
Wow.
That whole time she had Medicare. I want to strengthen Medicare for the people who are on it and then expand it to anybody who wants it. I also believe, though, that if somebody has a private health insurance plan that is strong, that they want to hold on to, that they should be able to do that.
No one
What I
fucking
don't
wants
think
a
is
goddamn
that
insurance
their
company, you
motive
piece
of
of
You want to know
shit.
why this? Because they
insurance
polled the
companies
people on
should
this.
ever determine
And
in our great
people
nation
support
whether somebody
universal
gets
health care,
healthcare or
but don't they
not.
ask them if they'll lose their private insurance?
Senator
They say they don't like the plan anymore. Yeah, that's why they're all fucking parroting this bullshit for the most part.
Is that true?
Well, first of all,
Instead of actually
with
trying
all
to go
due
to people and
respect to my
explain,
friend,
like,
Michael
here's why
Bennett,
that's dumb.
It's
my
really
plan
dumb.
does
That's
not
like,
offer anything
I
that
don't
is
want a
illegal.
car because I
What
want
it
to keep
does
my
is
horse
it
and buggy.
separates the employer
It's like,
from health
if you
care,
really want to keep
meaning
your horse
that
and buggy,
where
you fucking
work
can.
Will not be a,
But
the kind of health care
What-
you get
how's
will
it to
not
their
be a
advantage
function
to
of
keep
where
the
you
health
work.
insurance
I have
plan?
met so many Americans who stick to a job
I
that
wanna
they do
keep
not
something
like,
that's
where they are not
obsolete.
prospering, simply because they need the health care that
They're
that
just saying they
employer
want to pay more
provides.
money for a
It's
more
time that
inefficient
we
system.
separate employers from the kind
Aside
of
from
healthcare
getting
people
everything
get.
Okay,
that
it's
I
like this.
need covered in my taxes, I also want to pay for the same exact
It's like
services
this.
that are already
TJ,
covered.
do you like Amazon Prime?
Yes.
How about Amazon Slow, where it takes twice as long and costs twice as much? Would you like that?
No.
Senator Bennett.
What, you don't? But a lot of people say they want to keep that, TJ. Amazon Slow is the new thing.
Yeah, it's old school. Like back in the day when you ordered something from a catalog and it took a month to get it.
So here's how Amazon Slow works. We take a fucking monkey and we strap a packake to its back and we let it out of the warehouse.
We show it your picture before we let it go, though.
You stand on your lawn and wave a banana.
Hopefully it shows up.
I'll just pull one out of my ass.
Yeah, you'll be prepped for
Yeah,
Amazon
we won't.
Slow.
And Paul will be like, oh, show her the banana.
Man, this debate sucks if we're already just digressing into like fantasy realities where Amazon Slow.
Amazon fucking put a banana in my ass or whatever. I don't know. Anything to fill up time instead of listening to these fucking jackhole motherfuckers.
Jesus, man. This is a
Bennett-
fucking tragedy.
But it's like, I'm coming out swinging today.
Cannot keep with the Republican talking points on this.
Oh,
You gotta
Kamala,
stop.
no.
The reality is that
Go
under
hard,
my Medicare
bitch.
That would have worked if
plan,
someone had actually had done that
yes,
that moment.
Employers are not
Go
going to
hard or
be
go
able to
home.
dictate the kind of health care that their employees get. They will be able to make that decision. Private insurance companies and private carriers, if they comply by our rules and play by our rules, will be able to offer those employees health care coverage under a private Medicare plan, or they can have the option of a public Medicare plan. But it is misleading.
Doesn't make any
to suggest
sense.
that
Public
employees
Medicare,
want
private
what their
Medicare,
That's just so
super
stupid.
Medicare,
They
ultra
want choice,
Medicare.
and my
Then we're
plan
going to
gives
have
that to
gold
them.
Medicare for
Governor
people
Inslee, I
who
wanna
pay
bring you in.
extra for
You
Medicare.
recently signed
Shut up,
a
bitch.
public
You suck.
option into law, which allows
Get lost.
Washington State
I mean, there's
residents
nothing wrong with having supplemental
purchase
insurance
a
if you have
state-backed
something like that.
plan
Countries like
if
Canada
they
have
want
that.
to,
You
but
can have more
this
insurance
may
if you
only
want.
save families in Washington State as little as 5% off premiums. Is 5% really the
I
kind
hate
of
this
relief
goofy
that the American
square-jawed
people need?
motherfucker, dude.
No, we need universal coverage, and I'm proud of our state that we've done less squabbling and actually getting things done. And I am proud that we're the first
We've gotten things done, such as
of health care to our citizens. I'm also proud that we didn't stop.
You got like a Beavis voice you want to throw up over him or something?
I don't know, dude. Scotty, do you got a Beavis? I can't really. So I was talking about that on Ideology today about how I think all three of us have a relatively competent butthead, but I don't think any of us have a Beavis. Really.
Even Mike Judge doesn't have a Beavis anymore.
I'm Mike Judge now, huh? Yeah.
I could do yeah.
So I would oh yeah. I would oh yeah. Hey, butthead. Hey, wake up, dumbass. Anyway, Washington. Yeah. That's where I think that's where I live.
When you support...
All right, they're talking to you.
All right. How do you respond to government?
Shut up.
I just want to share a story. When I told my wife I was running for president, you know the first question she asked me?
Who cares?
What are we going to do about our health care? That's a true story, and it's not just us. Democrats are talking about health care the wrong way. As someone who's run a business, I can tell you flat out our current health care system makes it harder to hire. It makes it harder to treat people well and give them benefits and treat them as full-time employees. It makes it harder to switch jobs, as Senator Harris just said, and it's certainly a lot harder to start a business. If we say, look, we're going to get health care off the backs of businesses and families, then watch American entrepreneurship recover and bloom. That's the argument we should be making to the American people.
Thank you, Mr. Yang. Okay. Mayor de Blasio.
Whatever. Not as strong as the opening, but a reasonable enough answer.
On this stage are
It at least sounds a little different than the bickering over, like, my plan does this, you're a Republican. No, you're just...
Content aside, Yang is way better prepped tonight. You can tell.
Oh, yeah.
He looks way less
he
like
looks
a deer in the
about 10
headlights.
times more. He looks more like an actual politician tonight.
They don't get a lot of
So
help
good
from
job,
health
whoever
insurance
prepped
companies.
Yang.
Why are we not going to be the party
Another
that
idiot
does
that's
something
not going to
bold
win.
that says we don't
Dill,
need to
blah,
be
blah,
dependent
blah, blah.
on private insurance.
Blah,
we
blah,
can have a
blah.
system
Mayor
that
de
actually
Blasio.
covers
Blah,
everyone.
blah,
You know
blah.
what? Donald
Blah,
Trump
blah, blah.
won this state
Blah,
of
blah, blah.
Michigan
Oh,
by
my
saying
God.
he was going to disrupt the status quo.
That's all I fucking hear this guy talk.
Dude,
And when I was mayor, and that's why I'm there. I killed it.
Let's see, Joe Biden wants to talk.
Certainly, with all due respect
No.
to Senator Bennett, what he's saying is
Bennett?
absolutely
okay, yeah.
inaccurate.
No one cares.
De Blasio.
Loser won.
Are your
Fuck.
instincts
Are you really going to CNN? Where the fuck are your journalistic instincts
Yeah,
or even your
seriously.
entertainment instincts, for fuck's
Boring
sake?
loser 1.
Are you letting
Boring
them do
loser
this?
2.
Can I get a response to that? Can I do a response to that? With my less than 1% national? Okay, now listen. What you just said, it's not true. It's just not true. Nothing he said was true. Everything he said was a lie. It was all untrue. And if you're going to do things and say things that are untrue, then I don't think you, sir, and pardon my French, I don't think you got a darn lick of business being anything near the President of the United States. And furthermore, sir, if you'll allow me to say, your slick New York ways don't really play down in Colorado where the real folks are, where I'm from, where my little face came from. Yep.
Democrats say we're done
Fuck
with
him,
private
dude.
insurance.
Why are they letting these two fucking nobodies go at it?
Something that works for their families,
Blah,
full
blah.
coverage.
Blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh.
Blah, blah.
How many more hours of this again?
Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, my God.
However
I'm
many
trying
it
to
is,
watch.
it's too many.
Do you want to guess how much longer this is going to be, Paul?
About 2 hours and change, I'd bet.
8 hours.
Well, let's see.
8 million hours.
We got about an hour and 40-something minutes.
So blah, blah, blah.
I mean, I think
Blah, blah,
maybe
blah.
doing yesterday's prepped me a little mentally for this one.
fucking ordeal.
Oh,
but
it's Biden,
it's still-
TJ. Let's hear what Biden's
All
got to
right,
say.
Biden. Okay.
Million people right off the bat, 100 million people with pre-existing conditions. And in fact, what we got is a public option that in fact would allow anybody to buy in. No one has to keep their private insurance. They can buy into this plan, and they can buy into it with a $1,000 deductible and never have to pay more than 8.5% of their income when they do it. And if they don't have any money, they get in free.
By this
so this
answer.
idea is a bunch of malarkey, what we're talking about
It's
here.
malarkey.
Malarkey?
It's a lot of flip
Why don't you just drop some bullshit? Why don't you just say it's bullshit? Make a moment out of it. Malarkey.
Bull.
You know what, Paul? That comment's a lot of malarkey out of you.
Malarkey. Way to enforce the fact that you're a grandpa.
Malarkey parky.
Malarkey. Way to enforce the fucking grandpa principle here. Malarkey. Can you imagine Bernie doing malarkey?
It's a lot of malarkey. It's a lot of hooey.
Yeah.
You don't need to listen to it.
That's a lot of flim
Let's
flam.
talk about math. Let's talk about the fact that the pharmaceutical companies
I'd even go
and the
so far
insurance
as to
companies
call it a
last year
boondoggle.
alone profited $72 billion.
Imagine if this
And that is
debate
on
was the four
backs
people
of
from last
American
night that
families.
mattered and the
And
poor
under
people
your
from
plan,
tonight that mattered.
Wow, that would actually
what a
make
good
it be
idea.
worth watching.
Right?
It's crazy.
The insurance
What an
companies
idea.
And it would only
to
have to be
pass
one 3-hour
what they
extravaganza.
have been
Yeah.
doing to American families in America today.
In America today.
Cannot afford their insulin. In America
People
today,
have lost their
for
way.
those people who are overdosed from an opioid, there is a syringe that costs $4,000 that will save their life.
You know,
It is
last night, at
immoral,
least we came up
it
with
is
like some
untenable,
fun
and it must
characters
change
for
with
these
Medicare
fucking
for
candidates,
all.
you know?
President Biden, your response.
Like Hickenlooper became a swamp monster.
I have
And
the only plan that
John
limits
Delaney
the
became a
ability of
hot
insurance
dog
companies
and-
to charge unreasonable prices. Flat out. Number one.
Tonight-
Number two. We should put some of these
all these
insurance
boring
executives
Dude, tonight it's the
Nothing.
fucking, it's the Walking Dead, dude.
jail.
What the fuck?
Billion
You see how
opioids
big
they
his
sell
fucking
out
mouth
there.
just
They
got?
are misrepresenting to the American people what need to be done.
Am I
And
tripping
lastly,
balls?
here's the deal. The deal is, let's figure out how this works. We immediately are able to cover.
He looks like he has more
everybody who
teeth
wants
than a
to get
human
off
being
of
should
their
have.
Insurance plan they don't like, no matter what one it is, and buy into a Medicare.
It's 'cause his
option.
teeth are
And they
so
can buy
fucking
the gold
flossed, dude,
plan,
and clean.
they're not going to have to.
So your teeth all congealed together with all that like biofilm and shit. You didn't never brush your teeth.
Immigration, please.
Each one of his
Secretary
teeth are
Castro,
carefully
do you think
spaced.
It should no longer be a crime to cross the U.S.
They look
border
weird.
illegally. President Obama's Homeland Security Secretary Jay Johnson, whom you served with,
J. Jonah
says
Jameson.
that is a public declaration that the border is, quote, effectively open
Spider-Man
to all.
is
How
a
he
menace.
wrong?
Thank you for that question. You know,
Thank you for that question.
if you elect me president,
I'm
you're not
holding
electing me to
Castro.
follow. You're
Former
electing me to lead.
HUD.
What the fuck was that?
So, Frogger anybody?
How about a round of Frogger, Paul?
How about a rousing game of
Oh
Frogger?
my God, dude, this is so tragic that they're wasting this time because there's like actually interesting dynamics on the stage tonight, but they're getting buried under all these fucking 1%er losers that, as Trump coined and will forever be the way I think about it now, need to fall off the end of the stage.
They do. Like I said, it's just from the last debate where it was just like in the last election cycle, nobody to just fill with shit, dude. It's filled with a bunch of people who have no fucking credible chance, who are just taking up valuable time.
What is this?
Listen to 9 Inch Nails or something.
Is this just like a lament for our fucking democracy?
Yes. It's a lament that I have to listen to,
Oh,
guys.
can I respond again?
I feel like-
CNN, give me another 5 or 10
I just
minutes.
felt like this deserves a sad soundtrack.
No, it
because-
really does. Look at this. Look at these two losers.
I know. That's why I'm playing this
What are they
shit.
scrabbling for? The crumbs that fell off the table already? Like, why would you give them airtime to do this? Senator Michael Bennett is never going to be the president of the United States. Everybody at CNN knows it. Julian Castro will never be the president of the United States.
will be.
Everybody at CNN knows it. Why are these two losers arguing
You
with
know
one
what, Paul?
another?
Julian Castro president, Michael Bennett's gonna be his running mate,
Oh,
dude.
for what?
They're just so interesting. What are you talking about?
0.1%?
You know what, Paul? Stranger things have Maybe happened. if we join forces, we could get a full percentage point.
You know what?
Together, we could be slightly less stoppable.
All right.
Oh my God, the Eliminator.
Well, again, with all due
Again,
respect,
again,
you know, after
again.
the last debate, for example, I went to a place in Florida called Homestead. And there is a private detention facility being paid for by your taxpayer dollars. a private detention facility that currently houses 2,700 children. And by the way, there were members of us, Julian was there, members of Congress. They would not let us enter the place, members of the United States Congress. So I walked down the road, I climbed a ladder, and I looked over the fence. And I'm going to tell you what I saw. I saw children lined up single file based on gender, being walked into barracks. The policies of
Why don't you
this
just say it was gas
administration have
chambers?
been facilitated by
You
laws
know?
on the books
Just go all the
that
way
allow
with
them
it.
to be incarcerated as though they've committed crimes.
Move along. Move along. I'm sorry you
should
cannot
be not
access
treated like
the wonderful
criminals.
vacation camp.
Well,
I saw blonde-haired, blue-eyed Germans marching those children to the showers to spray them with Zyklon B. That's what I saw with my very eyes, I swear.
She went
All
down
from
the
all from
road
the ladder,
and
dude.
climbed the ladder?
All from the ladder, dude. That's crazy.
So, like, what kind of federal detention facility has a ladder propped up down the road for people to climb in, peek over the fucking fence? What is she talking about?
I'll believe it if I see a fucking picture of it or something.
Yeah,
but
seriously.
I don't see shit, dude.
Why didn't she put a camera around her neck as she climbed the ladder and snap some pictures of this?
Can you Google Kamala Harris on a ladder, dude? Like, is that true? I mean, like,
did she just fucking make up a total story that she went down the road at a federal penitentiary and laid a ladder up against it and climbed it and looked over?
Or did she do it?
Or did she do it?
I don't see anything anywhere about Kamala Harris on a ladder.
Why wouldn't she have somebody take a picture of her doing that? Think of the campaign potential.
That's why she fled.
It's a bullshit story.
And they're not criminals.
Father, I cannot tell a lie. Stinks. I cannot tell a lie. I chopped down the cherry tree.
Trump enforced the law in the way he
Who
has
is this?
enforced it because he's using
This
it
is
as a
your angry
crutch
mom,
to
dude.
lock
Oh,
up
yeah.
women and children, to
Peaches, were you
separate
out
This is the
smoking
last
weed?
time, Trevor, that I'm going to have this talk with you about your room being filthy, dirty, messy, disgusting. It's pigsty in there, Trevor.
And we should make sure that we treat
You can't have your friends over this weekend for your birthday party.
Vice President
You're
Biden.
grounded.
Trevor, I found your collection of furry hentai on your laptop.
Damn it, Mom, don't look at my things.
Quit yiffing, young man.
Oh, yes, if I want to. You don't understand me.
Absolutely not, number one. Number two, everything landed on the president's desperate locust. I found that the Secretary, we sat together.
Should I be like
in many
consulting
meetings.
the
I
Bible
never
for
heard
a
him
reference
talk
or
about
something?
any of
What the
this
fuck was
when he
that?
the Secretary.
Is that a saying?
Sounds like a saying from the 20s.
Fuck
Please
yes!
Damn, we got some protesters in the house tonight. Yeah.
Please continue, Mr. Vice President.
The fact is, I don't know if you can hear, I can hear, but anyway.
We can hear fine, Mr. Vice President. Please continue if you
The
will.
fact is, what the senator from New York talked about.
What was that?
Is seeking asylum.
It sounded like
I think I heard deportation.
I heard deportation.
Okay. We'll have to check Twitter in a few minutes. This is cool. This is like a robust American fucking political rally right here, dude.
The only thing that can make it better is if someone threw a fucking tomato on these cocksuckers.
Yeah, slap Julian Castro's dumb, fucking credulous-looking ass right in the face. A big old rotten one too.
Big old rotten tomato
spots
splat
on it.
across.
Fuck this. The audience just all at once just takes fucking rotten fruits and thrown it at the fucking stage.
Here's my question, though. It sounded like to me that there were multiple protesters there.
Yeah.
But they all started, like, it sounded like two of them started at once.
The fact of the matter
Like, why don't they
is,
spread
you
it out
should
over the whole
be
night?
able
Like,
to.
every
If you
answer,
cross the border illegally,
somebody's yelling.
You should be
You know
able
what I
to
mean?
be sent back. It's a crime.
I don't
It's
get
a
why they all
crime.
go out at
It is
once.
not
Dude, their
one
strategy's
that, in
not.
fact,
They're just not that good at it, dude.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. Secretary Castro, please, your response.
First of all,
I would
Mr.
love
Vice
that.
President,
I would
it
love
looks
if
like
every
one of us
answer
has
had another
learned the
person
lessons of
standing
the
up with
past,
another cause.
And one of us hasn't.
Like,
let me begin.
Free Julian Assange.
you know what I mean? Or whatever it is.
Oh, shit.
I didn't care what the cause is.
You haven't learned lessons from the past.
Meg! Fix the broken legal immigration system.
They're turning the
because we do have
frogs
a problem with
gay.
that.
They're turning the frogs
Secondly,
gay.
I don't care
the
what it
only way
is.
that
So
we're
they
gonna
were
guarantee
chanting
that
3
these
million
kinds of family separations
deportations.
don't happen.
I think that was
is
probably how many there were under
that
the
we need to
Obama
repeal this
administration.
I think there
law.
was,
There's still
yeah.
going to be consequences if somebody crosses the border.
That-
It's
that
a
one was
civil
definitely
action.
aimed directly
Also,
at Uncle
we have
Joe then.
654 miles of
I
fencing.
believe that's what.
We have
Let me see.
Thousands of personnel
How
at the
many
border. We have
deportations
planes. We have boats. We have helicopters. We have
under-
security cameras.
Secretary Castro,
What we
thank you.
need are politicians
Your time
that
is
actually
up.
have some guts on this issue.
Thank you, Secretary. Mr. Vice President, please, your response.
Yep, 3 million. So they're basically criticizing his record
Here's the deal.
versus his
The fact of the
rhetoric.
matter is that, in fact, when people cross
3
the
million
border
deportations, come
illegally,
on.
it is illegal to do it.
I feel
unless
like you're
they're
just
seeking
highlighting
asylum.
something that's
People
going to
should
make
have to get
conservatives
in
like it
line.
more, though.
That's the problem. And the only reason this
So?
particular
not
part of the
gonna
law
vote
is
for
being
him
abused
over
is because
Trump,
of
so who
Donald
cares?
That's true.
Trump. We should defeat Donald Trump.
Conservatives
and
liking him
this
more is a
practice.
bad thing.
Well, more moderates might like him.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I guess so, yeah.
Oh.
Our hearts
And more
break
independence.
when we see those children at these detention facilities who've been separated from their parents, when we see human beings crowded into cages in abhorrent, inhumane conditions. This is about leadership. And understanding that we can and should have both secure borders as well as humane immigration policy. We will have to stop separating children from their parents. Make it so that it's easier for people to seek asylum in this country. Make sure that we are securing our borders and making it so that people are able to use our legal immigration system by reforming those laws.
Yeah, but I like the boner.
I think anybody, that's basically like all she's got going for in this debate is
shiny tits.
Shiny enough tits to distract morons in our chat.
I'll take it.
I think that's a pretty good deal for the United States. That's the
Let me tell you
immigration
something,
system.
boy.
Let's see if Yang does
We
anything.
can't always be focusing on some of the distressed stories. And if you go to a factory here in Michigan, you will not find wall-to-wall immigrants. You will find wall-to-wall robots and machines. Immigrants are being scapegoated for issues they have nothing to do with in our economy.
Thank you, Mr. Yang.
Nice pivot.
Yeah, bring up your tech issue.
Nice fucking pivot.
Oh,
Okay, Yang.
got a fucking pop from the crowd.
Eliminate immigration detention.
He's been getting a lot of
Does that
pops
mean
from the
that
crowd
roughly
tonight.
55,000 migrants
I don't think he's
currently in
actually
detention
spoken
would
without
be
getting a round
released
of
into the United
applause.
States.
Yang is
Well, first
on
of all,
fire tonight.
I just want to say, again, tonight, we are playing into Republican hands who have a very different view, and they're trying to divide
mute
us
him for a
against
second and let's
each other.
talk.
I'm listening
Since
to the
we're about
language of my
halfway through the
colleagues.
debate
No,
or
Mr.
so.
Vice President, we are not going to just
At the
let
halfway
people-
point, am I wrong in my assessment that Andrew Yang has had the strongest performance tonight so far?
Andrew Yang has
Definitely.
been dominant tonight.
In a way that he just didn't even show up in the first debate.
I mean, he actually comes across like a politician. He's been actually getting his platform across.
A very succinct answers. He's not been taking a lot of time, and he's getting to the point.
He's actually on point with. I mean, like, one of the big problems he had with the last debate performance is he didn't get any of the stuff that makes him a unique candidate out there to the
Right.
mass audience.
I mean,
this time he's actually
touched
doing
on
that.
it. I remember him touching on it, but it was buried under a lot of what Cory Booker's doing right now. Just the platitudes and the typical fucking Democratic positions on immigration, just filtered through a bunch of people.
Yeah.
He didn't do that. He broke the cycle on that shit.
Every
and
time-
managed
every
to
time-
pivot it back to his automation crisis.
Every time he's spoken tonight, he's made himself sound different than everyone else on the stage, who all sound the fucking same.
I gotta say, at the halfway point, I'm impressed with Yang and pretty much nobody else on the stage tonight.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
There's Biden's weak response.
Who cares?
Let's hear it, TJ.
All right.
He's the front runner.
This president is ruining it. It has nothing to do with that section of the law. That's what he's doing, number one. Number two, we should, in fact, and we have proposed and we tried to get passed in our administration, and I propose, significantly increasing the number of legal immigrants that are able to come. This country can tolerate a heck of a lot more people. And the reason we're the country we are is we've been able to cherry pick from the best of every culture. Immigrants built this country. That's why we're so special. It took courage. It took resilience. It took absolute confidence for them to come. And we should be encouraging people. And by the way, anybody who crosses a stage with a PhD should get a green card for 7 years. We should keep them here.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Vice President. Governor
All right,
Inslee,
going to
what's
do a
your
new
response?
poll. Who's winning?
I think we're missing two central statements.
See how if
we
the
need
people
to
agree with
make.
us.
Number
It's
one,
good timing
we can
on
no
that
longer allow
midway
a
point.
white nationalist to be in
I'm
the White
going to go
House.
ahead
Number
and
one.
just mute the fuck out of this.
Dude, going for the
This was a good strategy, like muting
the cheap
during
pop.
the losers.
We have a white nationalist in the White House. Yeah! Come on, dude. You're going to win an election.
I'm going to make it the same people I made it last time. Let's see how the results have changed as the night has progressed.
Obviously, Jay Inslee's had a stellar performance, TJ. So
Oh, God, he is standout
Yeah, he's
tonight.
standing out.
I mean, I'm just so excited
His
about his
passion.
candidacy.
I have never seen. I mean, Jay Inslee
Look,
tonight,
he
gentlemen.
started off at
on fire.
0.4 or something.
I have no doubt after tonight's performance, he will be
0.5.
the next president of the United States.
He's going to be 0.5 tomorrow, TJ. You watch.
Now listen, can I get another loser's word in here? Excuse me. 1% down here, Bill de Blasio.
Like, why are you giving airtime? Like, I'm just mad at CNN tonight in a way that I wasn't last night, and it's probably because they struck us for no reason.
Yeah.
But really, it's really apparent to me at the halfway point of this one how stupid it is for them to be giving airtime for Bill de Blasio to be arguing with anybody. Much less like like 4 or 5 times they've had 2 like super low people go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Tiny Face was doing it earlier.
So I guess we're back to Biden.
I'm trying to... Motherfucker, what the fuck is wrong with this damn piece of shit?
What shit?
This fucking software on here. This polling shit.
Oh. Well,
It
Vimeo.
sucks.
You know what I mean? What are you going to do?
Can't figure it out on TJ.
All right.
Vimo.
Yang, Tulsi, Biden, Harris. Okay, so create poll.
Tulsi's still hot. She wins.
Who's gonna win? Okay. Right.
No.
That's the previous poll. I want the new fucking poll. What the fuck?
What about Tulsi, TJ? Tulsi's want to talk to you.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I see.
TJ.
All right. So finally, the goddamn poll is happening.
Tulsi's talking.
Who's
TJ.
winning? Now you can finally fucking vote.
Oh, TJ.
Oh, Tulsi's yammering.
Thank you.
Good.
Oh,
Let's
The
hear her.
millions
bullshit.
of undocumented immigrants in this country
Yeah,
who
you're
have
right.
been suffering as they've been living in the
Yes.
shadows. And instead of putting a Band-Aid
political.
on this problem,
Mm-hmm.
fix our legal immigration
Shiny.
system to provide them with that pathway to legal residency
Yep.
or citizenship so that they're no longer treated as
What
second-class
does someone from
citizens
Hawaii
in this
really know
country.
about the United States?
We've got to look at the challenge that people all
Nothing.
across this country are facing.
Not even
under
near us, dude.
crushing
Thousands of
student
miles away.
Vote in the
debt.
poll. Who's
This is
winning?
something that
Yang,
is
Tulsi,
impacting my
Biden, Harris. If you
generation
think anyone else
in a
is,
huge
you're a
way,
fucking
and I
psycho.
believe that it is our generation
Blasio.
that has the bold,
The
creative
Blasio
solutions to be able to solve it.
Michael
This
Bennett.
is about
I honestly
solving
think-
it
Sorry, that's
for our
Michael
future.
Bennett.
We've
Sorry.
got to
I honestly
Wrong
think
guy.
you're fucking insane if you
Thank
think
you,
Tulsi's
Congresswoman.
winning at
Mayor
this
de
point.
Blasio
She's
was
not
winning.
shining.
Yes, she is.
The only thing shining is her tits.
Yeah, she's
But I don't
shining,
hear
but
an
her
answer
makeup
from the
job
Vice
notwithstanding.
President. I'm confused. I asked the Vice President point blank, did he use his power to stop those deportations? He went right around the
That I
question.
know
Mr.
the
Vice President, you want to be
power
President of the United States,
deportation.
you need to be able to answer the tough
3
questions.
million
I
deportation.
guarantee
3
you, if
million
you're debating Donald
deportation.
Trump, he's not going to let you off the hook.
Pilf.
So did you say those
Poll isn't available
deportations
for us.
were a
Yes,
good
it is.
idea?
People are already voting
or
in
did
it.
you go to the President and say,
It's
this
only
is
on
a
the desktop
mistake, we
version, I
shouldn't do
believe.
it"?
So
Which
if you're
one?
watching mobile,
I was Vice
you're
President.
fucked.
I am not the President. I keep my recommendation in private. Unlike you, I expect you would go ahead and say whatever was said privately with him. That's not what I do. What I do say
Wow,
to
what
you
a
is
scathing
he moved
remark
to
from
fundamentally
Biden.
change the
Unlike
system.
you,
That's
you
what he
probably
did. That's
say
what he
whatever
did.
you're
What
that
tattletale.
You're,
be
yeah.
done.
Unlike
Stop
me.
tattling.
But you know, I don't kiss the
I
towel.
didn't tattle. I didn't do it.
I don't feel the need to air President
Oh, no,
Obama's
Cory
dirty laundry.
Booker.
President Obama more than anybody
Look,
in this campaign.
I'm Cory
You can't do
Booker,
it when it's
and
convenient,
I'm not gonna
and
win.
then dodge it when it's
Why
not.
the fuck am I
And
here?
The second thing, and this really irks me because I
I
heard the
don't
Vice President say that. If
belong
you got a
here.
PhD, you can come right into
Everybody's
this
trying to
country.
take a chunk
Well,
out of
that's
Joe.
playing into what the Republicans want, to pit
They
some
s- they smell
immigrants
the blood in the
against
water here at
other
the halfway
Blood
point.
in the water.
Some are from shithole countries.
Shithole. Ooh, drop the shithole.
We heard
We need to reform
shithole
this whole
on
immigration system and
CNN.
begin to be the country that says
I like that someone said
everyone has
shithole.
worth and
Cory
dignity,
Booker, you
and this
get
should be a
1/4
country that honors
of 1
everyone.
point
Don't
for
let the
saying
Republicans
shit
divide
on
this party
CNN.
against itself.
Senator, thank you. Mr. Vice President,
The
your
fact
response.
is, that's what I said about this country.
Shut
We
up.
are
Anyway,
a
Yang
country
is
that-
at
all of us.
88%
All
on
of
our poll.
us. Some here
Tulsi's at
came
11%,
against their
and Biden and
will.
Harris
Others
do not
came
have any
because
votes.
they, in fact, thought they could fundamentally change their
Okay.
lives.
Just
And
in
they
case
did.
anybody's
The statute of
curious.
Ascendus. That's
Cool.
what we're talking
Who's
about.
winning?
That's what made
Yang.
us great.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
fact
What
of
does
the
he
matter
have?
is, I think the president of the United
88%.
States, Barack Obama,
Wow.
went out of his
32
way
votes.
to try to change
Not everyone
the
can
system,
vote. We
and
actually
got
have quite a
pushed
good
back
number of people watching us.
significantly.
Last night, when we
Senator
were
Gillibrand,
streaming on
what's your
YouTube, we
response?
had like 2,500 or so, 2,700 before
Yeah.
they kicked us off. Shittily enough. I think
Again,
right now we got
President
on
Trump,
Vimeo.
under his administration, 7
see.
children died in
Fuck.
his custody. Under his administration, families have been torn apart. This party is talking about real
Two
ideas
votes.
for the
Try
future.
to change
Not everyone
the
can
system.
vote.
About
We actually have quite a
what we do
good
to
number.
America.
What are
But
you
we
doing?
must not forget about our
What are you
values.
doing, TJ?
We
trying to
used
see how many people we
believe
got
in this
watching.
country You should
Oh, okay.
treat others the way you want to be
684
treated.
watching
We used
according to
to
this. That's
believe in
cool.
this country
Nito
we should care
Petito.
about
Not many of
the
them
least
voting in
among
our
us.
poll, though.
Let's remind
not?
the American
I don't know.
people
I think
who
it's
we
because they have to have an
why
account
we're
and you have to be on
Democrats and why
desktop.
we're president.
Senator
There's a lot of
Gillibrand, thank you
limitations.
very
I don't
much.
vote in
The debate will
polls.
be right back
To
right
who
after after this short break.
We'll be right back.
Oy vey. This debate is a shit show. But Andrew Yang is the big story for me tonight.
It's
and
a
I did not
shit
expect to be
show.
saying that when I came here. I honestly thought Kamala was going to come out and just start running roughshod over everybody tonight again. But she kind of came out weak, and she's picked up steam, but it's a little too late, I think. I think that weak opening kind of hurt her momentum.
He had like 2,500 or so, 2,700 before they kicked us off. Shittily enough.
What are you doing?
I think right now we got. I don't know what the
Trump.
fuck is going on. Shut up. God damn.
Jesus, TJ.
I don't know.
You're a technical nightmare today.
It's Vimeo. It's like it was that video. That window was open forever, and then it just like starts playing.
It auto started.
Yeah, it's fucking
okay.
whatever. I don't know.
Whatever you say.
Yang is easily the best one in the debate so far, which is the polar opposite of last time he debated on this.
Oh, TJ's making a hot take tweet. Is that what's going on, TJ?
Yeah. It's just too much of a fucking a direct opinion, Paul. How do I put some hot sauce on this tweet of saying Yang is the best? Let me use your creative mind for a tweet.
Yeah, how about this? Yang in the first debate, limp. Yang in the second debate, legendary.
I was going to say pimp.
Oh,
It
pimp.
rhymes.
Yeah, limp and pimp, too. Yeah, that's good. I went with the alliteration, and you went with the rhyme, which I like better. So there we go. Our two creative minds made a dope-ass fucking tweet, dude. I bet you get like 1,000 retweets on that motherfucker.
We'll see. Yang in the first debate equals limp. Yang in this debate equals pimp.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, see?
I should have hashtagged it Yang Gang.
Oh, take it down.
Delete it.
Yeah,
It's so fucking early. Just take it down, put it back up with the hashtag Yang Gang.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be it, dude. That's going to get it up.
Yeah, dude. TJ, go
Oh,
put,
TJ. TJ, this is the one, I
are you
believe
putting
it.
it on your thing, or where are you putting it?
I'm putting it on my Twitter, dude.
Yeah, he's tweeting it on his Twitter.
Fuck, what
I'm
was it
preparing
again?
to retweet immediately.
Oh, yeah, me too. I'm
should've-
firing up the retweet engines. We're going to get some momentum on this motherfucker, dude. This is way more fun than watching this debate, trying to game Twitter. Let's see if we can do it.
Let's game
Yang
Twitter,
in the
guys.
last. I should have just copy pasted, but I
You
was trying to
should've.
get- I was trying to get it deleted as quick as possible.
Yeah, I get you. I feel you, dog.
Yang in the last debate, limp. Yang in this debate
Pimp.
equals
And make sure you
pimp.
put Yang Gang and hashtag it like debates or whatever the trending debate tag is.
Yeah.
Put that in there too.
Yang, fucking, it's already trending anyway. Yang Gang, debate. What's it? Dem debate? Democratic debate?
I mean, if you start typing it in, usually it'll autofill whatever a trending tag is.
Yeah, I see it. Dem debate.
Yeah.
Is this which one's?
That's usually what it is so Dem debate is probably good.
Dem
to use.
debates, TJ.
All right, I'm doing it.
Boom. That's a fucking hit it. Launch that motherfucker.
Yeah, I did.
Awesome.
Yeah, okay, I see it.
There it is, dude.
I see that shit.
It's a beautiful one.
It is, I say, without hubris, this is my finest tweet.
It may be my finest tweet. When I die, this is the tweet I want to be remembered for. This is the tweet the people will remember.
Oh shit! It is immediately popular. TJ, look at this shit. I was the 16th retweet, and I.
Oh shit! It's back.
Who cares? Let's watch this tweet. Put the tweet up and let's watch the stats.
I want to turn now to criminal
Give it a
justice.
second.
The tweet is growing, TJ.
Vice President,
The power of
Senator
the tweet.
Booker
Yeah, we can check in
called
on
your
it. We don't.
new
Maybe we don't
criminal
watch the
justice reform
stats.
plan,
I'll
quote,
stay.
Maybe during the
an
losers we'll.
inadequate solution
I'll take a look.
to what is a raging crisis in our country. Unquote.
I'll make
Why
announcements
is Senator Booker wrong?
as to what's going on
Well,
with
I think
the
he's
tweets.
wrong.
33.
I think we should work together. He has a similar
33
plan.
35
We should change
retweets
the
now.
way we
Oh
look
my
at
God, dude!
prisons.
It's happening,
Right
TJ.
now,
It's
we're in a
viral.
situation where when someone is convicted of a drug crime,
It's not
they end
viral.
up going to jail.
It's viral, Paul.
It's
Viral, TJ.
10 people saw it. It's viral.
In the prison, they should be learning
We're
to
gone
be
viral,
better,
ladies and gentlemen.
Not just sit in there and learn how to be better criminals. And
10
when they get
people,
out of
TJ. Dude,
prison, they
don't
should
you
be in
mean
a situation
46,
where they have
TJ?
access to everything they
48,
would have had
Paul.
before.
Oh my
it's
God.
jumping, Paul.
For education, including making sure that they're
No
able to
poll
have
on
housing,
desktop. I think
public
I
housing,
shut down
including
that poll.
They
It was-
have
Yang was
all the
winning. It was
opportunities that are
dominant.
available to them because we want them to become
That poll's
better
done.
citizens. That's the essence of what
57
my
now,
plan
TJ.
in detail
60.
lays out.
Oh,
I'm
no,
happy to discuss
58,
it more in
61.
detail.
62.
It's got legs.
63.
It's got legs, Scotty.
I looked at it
7,544.
anyway. That's
Oh.
what I think my plan.
growing
I
as
know
much
what my
now,
plan
TJ.
is. I think
8.6
it's not
billion.
dissimilar
Oh, it's starting to run out of
what
steam.
The senator said we should be working together on getting things done.
Okay,
Senator Booker, your
65.
response?
Well, my response is that this is a
My
crisis in our
response is-
country because
My response is TJ's tweet was totally dope. I hope everybody retweets it.
Mental health and addiction with locking people up.
I give him an
and not
Obama
lifting
voice.
them up.
He is kind of trying to
Mr.
be.
Vice President has
I feel like
said
that's
that
Cory Booker's
since the
angle, kind of,
1970s,
and not just because he's a black dude.
major
Yeah.
crime bill. Every crime
I think he
bill,
even
major
copies
and
Obama's
minor,
speech pattern.
has had his name on it. And sir, those are your words, not mine. And this is one of those instances where the House was set on fire, and you claimed responsibility for those laws. And you can't just now come out with a plan to put out that fire.
What is this fucker? He's in our chat spamming upload Mario before my patronage runs
criminal
out.
justice reform.
What the fuck is
Like
Mario?
having true
Oh, the Super
marijuana
Mario Brothers
justice,
thing.
Which means
Oh,
that you
shit.
legalize it on a
I knew I was
federal
forgetting
level
something.
and reinvest the
I gotta
profits
fucking cut
in
that shit
communities
together.
that have been
Oh,
disproportionately
shit, dude.
targeted by
Vice President
marijuana.
Obama.
Wait a minute. I did that.
To respond.
Didn't I upload that shit?
I don't think you did.
No, I didn't. You didn't.
Fuck. You didn't release it if you
That
did.
the senator's
God
talking
damn it,
about
dude.
You didn't do
are
it.
bills that were passed years
Good
ago.
job,
and they're
TJ.
passed
Son of a
overwhelmingly.
bitch, man.
Well, I guess the person saying that is
2007,
probably shit out of
for
luck.
example, tried to get the crack powder
Sorry, guy.
cocaine totally disparity totally eliminated.
Vimeo is being
In
a bitch.
2007,
I
you
think there's
became
actually like
mayor.
I don't think it can handle
You
this
had a
many
police
people
department
watching a
that was-
stream.
You went out and you hired Rudy Giuliani.
No one streams on fucking
engaged in
Vimeo.
stop and frisk.
This is
had
what YouTube has forced us
75% of
into.
those stops reviewed as illegal. You found yourself in a situation where 3 times as many African American kids were caught in that chain. The Justice Department came after you for saying you were engaging in behavior that was inappropriate,
Oh,
and
shit.
then in fact and nothing happened the entire time you were mayor.
Thank you, Senator Booker. You want to respond?
Well, first of all, I'm grateful that he endorsed my presidency already, but I'll tell you this, it's no secret that I inherited a police department with massive problems and decades-long challenges. But the head of the ACLU has already said, the head of the New Jersey ACLU, that I put forth national standard-setting accountability. Mr. Vice President, I didn't interrupt you. Please show me that respect. We have a system right now that's broken, and if you want to compare records, and frankly, I'm
Old
shocked that you
Joe's
do,
getting taken back to
I
the
am
woodshed
happy
again
to
by
do that,
everybody.
because all of the problems that
So
he is
this
talking about that he
ferocious
created,
new
I
Joe
actually
Biden
led the
guys.
bill that got
Yeah, look at him. He looks like a lion
God
ready
damn.
to fucking come
Fuck.
out of the cage.
I thought that was the Tasmanian fucking devil, dude.
I think it's hard to restrain Joe Biden right now. I think they really need to next debate. Maybe have a cattle prod on hand. You know, to zap him into life or
It's a
something.
bill that in our administration we passed. We
My-
passed that
our
bill that you had in
administration.
Hunter. That's the bill, in fact, you
Oh
passed.
my
And
God,
the fact
Joe
of the matter
Biden!
is,
How is this the
secondly,
front runner,
there
dude?
was
This
nothing
poll must be
done
rigged.
For the
How do you look
entire
at this?
8 years he was mayor.
Boring
There was
performance and
nothing
just go, you
done
know
to
what,
deal with the
president?
police
Yep,
department
got my
that was
vote.
corrupt. Why did
This
you
is
announce
my
in the first day a
president.
zero tolerance policy of stop and frisk and hire Rudy Giuliani's guy
Stop and frisk.
in
You do that to every woman who poses for a picture with you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mr. Vice President, there's a saying in my community: you're dipping into the Kool-Aid and you don't even know the flavor. You need to.
Oh shit!
The reforms that we put in place. The New Jersey has said that I
Dipping in the Kool-Aid and don't even know the flavor, my friend.
I think you should slap him in the face and be like, "Great bitch!
There are people
Let me give you the
right
flavor.
in
Blueberry.
prison for life for
Hey, here, if you didn't
drug
like that,
offenses.
I'll give you one on the
Because
other
you
side. Here's some
can't
raspberry,
use that
motherfucker.
on crime. Phony rhetoric
Knock
that
his
got a lot
fucking
of people
dentures
elected,
out.
But destroyed communities like mine.
Joe
This
said he
isn't
was
about
gonna
the
come out
past,
fighting.
sir.
Look at his
This
posture.
is about the present right now. I believe in
God, Joe
redemption.
Biden is so
I'm happy to
bad.
evolve.
There's
I wanna
nothing
bring in
there.
no
excuse me.
redemption to the people in
Might
prison
I
right now.
interrupt, Mr.
Secretary
Booker?
Castro, your response,
Mr. Booker, I mean President Booker, I mean
agree with Senator Booker
Senator Booker.
that, I agree with Senator Booker that a lot of what Vice President
Biden sucks.
Biden
sucks.
was a mistake, and he has flip-flopped on these things, and that's fair. But let me say, when we talk about criminal justice reform, there are a lot of things that we can talk about: sentencing reform.
Such a lie.
Mute this. I don't want to listen to fucking Julian Castro. Please, please, please.
I'm proud that I'm the only candidate that has put
Give it a mute for a second. I gotta get. All right.
I'm the only candidate that's made policy go want to blow his brains out.
Why are they not giving Andrew Yang more fucking time? CNN should have had a fucking gear shift here and during that commercial break, called down to these people and been like, "Hey, Andrew Yang, throw in more."
CNN is shitting its pants at Andrew Yang's fucking performances. Why? They're like, "Oh fuck, Yang Gang representing tonight, so we gotta fucking shut this shit down. Gotta get more De Blasio.
Me.
Gotta get more
Me.
fucking
I'm gonna talk now.
Jay Inslee.
Oh
Gotta get
my
more.
God, what is he gonna say?
Julian Castro. Gotta get more.
Biden sucks too.
Gillibrand.
Well,
it just feels like more of the same. They're all just going after Biden. And Biden is just fucking being pummeled like the small, fucking weak child that he is.
I mean, he I felt like he came out the gate a little stronger than he did in the first debate, like with his opening statement, even though it was dog shit. I thought his energy felt better and more aggressive. But, like, as it has worn on, he has gotten more meek and, like, I know I'm exaggerating a little, but his posture is just so, like...
Paul, maybe can I talk, Paul?
Paul,
oh, are you still talking, Paul? Sorry, Paul. Sorry, Paul. Can you go ahead, Paul? Please, Paul.
Whatever, dude. He's just doing the same shit he did last time. He doesn't have this anymore. He ain't got the fight in him anymore.
Yes, Paul. That's right.
Like,
I mean,
at least
you're wrong.
Bernie showed up last night. He didn't give a scintillating performance, but it was a pretty fucking strong performance.
Bernie fucking came out swinging at least. Biden is just, I don't even know. It's like he said, I'm not going to be polite this time, but it's about the same.
I want the damn bill!
Yeah, there's no fire from Biden. He's just kind of standing on the stage.
Yeah,
He's just
I'm not hearing a
he's not
I wrote the damn bill moment
he's not
from Joe Biden.
Physical
here.
presence. He's not he's not wowing people. Every time he's spoken, he's not gotten any pops out of the crowd. Yeah! He kind of got like, we're all immigrants. That's good, Biden. That's all he's gotten so far. Oh no, the garbage team.
Once again, when I see this, when I see two fucking nobodies that shouldn't even be there, I just have to play some sad fucking music.
It's good though. I'm glad you had this instinct. It fits. It is. It's like America dying.
This is the dirge for America when we waste time listening to these morons. This is not a real candidate for president.
He is the mayor of
Get
20
him
million
the fuck
people.
out of here.
He is the mayor of 20 million people. How can you say that?
Ugh.
He has leadership experience, TJ.
That's great.
He's going to take on Wall Street. He's going to take on the fucking giant healthcare companies. He's going to take on the fossil fuel industry. He's going to do so many things for this country.
Wow.
I'm so excited. Yay!
Yay!
Inslee, Blasio, whoever's name is.
Look at him. Look at this look on his face. He looks like he's about to weep.
Stop picking on me.
Just keep the music playing and look how sad he is.
Let's hear Biden's weak response, TJ. I want to hear Biden's
his
floundering response.
His limp dick response.
Body cameras. We made sure that there were a lot of things that were changed in the process, but 38,000 people in the federal system were released under the system. And so the fact is that there's a lot we've done, but here's the deal. The fact is that we're talking about things that occurred
sorry, I'm allergic to your bullshit.
ago. And now all of a sudden, you know, I find it fascinating. Everybody's talking about how terrible I am on these issues. Barack Obama knew exactly who I was. He had
Obama.
10.
Yep, here we go.
Yes,
Obama. When you're backed into a corner, you don't know what to do. Just say Obama.
He'll see you right through.
I speak for
if a problem comes along, say Obama. If it's all going wrong, just say Obama.
Tweet that.
Yang's talking.
Oh shit. We have to focus on beating Donald Trump in 2020. I want to share a story that a prison guard, a corrections officer in New Hampshire said to me. He said, we should pay people to stay out of jail because we spend so much when they're behind bars. Right now, we think we're saving money. We just end up spending the money in much more dark and punitive ways. We should put money directly into people's hands, certainly when they come out of prison, but before they go to prison.
Thank you, Mr. Yang. I want to bring in Senator Gillibrand.
Wow.
That idea is too good. Let's move on.
Respond to Secretary
Let's give Yang 3 seconds.
Of why the police
Where's my
officer
apology,
who
Jake?
killed Eric Gardner is
I still want that
on the
apology from you, you
Was
dumb
that
fuck.
response adequate?
Who do you want an apology from?
Jake
He should be
Tapper.
fired.
Oh,
I like how Jake Tapper now wears glasses and trying to look even more like
for maligning us on his multi-million viewer fucking CNN show as an obscure right-wing podcast.
Yeah.
And then when I called him on it on Twitter, not just ignoring me like I expected him to do, but having the hubris to respond with the stupidest fucking shit that's ever been said, which is, well, I wasn't there that day. And I responded to him with, was your fucking name on the marquee still? You're not responsible for what goes on the Jake Tapper show now, motherfucker. He didn't respond to that one, but he should have. Where's my fucking apology, Jake? I want it.
All right, let's see if Kamala can possibly dig herself out of this.
Busing in the 1970s, having benefited from busing,
when you were a young child. Vice President Biden says that your current position on busing, you're opposed to federally mandated busing, that position is the same as his position. Is he right?
That is simply false. And let's be very clear about this. When Vice President Biden was in the United States Senate working with segregationists to oppose busing, which was the vehicle by which we would integrate America's public schools, had I been in the United States Senate at that time, I would have been completely on the other side of the aisle.
Palling around with the KKK.
Had those
I was there throwing water on the burning
I
crosses.
would not be a member of the United States Senate. Cory Booker would not be a member of the United States Senate. And Barack Obama would not have been in a position to nominate him to the title he now holds.
They wouldn't let me into the Klan meeting hall, but I climbed the ladder and looked through the window. You know what I saw? Joe Biden. He was there sucking the Grand Wizard's dick. I watched as they lit up the cross, and then the Klansman that lit the cross ripped his hood off. You know who was under there? Joe Biden.
And one of the things that we've got to be clear about is that this President of the United States, Donald Trump, while he has been in office, has quietly been allowing the United States Department of Justice to shut down consent decrees, to stop pattern and practice
she's still
investigations.
I mean, she's got the energy back, but
the Civil Rights Division, this is
just
important. The Civil Rights Division of the United States.
It's just maybe she was just in too much of a nosedive to pull out.
That was good, though. You did talk through a good moment.
What did she say?
Usurped, and I believe
when Jake Tapper started saying, "Thank you, Kamala," or "Thank you, Mrs. Harris,"
and they overrode,
or "Thank you, Senator," or whatever it was, she said, "This is important," and now she's still talking.
Under my administration, the Civil Rights Division will reign, and there will be independent investigations.
Vice President Biden, I want to give you a chance to respond to what Senator Harris just said.
I mean, there's a little more fire there.
She's got it back. Stella's got her groove back.
California. There were two of the most segregated schools.
Now she looks sassy. See, look at this posture.
In Los
the
Angeles
cock tip.
and in
I'm telling you, she's just better angry.
Yeah.
I didn't
you got to
see
get
a
this bitch
single
pissed. That's when you see the fucking.
She looked
brought a case
sick
against
coming
them
into
to
this.
And secondly, she also is
But now
in a
she looks
situation where
fucking
she had a
pissed, man.
police
Look at her. She's
department when
taking
she
notes
was
and
there
shit. This is
that,
good.
in fact, was abusing people's rights.
She's back,
and the
boys.
fact was that she, in fact, was told by her
Cop
own people
Mala is back,
that
dude.
her own staff that she should do something about and disclose to defense attorneys like me that you, in fact, have been, the police officer did something that did not give you information that would exculpate your client. She didn't do
Exculpate?
that.
You think
She
most of
never
the
did
people
that.
that
So
you
what
want to
happened?
vote for you
The
know what
Long County federal
exculpate
judge
is?
said enough,
Come on, dude.
And he freed 1,000
You even
of
couldn't
these
say
people.
it.
If you doubt me, Google 1,000 prisoners freed.
Yeah, you should say
Thank
to
you,
prove their
Vice
client
President Biden.
innocent or
Senator
some
Harris,
shit
your
like
response.
that. Something like that people
exculpate.
They were not exculpating their clients.
You trying to get to the fucking
As
lawyer
Attorney General
vote or
of
some shit?
California, where I ran the second largest Department of Justice in the United States, second only to the United States Department of Justice, I am proud of the work we did, work that has received national recognition for what has been the important work of reforming a criminal justice system and cleaning up the consequences of the bills that you passed when you were in the United States Senate for decades. It was the work of creating one of
Taking
the
out your
first
trash,
major
Biden. Look at his
initiatives
posture when
around
she
reentering
reams
former
him. He always
offenders and
bows
getting
his
them jobs
head.
and counseling.
Senator.
I
Look at
did
his look
the
on his
work
face.
as Attorney General of putting
Thank
body
you, Senator.
cameras on special
I want
agents
to bring
in
in
the state of
Congresswoman.
California, and I'm proud of that
I
work.
want to bring in Congresswoman Gabbard. Congresswoman Gabbard, you
Why?
took issue with Senator Harris confronting Vice President Biden at the last debate. You called it a, quote, false accusation that Joe Biden is a racist. What's your response?
I want to bring the conversation back to the broken criminal justice system that is disproportionately negatively impacting black and brown people all across this country today. Now, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have
That's a moment.
I like that.
from death row
Tulsi's
until the
got
courts
fangs.
forced her to do so. She kept people
told you
in
her
prison
strategy was come
beyond
here
their
and insult
sentences to
Kamala.
use them
It just
as
took a
cheap
while to get
labor
to
for the
there.
state
Yeah.
of California. And she fought to keep
Thank you,
cash bail
Congresswoman.
system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Senator Harris, your response?
All right, Tulsi, her first
got some
decent
more
response
points.
of the night.
Got some
As
points.
the
Let's see
elected
what Kamala
Attorney
Harris comes
General
back
of
with.
California, I did the work of significantly reforming the criminal justice system of a state of 40 million people, which became a national model for the work that needs to be done. And I am proud of that work. And I am proud of
all this national
making the
model
decisions,
shit.
not just give
National
fancy
model.
speeches or
Citation
be in a
needed.
legislative body and give speeches on the floor, but actually doing the work of being in the position to use the power that I had to reform a system that is badly in need of reform. That is why we created initiatives that were about re-entering former offenders and getting them counseling. It is why, and because
Did she just
I know that
wait a minute? At the beginning of this answer, and correct me if I'm wrong, did she just infer that California's criminal justice system is a model that we all need to start emulating?
Yes.
Can I say, as a Californian, a literal lifelong Californian that was born and raised there and barely left there his whole life, that it's a total fucking joke there? That the prisons are literally overflowing so much that they have dudes triple bunked in gymnasiums?
Actually blocked evidence from being revealed that would have freed them until you were
Dude, the
forced to do so.
California
There's no excuse
prison
for
system
that.
was under
And
a
the people who
federal
suffered
mandate.
under
There was
your
basically
reign
being
as prosecutor,
it was crazy.
you owe them an
They
apology.
were paying they're paying some prison guards. They're like $200,000 a year.
She presided over a joke that put
entire
tons of
career,
people that looked
I
just
have
like
been
her in
opposed
jail for
personally
shit she
opposed to the
did.
death penalty, and that has never changed. And
And notice how she didn't say anything about those weed convictions because it's true.
To face the
I don't think she
people I
substantively
have
addressed
faced
any of
to
those
say,
points.
I will not
Yeah.
seek the death penalty.
She tried to pivot.
That is my background. That is my work.
That is my
I
background.
am proud of it. I think you can
You're a
judge
cop.
people by when they are under
Why don't you
fire,
just
and
say
it's
it?
not about some fancy opinion on a
License and
stage,
registration,
but when they're in
America.
a position to actually make a decision, what do they do? When
America,
I was in the
are your
position
papers in
of
You want a
having to
strict
decide
mistress,
whether or
America?
not to
Vote
seek a death
Kamala.
penalty on cases I prosecuted,
Spank your ass with
I
the
made a very
long
difficult
whip of the
decision
law.
That was not popular to not
You
seek the
speeding?
death penalty.
Oh, yes, I
History
was.
shows that, and I am
Smoking
proud
a
of
little
those
dope
decisions.
after work to calm
Senator
down
Bennett, a question for you.
because you have panic attacks.
Why are you
Come
the
over here and
candidate
get in
to heal
jail,
the racial divide that
motherfucker.
exists in the
Kamala's
country
here.
today, which has been stoked by the president's
Really, we're going back to him,
rhetoric.
Michael Bennett.
First of all, the president's racist rhetoric should be enough grounds for
Marijuana's
everybody in this
legal in Colorado, okay?
So finally, a little bit of life out of Tulsi, though. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know how.
She scored some points against
I mean,
Kamala.
really, was it life though? She took a chunk out of Kamala Harris, but I don't really think her policy shone through in that answer, which is like a point against it.
Not
It's
really.
just a rank attack, but it's
at
definitely
least-
better than
it at
anything
least
else she's
showed-
done.
I mean, she's got some. At least she had some fangs on it.
That was probably the best moment she's had in both the debates, and maybe I don't know. We'll see. Maybe she'll top it tonight, but I don't know if she keeps that momentum.
I hate this fucking fake fired up
Kamala
shit
Harris,
these guys
but-
try. I mean, like, you're not fired up, dude. There's no pad. And let me tell you another thing.
Let me tell you one more
Look
thing.
at my hand gestures. I'm talking. I'm out there. I'm saying things to people.
I'm out there.
And gosh darn it, we're going to do it. We're going to do it for this country, TJ. Are you ready? Michael Bennett, get the fuck off the fucking stage. No one cares. Who do you guys think is the worst in this debate tonight? If you had to pick the worst.
Biden.
Paul, what about you? Also Biden? Or are you going to go with de Blasio, Bennett?
These motherfuckers, I mean, like, they're all awful, but it's obvious they're awful. Biden is awful despite being the front runner and
Really
despite
bad.
He's really
I mean, like-
hasn't stepped up to the plate. We're not seeing any of that fight he was touting and his people were trying to sell us before this debate. I saw a headline. I was telling TJ earlier. I saw a headline today like, Joe Biden is ready for this next debate and he's in a fighting mood. And there was this like, kind of gritty looking picture of him and shit. They were trying to push that shit. Well, where's that?
Nowhere.
Where's Fighting Joe?
Nowhere to be found.
Where's old I'm going to take Trump out behind the fucking woodshed and beat his ass like I used to back in high school with punks? Where's that guy? Where's the guy that like isn't going to stop when somebody says, don't interrupt me? He let Cory Booker just go like, don't interrupt me. Like, fuck you. Don't. Shut up. Where's the fight?
Oh, dude, Trump never would have allowed that. Trump, if
Hell
that was
no.
a debate, he would have been like, quiet.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Shut up.
He would have been like, you've been done anyway. You're already done. Everyone knows what you're going to say. It's boring anyway.
Look at my poll numbers compared to your poll numbers.
Yeah.
I'm winning.
I mean, and I'm not saying that's what everybody should do, but that's
No.
an example of fight in a debate. It's one tactic that Joe could have used
Well,
tonight.
whoever wins this on either one of these nights is going to take on Trump, who's going to do that. So if you don't have an answer for that, he's going to be way more aggressive than anyone on this stage is being, and he's not going to give a shit about the truth at all.
Posture is all wrong, too. He looks meek and apologetic when he's being scolded, just like the fucking first debate. When, like, Kamala was really taking chunks out of him in the first debate, he had this, like, downward posture.
Sorry, Kamala.
Oh, and then this, like, real, like, I know he's going for, like, slightly restrained anger, but it just looks like concern and sorrow for what he's done. You know what I mean? It's all wrong, man. It's all wrong. It's 100% wrong.
Joe, do you want to apologize to Kamal? I'm sorry, Kamal. I won't speak out of turn again.
His
That's
whole fucking
right, you
energy
won't.
is wrong. Oh, shit. Yang.
Shit.
She's like, oh, Mom, I'm so... Oh.
I spent 7 years running a nonprofit that helped create thousands
Yang.
of jobs, including hundreds right here in Detroit, as well as Baltimore, Cleveland, New Orleans. And I saw that the racial
New
disparities are
Orleans.
much, much worse than I'd ever imagined. They're even worse still. A study just came out that projected the average African-American median net worth will be 0 by 2053. So you have to ask yourself, how is that possible? It's possible because we're in the midst of the greatest economic transformation in our history. Artificial intelligence is coming. It's going to displace hundreds of thousands of call center workers, truck drivers, the most common job in 29 states, including this one. And you know who suffers most in a natural disaster? It's people of color, people who have lower levels of capital and education and resources. So what are we going to do about it? We should just go back to the writings of Martin Luther King, who in 1967, his book Chaos or Community, said we need a guaranteed minimum income in the United States of America. That is the most effective way for us to address racial inequality in a genuine way and give every American a chance in the 21st century.
I love how the answer to every question
Yang,
is like, my $1,000 a month plan is the way.
Well, I mean, honestly, though,
it's going to solve all this shit. Fuck you, and here's why.
It's fantastic.
I love it.
It's fantastic debate prep, though.
And I quote here,
The pivot is a huge part of debate prep.
Yes.
Like being able to have something that's foundational about you that sets you, and the more people that are on the stage, the more important this is.
Oh, super important.
And so that's why Yang is winning this, because he has a message that is unlike anything that any of these other stuffed suits are talking up on the stage tonight. And he keeps finding a way, no matter what the diverse question is, whether it's racial divide, economic disparity, war, this, that, or the other thing, he has found a logical and credible way to link it to his big drumbeat message tonight, which is the coming automation
We
crisis.
haven't really seen him get challenged yet, though. So I'm kind of interested to see what would happen if
I wish they'd
that
let
occurs.
him go at it with one of the big dogs.
Yeah, that would be interesting. To see
But-
how he responds if someone actually is challenging him, saying it's unrealistic or something.
For what he's been given tonight, Yang has pound for pound done better everybody on the stage.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know.
He hasn't been given much, to be honest with you.
Uh-uh.
Blah, blah, blah. Joe Biden sucks. Joe Biden really sucks. He's not going to win. I'm going to win.
Biden sucks. He really, really sucks.
And Joe Biden said one time that he hates everybody. And he hates candy, and he hates children, and he hates puppies, and he hates kitty cats, and he hates everything. He doesn't like any of them.
Now listen, if I hated everybody, then why would I serve under the greatest
Shut up,
president?
Joe! Joe, shut up, I'll smack
Barack
you!
Obama. Barack Obama. Barack Obama. Barack Obama.
And, dude, you need to tweet that Devo thing that you if there's something going wrong, say Obama.
I don't think that would work as a tweet because you have to say it exactly like that.
I
You
guess
know?
you're right.
And
Just do hashtag Devo underneath it. Hashtag Devo, hashtag whip it, hashtag Dem debates, hashtag
I think I'll just
Joe
save
Biden.
it for an anti-Joe Biden video or something.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I liked it.
There's these
Hashtag save it for the video.
There's these fucking assholes that are spamming our chat.
Saying what?
Paul got cuck. Paul got cuck by Paul got cuck by Paul got cuck. Just by Brett Keane.
Just ban them from the chat.
Who cares?
Well, the problem is that they're spamming the chat so bad that it's actually slowing down our stream. And I'm trying to disable the chat, but they're spamming so bad that Vimeo won't let me disable the fucking chat because it's just going so fucking slow because there's all this shit.
Vimeo is a not, you know, whatever. It's an maybe there's no chat next stream.
Oh yeah, there's definitely not on Vimeo again because
We'll just do a patrons only chat.
Yeah,
We'll
have
just
to find,
follow
like,
the
some kind of
patrons
fucking
and
shit like that.
Yeah, 'cause fuck this.
Develop an actual chat feature, Vimeo.
Yeah. And go get treated for your autism, people that are spamming, please.
Paul
Seek help.
Cuck, Paul Cuck, Paul Cuck, Paul Cuck, Paul
Brett
Cuck.
Keane Cuck. Brett Keane Cuck.
TJ Cuck.
TJ
Scotty
Cuck.
Cuck. All
Scotty
Cuck.
Cuck.
Cuck, Cuck, Cuck. You are all Cucks. Cuck.
Cuck, 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 cuck.
Cuck.
I'm a cuck, you're a cuck, we're all cucks. Cuckity cuck.
I'm talking again, Paul.
Suckity suck and fuckity fuck.
JMC.
Everybody's a
Now
goddamn
listen,
cook.
I'm a cuck. You're a cuck. We're all cucks. Listen, when I came from Washington, I passed weed. I made weed in Washington a thing, and I I did the thing with the governor. I did a thing. I made a weed. And what? Don't you want me? I'm the guy that made a weed in Washington. Can I get in?
No. Go make more weed in Washington. It still needs more. There's not enough.
Dude, he needs to fucking take some of your advice, dude. Take some Washington-grown weed, smoke it before the fucking debate, and relax. Just like,
yeah.
He just looks like a super tense, super ultra serious, no one gives a shit about candidate. Like, I don't understand his approach at all.
God damn it, Vimeo. Let me fucking disable this fucking chat.
Cuck. TJ cuck. Haha, TJ cannot stop me, cuck. You are cuck. Powerless cuck. Haha,
Please,
cuck.
they lagging it. I know. I'm trying to fucking shut them down.
We win, cuck. We win, cuck. You lose,
Shut
cuck.
them down, TJ.
Lose, cuck.
Remove their heads. Show them that it is they that are the cucks. Cuck them, TJ, with the power of the moderator.
All right, let's see. Maybe if I can go here and try something.
Yeah, ban them, TJ.
Just ban him, dude.
Maybe I have power here? No.
God damn it, TJ.
What?
You don't fucking learn anything.
I know, dude. Fucking Scotty needs to fucking step
It's
in.
not, I mean, like,
I'll show you.
what?
Where's the fucking thing at?
What thing?
Where's the chat at, TJ?
It's right there.
Here? Okay.
Yeah, good luck.
It's not loading anything.
I know. And even when it does load, it won't let you fucking close it.
You pop it out. Go here.
Yeah, see, Scotty's already troubleshooting this shit better than TJ has.
No. See? There, it finally loaded the chat.
Oh, shit, we're missing Yang.
Shit, Scotty, hold on.
Yeah, we gotta fucking take care of this asshole. Okay, let's just fucking see if we can fucking.
It won't. That.
This thing's a pile of shit, dude.
I know, Vimeo sucks, dude.
We're missing Yang's fucking shit, dude. Come on.
Right. Okay, it's fucking slowing the stream down.
Yeah.
We also need to start moving our people to higher ground, and the best way to
Yeah,
do
I
that
already
is to
tried
put
that.
economic
So here's
resources
what you
in
do,
your
Press
hands
it all
to
you
protect
want.
Stop the
yourself
stream.
and your families.
I was
Yeah.
challenged by
Thank
the
you,
Vice
Senator.
President. Maybe
Restart
hear this
it
for a moment.
and shut down the chat.
Thank you very much. Look, we have these
then everybody
deadlines
will
are set by
still
science.
see it,
Mr.
right?
Vice
Does it work that
President,
way?
Your argument is
No.
not with
Not
me,
on
it's with
Vimeo?
science.
No.
And unfortunately, your plan
Shitty.
is just too late. The science tells us we have to get off coal in 10 years.
Yes.
Your plan does not do that. We have to have off of fossil fuels in our electrical grid in 15. Your plan simply does not do that. I've heard you say that we need a realistic plan. Here's what I
No, I
believe.
didn't say that.
Here's what I believe. I believe that survival is
Maybe I
realistic,
can-
and that's the kind of plan we need. And that's the kind I have.
My plan
see.
calls for 500,000 charging stations around the country. So by 2030, we're all electric vehicles. My plan calls for making sure that we have $400
like,
billion
how's the
invested in
chat
technology
connected
learn how
to-
contain
I don't know,
The
but everyone,
stream.
everyone
It makes
is
no
10
sense.
million
Everyone
new
is
jobs.
saying that it
We will
is,
double
so-
offshore
So stupid.
wind. We will end any subsidies for coal or any other fossil fuel. But we have to also engage the world while we're doing it. We have
Vimeo's
to
a
walk
fucking
and
pile
chew
of shit,
gum
dude.
at the same time.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. Just to clarify,
I mean,
would
it's
there
pretty
be
good for
any
uploading a
place
video,
for fossil
but
fuels,
it is
including
clearly no
coal
goddamn
and
good as a
fracking,
streaming
in the Biden
service, so.
administration?
No, it would,
We'll try
we would,
Twitch
we would
next
work
time,
it out.
maybe.
We would
See how
make sure
quickly
it's
we can get banned
eliminated
over
and
there.
No more subsidies
Yeah.
for either one of those.
Need a Twitch ban.
Either any
Yeah.
fossil fuel.
We don't have one of those under our
We
belt
cannot
yet.
work it out.
Let's go get banned
We
from
cannot
Twitch
work
for
this
saying the
out.
wrong shit.
The time is up. Our house is on fire. We have to stop using coal in 10 years. And we need a president to do it or it won't get done. Get off coal. Save this country and the planet. That's what I'm for.
Senator Harris, your response?
I mean, I have to agree with Governor Inslee, and I'm going to just
All right, so
paraphrase
what I've
one of your
done
great sayings, Governor,
now-
which is
Yes.
we currently have a
I've
president in
switched
the
it
White House
so where
who
only I
obviously
can
does
view
not
it.
understand the science. He's been pushing
So I'm
science
hoping that'll
fiction
shut
instead
down
of
the
science
chat.
fact. The guy thinks that wind
And
turbines
maybe
cause
let
cancer,
me do
but when in
this,
fact
but now
they
the page
cause
won't even load,
jobs.
so I don't know.
And the
We'll
reality
see.
is that I would take any Democrat on this stage over the current president of the United States who is rolling it back to our collective peril. We must have and adopt a Green New Deal on
Dude,
day
just
one
fuck
as
doing the chat
president. I
again,
would
Vimeo
reinterest
again.
in the Paris
Oh,
Agreement
yeah, I'm never doing
and
it
put
again.
in place
let's
so
do
we
a
would be
Patreon's
carbon
chat.
neutral by 2030.
Thank you, Senator. I want to talk about that with Senator Gillibrand. You are a co-sponsor of the Green New Deal, which includes the guarantee of a job with medical leave, paid
We're the
vacations,
current president
and
of the United
retirement
States.
security for everyone in America. Explain how that's realistic.
So the first thing that I'm going to do when I'm president is I'm going to Clorox the Oval Office. The second thing I'm going to do
is Pine Sol the dishes in
on
Congress.
global climate change.
Wow, what way to reinforce the mom of you.
I'm going to take the mop of justice and wipe away the dirt of corruption.
We're going to ban Diet Coke from the White House because Donald Trump loved it.
Global climate change.
No more sweet drinks after 8.
Water spewed into her home. Fran Parr, it tossed her refrigerator upend. All the furniture was broken. All the dishes were broken, and mud was everywhere. That is the impact of severe weather right now on families' lives. And so the truth is, we need a robust solution. When John F. Kennedy said, I want to put a man on the moon in the next 10 years, not because it's easy, but because it's hard.
Oh, yeah.
He knew it was going to be a measure of our innovation, our success.
A measure of our innovation.
To galvanize worldwide
I'm John F.
competition.
Kennedy.
Nobody is going to buy that and make that association. Come on, man.
Dude, you know she reminds me of John F. Kennedy, dude.
Why not
I see it now.
Infrastructure? Why not actually invest in the green jobs?
Why not
That's what the Green
exact
New Deal's
the
about.
man?
Not only will I pass it, but I will put a price on carbon to make market forces help us.
Thank you, Senator.
Yeah, you will do nothing.
I'm going to do things when I'm president.
Oh, quiet.
Well, first of all, this is personal. You can imagine I grew up in Hawaii, which is the most remote island chain in the world. So for us, growing up there, protecting our environment was not a political issue. It's a way of life. It's part of our culture. It's part of who we are. This is why, as a member of Congress, long before there was ever a Green New Deal, I introduced the most ambitious climate change legislation ever in Congress called the Off Fossil Fuels Act. That actually laid out an actionable plan to take us from where we are today to transition off fossil fuels
really brilliant.
and invest in green renewable energy, invest in workforce training, invest in the kinds of infrastructure that we need to deal with the problems and the challenges that climate is posing to us today.
Didn't really hurt to be
Thank you,
shiny, does it?
Congresswoman. Senator Booker, what's your
Paul's
response?
going to a
Is
coma.
the job guarantee in the
Paul's
Green
dead,
New
dude.
Deal
I'm just
realistic?
sorry.
Oh shit, Paul's alive!
That I
Holy fuck!
Hallelujah.
Paul's
I live again.
Greenpeace.
Paul's speaking in tongues!
Oh shit, we became Chinese, dude.
Thank you, man.
Whoa, that's fucking
Did
racist.
Cory Booker hit the J between the fucking...
Damn, dude!
Yo, bro. Thanks, man. This is how we're gonna, like, fix America and whatever.
Dude, America's like a crazy fucking pizza, dude. A lot of pieces in that
I was
puzzle.
mayor then. And I stood up in national
I was the
leadership,
mayor,
joining with other
fucking
mayors to say
stoner
climate
down,
change
man.
is not
There's a lot of
separate
ins
issue.
and
It
outs
must
in
be
the
issue and
presidency,
the
man. A
lens
lot of
between every
strands, man.
issue.
You gotta
Nobody
keep
should get
track,
applause
man. You
for
can't let
rejoining
your
the Paris
guard
Climate
down.
Accords.
Legal
That
weed for
is
everyone,
kindergarten.
yeah!
We have to go to far advanced. to
Dude,
make
we
sure
need
that
legal
everything
weed
from
for
our
everyone.
trade
That's all Cory Booker
deals,
didn't stand up on that
Why
stage
isn't
and
there
said.
like a
dollars we spend
robust
to
bunch of
foreign aid,
single issue people on the thing that
everything
do like
must be
Yang does? And
supplemented
like,
to
why isn't there
the
one
challenge
weed
and the
guy
crisis
there that
that
just
is
always pivots back to
existential,
weed?
which
How are you
is
going to heal the
dealing with
racial
the
divide?
climate
Weed!
crisis?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
God, I know. It should be dressed in a fucking green fucking pot leaf suit.
We need to rent
pot
this too
print
damn
tie.
Mayor de
high.
Blasio,
Yeah.
your
I like it.
administration has come
Mr.
under
Dank,
fire
how do
after
you
hundreds of
propose?
children
Mr.
living
Dankington,
in New York City
what do you
public housing
propose
tested
to do to
positive
solve the
for
crisis of
elevated levels
war
of lead?
Currently
As you know,
facing
we're not
America?
far from Flint, Michigan, where
Dabs
residents
for
are
everyone,
still
bloods
dealing
for
with the
everyone, and joints
consequences
for
of having
everyone,
lead
even
in
small
drinking water.
children.
Listen, if the
How can you
soldiers
assure
took
the
a big
people of
fat
Flint
dab, they
and
couldn't
across the
hurt
nation that
anybody,
you are the
man.
right person
They'd
to
be too
handle
big. They'd want
such
money.
I
problems.
say instead of putting guns in the
We have
soldiers'
a
hands, we
huge
put a
problem
dab
that
rig in
is
their hands,
decades
man.
old in New York,
Have them
but
take
here's what
that
we've
over
done
to
about it.
Afghanistan and
We've
get
declared
fucking
the
super
eradication
baked. Woo!
of
That's the
all
kind of
lead.
invasion
Some of
I
that
want to do.
Afghan kush over in Afghanistan,
Yeah, man.
We do a weed invasion, man. We trade our weed for their weed. We have a weed exchange. We're building bridges in
Healthcare, dude. The best medicine is weed, dude.
Hands across America, bro. Joints across the world, bro. Like, we need that guy. We need like
need him desperately, dude.
I don't know. What are some other issues we need to have just like an avatar of?
Any responsibility for our
There was
public
legal
housing
weed.
for
There's like
decades. They've been
Yang's got the
disinvesting
automation
in
shit
the public
covered.
housing that was supposed
We need
to
a
be
climate
federal
nut.
responsibility.
You know what I
That's part of
mean?
why
That
we
just
have
always
this
goes
lead
like,
price
how are you going to heal the racial divide? The biggest racial divide right now is coastal communities going underwater in 20 years. You talk about a divide.
You do not accept the status quo.
Yeah.
You fix it.
I feel you.
Maybe a vegan. I don't know. I don't really want a vegan, but I think it would spice things up, you know? How do you heal the racial divide?
I want a depopulation guy.
Oh, yeah, some Depop guy, some crazy, like, fucking Georgia Guidestones guy.
It's like, as it says on the Guidestones, so long as there's so many millions of us, it's not going to work. We got to send some people to the vats, man.
People don't have to wonder what I would do.
Exactly, that's what we need.
I was Secretary of Housing and Urban Development when Flint had its.
What about like a
crisis.
galactic emperor candidate or some shit that's just like, we need to disband the puny United States of America and declare the galactic empire of, you know what I mean?
Fuck yeah, dude, I want that candidate.
Yeah, that candidate.
I want the single-issue crazy candidates.
I was back in Flint.
Let's fucking spice this shit up, dude.
What we need to do is create an army of super intelligent weasels.
Public health threat. We need to do it.
At least I haven't heard it
before. And I will do it.
Thank you, Secretary Castro. Donald Trump won independent
Trump,
16 percentage points, which was critical to Donald Trump winning the state's 16 electoral votes. Now there is a big debate within the Democratic Party here and around the country about the best way that Democrats can win back Michigan. Vice President Biden, last night on this stage, Senator Elizabeth Warren said, quote, "We're not going to solve the urgent problems that we face with small ideas and spinelessness. We're going to solve them by being the Democratic Party of big structural change." What do you say to progressives who worry that your proposals are not ambitious enough to energize the progressive wing of your party, which you will need to beat Donald Trump?
Because we did it. I was asked to manage an $87 billion plan to be spent in a total of 18 months that revived this state and many others, because it kept us out of the depression.
I'm just in the last debate, I've reached that
waste
point
or fraud.
where I don't
Secondly,
really care anymore.
I was
Like
part of
the length of this should have been
within our
addressed
administration
prior
that pushed
to.
bailing
Like, I'm
General
sorry,
Motors
dude. It is
out,
hard for me to
saving
sit through a
tens
3-hour
of
movie. It's got to be a
thousands of
fucking
jobs
kick-ass
here in
movie for
this
me to
state.
not notice
Number
it's 3
three,
hours.
I was finally
Number
able
three,
to disable the
I
chat.
also was asked as the mayor of Detroit
Damn,
to tell
dude.
you.
Good job, TJ.
It took that long.
Good job, Vimeo.
I wasn't. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't my fault. I was doing all the right shit.
No, I know. I'm not blaming you. It's dog shit. Whatever. I'm glad it's done.
It is
done.
We invested significantly
Prick your
in the
finger, it is
and
done. The
transportation.
chat will
Only
never
20
see the sun.
The point is, we've made significant investments in this state.
We've made
I expect
significant
in
investments.
this city. I suspect that's why the mayor endorsed
I literally have not been
Thank you, Vice
paying
President Biden.
attention to this debate for
Senator
20 minutes.
Gillibrand,
What have I
what's
missed?
your
I know. Nothing.
Nothing.
The people of Michigan.
Back to
I know
soccer
exactly
mom.
how I beat President Trump. I've already done it. I took a bus tour
What?
to talk about Trump's broken
You took a
promises
bus
here in
tour?
Michigan.
How does that
He
beat
promised
Trump?
no
That doesn't
bad
beat
trade
Trump.
deals.
You already
Not
beat him?
only did
When?
He not have
He's
bad
president.
trade deals,
How does
he
fuck
started
that
a
beat
trade
him?
war with China,
And it wasn't
he just signed
until
on to
brave
another bad
Senator
trade
Kristen
agreement
Gillibrand
with
discovered
NAFTA
that Trump's
2.0,
one weakness,
a giveaway
a
to
bus
drug
tour,
companies in Mexico. I
that
took
his
the bus
empire
to Michigan,
finally
to
fell.
Ohio, and to Pennsylvania.
I remember when
telling people
Trump was
that
sitting there in the
he's
White House like,
broken his
please
promises
God,
to
tell
them.
me Kirsten
I lifted up
Gillibrand's
their
not
voices,
doing
I
a
listened to their
fucking bus
concerns,
tour,
and I offered
please.
real solutions.
So we've confirmed
And
that
I've
she's
done
on the
this
tour now.
before.
I know
Oh,
exactly
dear God,
how to
no.
beat Trump. We're gonna do a bus tour. It'll be like a
No. She's not saying she's going to beat Trump by doing a bus tour. She's saying she already beat Trump
by doing a bus
by doing a bus
Thank you,
tour.
Senator
When we did the bake sale,
Mr.
that
Yang,
bake sale
in
defeated
poll
Trump.
after poll, Democratic
We raised
voters
so much
saying
money.
that
Oh, we got
having a
Yang.
nominee who can beat President Trump is more important to them than having a nominee who agrees with them on major issues. And right now,
Sad.
according to polls, they say the candidate who has the best chance of doing that, of beating President Trump, is Vice President Biden. Why
Ooh.
are they wrong?
They're giving him a chance.
Well, I'm building a coalition of disaffected Trump voters, independents, libertarians, and conservatives, as well as Democrats and progressives. I believe I'm the candidate best suited to beat Donald Trump. And as for how to win in Michigan and Ohio and Pennsylvania, the problem is that so many people feel like the economy has left them behind. What we have to do is we have to say, look, there's record high GDP and stock market prices. You know what else are at record highs? Suicides, drug overdoses, depression, anxiety. It's gotten so bad that American life expectancy has declined for the last 3 years. And I like to talk about my wife who's at home with our 2 boys right now, one of whom is autistic. What does her work count at in today's economy? 0, and we know that's the opposite of the truth. We know that her work is among the most challenging and vital. The way we win this election is we redefine economic progress to include all the things that matter to the people in Michigan and all of us, like our own health, our well-being, our mental health, our clean air and clean water, how our kids are doing. If we change the measurements for the 21st century economy to revolve around our own well-being, then we will win this election.
He could. Didn't take the Biden bait. Right?
Yeah.
Actually,
didn't even say Biden's
actually
name
good
or make a
ideas.
criticism.
Wait a minute, actually good ideas.
Because far too many people in this country felt like they've been left behind by both political parties, by self-serving politicians on both sides who are more interested in politics than they are in actually fighting
I know,
for the
Scotty.
people.
Trust me.
I'm speaking
Fucking trying to
the truth.
squeegee my third eye so I
Across
can
this
just see
country
beyond
about the
this,
fact
dude.
that people in Flint, Michigan
Squeegee,
are still being left behind,
open
still
my
being poisoned
third
by
eye.
in their system. Because every single month we are
Just
spending
kill
$4
me.
billion on a continuing war in Afghanistan.
Your tits are
$4
shining.
billion every single month.
Her tits are shining.
Rather than ending that war, bringing
Her
our
tits are
troops home,
shining.
using
Done.
those precious resources
Her
into
tits are
serving the
shining.
millions
I
of
cannot believe people,
here in
40% of
this
our
country,
audience was just
people in
like
communities
hot
like
on
Flint.
Tulsi
That's
Gabbard.
why
before
I'm
this
so
debate.
passionate.
Your
She's
response?
just
I'm
buy the
grateful.
books. There's nothing
Grateful.
unique about anything she
Look,
said.
This is one of those times where we're not staring at the truth and calling it out. And this is a case for the Democratic Party. The truth will set us free.
What's the
We
truth?
lost the state of Michigan because everybody from Republicans to Russians were targeting
Russians.
the suppression
Don't say
of
Russians,
African American voters. We need to
No.
say
Oh, they got a pop, TJ. They got a
I
pop.
don't care what it got.
Got a pop,
Like it was
TJ.
4 years earlier, we would've
Russia's
won the
alive,
state of
TJ.
I felt a
We need to
bile
have a
bubble
campaign that is
pop in
ready
my
for what's
throat.
coming.
Russia's
All
alive.
out
People
of
still
Russia,
care.
especially
Russia's
on
still
the
at it,
most
guys. They're
valuable
still fucking up.
Vladimir
voting
Putin's
our-
still over there
the highest
plotting.
performing voting group in our
Yep,
coalition,
yep.
which is
You know it,
black
TJ.
women. And so I will be a person.
Vladimir Putin.
Engaged kind of voters and coalitions are going to win states like Michigan and Pennsylvania and Wisconsin.
Thank you,
In Wisconsin. Wisconsin,
First
you
of
mean?
all, Donald Trump came in making a whole lot of promises to working people that he did not keep. He said he was going to help farmers. He said he was going to help
them
auto
all.
workers. Farmers are now looking at bankruptcy, soybeans rotting in bills. Auto workers, we expect perhaps hundreds of thousands will be out of jobs by the end of the year. Jerome Powell just dropped the interest rates, and he admitted why. Because of this so-called trade policy that this president
TJ
has,
looks like he's
that has
about
been
to
nothing
fucking
more than the Trump
need to
trade
be locked in a
tax
padded
that has
cell for a
resulted
week
in
or some
American
shit.
families spending as much as
Debate,
$1.4
debate.
The most rocking
billion
I've seen
a month
out
on
of you in a
everything
long
from
time,
shampoos
TJ.
to washing
You're really in the
machines.
happy
He
place.
betrayed the American people. He betrayed
I'm gonna try it
American
too. Fuck
families,
it.
and he will lose this election
Thank you.
because folks
Oh, it does
are
kind of
clear.
feel good.
I think-
Shake your head no as you're doing it.
I think
Except
psychologically
try
it's
to
like a
beat
soothing
people
thing.
down
Paul. He's trying to
instead of
like
lift
rock
people up,
himself
and
to like
that's what we
it's a
want in the
self-soothing.
next election.
Rockabye rage,
you,
beast,
Senator Harris.
please
The
go
debate
to
is back right
sleep.
after
I'm gonna
this
like
short
do
break.
it and hug myself too.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing good. It's fine. It's just a debate.
I don't know if it's the fact that the debates finally went to commercial or that I'm doing this, but whatever. I feel better.
How much time left in the debate, Scotty?
17 hours and 37 minutes.
Ooh, getting towards the end.
Let me look.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would think so.
About 30 minutes.
Yeah, 30 minutes.
30
And
more exciting
The last
minutes.
one went long, so we could be looking at 40 minutes.
I'm sorry to do this to you guys, but I'm just gonna replay an old episode of Cheers in my head.
Okay.
That's
All right.
fine, dude.
Sometimes you gotta go where everybody knows your name.
You're fucking me up, TJ.
Shut up.
You have to be quiet or I can't play it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Everyone be quiet. Paul's trying to relive a Cheers episode.
Oh, it's a good one, dude.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you got. Getting by with all your worries sure could help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away?
Yeah. Very nice.
Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Da-na-na-na. And you're always glad you came. Okay,
I thought it was there. I thought it was there. Always glad you came.
Oh yeah, there. Well, whatever. Shut up, TJ. Don't editorialize my fucking replay of this in my own mind, okay?
All right, I'm sorry.
You want to be where you can see your troubles are all the same.
Even fucking.
What?
Even that progressive voice on Twitter is like, why does Tulsi's chest look shiny? Is it the lighting?
No, there's makeup on there to do that.
Huh.
So it's
I'm
on her
glad-
face too. It's,
I'm glad he noticed too.
it's to draw attention. She's going for the hot vote.
Oh,
For sure.
She's gonna get that vote for sure.
Bill O'Reilly says, Gabbard pounding Harris.
Whoa.
Pounding her? Damn.
Pounding Harris.
Can I see that?
Yeah. Can we get a replay of that? We accidentally
An
talked through
instant
it.
replay of that. Oh, wow. She's really taking a pounding.
Oh, let's see what Trump's tweeting. Is he tweeting stuff?
Lame ass loser, dem debate, suck, boo, go home losers. They may as well just cancel the elections and elect me emperor. Hashtag Emperor Trump. Hashtag Make America Trump again.
Very low ratings for Democratic debate last night. They're desperate for Trump. Experts stated that the Fed... Oh, this is not even to do with anything.
If there was a Democratic Trump, these debates would be way better.
That is true.
Which is it concerning on that level, just taken at that base level, that there's literally nobody scintillating enough to be in the room with Trump coming out of this?
That's
Nobody
bad. I mean, like, all these people versus Trump, I mean, I don't know.
One-on-one debate's pretty different.
It'll be
I think
hard.
he would eat alive anybody on this stage. I just got to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think you're right.
With his roughshod kind of debate technique, I think when it actually is boiled
Joe Biden
down,
would be the worst, dude. Joe Biden. Oh,
Joe.
my God, dude. They're the exact opposite in style.
I don't think Joe's going anywhere,
No,
but
he ain't
I
going
might
nowhere.
be wrong.
So
if Joe goes, it's done.
So what do you think? What do you think would happen if Yang went up there?
I mean, if Yang got enough of a pop off of this,
Imagine
and he kept
Yang
more,
gets into the
right.
fucking,
So let's just say
I don't know.
Yang versus Trump.
Yeah.
Here's what it
happens?
would be. Here's what it would boil down to. Could he maintain his cool and continually deflect back to his message and not engage in Trump's game in a way that didn't look like bowing to it?
Right.
That's all you have to do to
now
beat
to
Trump
the
is actually have
economy.
substance and refuse
Secretary
to play
Castro,
his name-calling
this is for you.
bullshit and don't have a
Wage
booger
growth
on
is
your
up.
lip.
It's hard not to
Stocks
do,
are
though.
Rising. Unemployment is near
Well, the booger
historic
part's pretty
lows,
easy.
including for
Let's
Latinos
let
and African Americans.
Julio, I don't know.
You have all
Castro.
outlined
Hold
the
in, TJ. Hold in.
Julio Castro. Yeah. Wah, wah, wah.
Whoa, that was fucking racist, dude. You knock that shit off right now, TJ. Knock that shit off.
Sorry.
Why are you muting a person of color, TJ? This is
Sorry.
funny, TJ.
Sorry.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, everybody. I'm sorry.
Should be sorry.
This
You're a
guy
fucking
puts me to
disgrace.
sleep. He looks like he's gonna go to sleep. Look at him. He's got sleepy eyes.
Maybe you didn't get enough rest last night, Paul. You know, Paul, you've come in sometimes and said you suffer from insomnia. You couldn't
Of course,
sleep.
dude. There are times
Now you can hold it against a presidential candidate.
there are times that I have done a show, right? Gone home, not slept, come back, and done a show.
You know what, Paul? And a lot of those times, I hate to admit it, you came back in a foul mood.
Oh yeah,
You were angry and upset.
irritable.
This man has shown up, Paul. Maybe he's a little tired.
You're
He's
right.
also working tirelessly for the American people because
You're
he has
right.
a unifying vision, Paul, that's going to bring this country together. This is the America we want to live in, Paul. This America we have right now. This America's not working for many people.
You know what I'm glad hasn't happened in the debate that happened in the first ones? Nobody has done the et policia, tu mi madre, como hastas. You know, nobody did
Yeah.
like the 15 minutes of fucking speaking in Spanish shit yet. Unless he just did it and we muted through
Maybe
it.
he did.
Issue
Oh, come on,
as
guys, hurry up,
something
hurry up.
that would be a critical tool to deal with the rise of China.
Why are
Did
you
somebody
sighing?
de-shine her tits?
How would you ensure that the
you
United
put
States is
de-shine?
They don't
able
look
to
as shiny
remain
anymore.
competitive against China on the world
Let me
stage?
see.
By pushing for fair
Yep.
trade,
Yeah,
not trade deals.
Yep,
that
somebody
give
swabbed
away the
her
sovereignty
chest and
of the
de-shined it a
American
little bit.
people and
It's
our
nowhere
country.
near
People
as
are talking about your
sparkly.
shiny
that
tits.
give away American jobs
wipe the shiny
and that
off.
threaten our environment.
Remember that
These are
fucking
the
fleck
three
of
main
shit on
issues with that massive
Booty
trade
Judge's
deal.
head.
Judge
Did
yesterday.
anybody ever
Partnership.
say anything about that?
The
Did that become a
central one
meme?
was
No,
the fact
not
that
that I
it
ever
gave
heard.
away
Fucking
our
media suppressed
sovereignty
it,
to a
dude.
panel
Media
of
fucking suppressed
international
that shit.
corporations whose rulings would supersede
Dude, maybe it wasn't a fleck of shit on his forehead. Maybe it was just his makeup peeling back to reveal the scaly skin underneath. And that's why nobody said anything about it.
He's a
He's a
fucking
reptilian.
Booty Judge, no.
He's a
not
tan.
you, anybody but you. You were supposed to fight the reptilians.
Join us, Paul. Join us now.
Slytherin fucks, man. When I take the test, have you guys ever taken the Harry Potter test?
No.
You've never taken one of those stupid online quizzes
Well,
that
what is
lands you in a house?
Oh, yeah,
one of the
yeah.
houses.
Oh yeah, the sorting
I
hat
guess so,
test.
yeah.
Yeah, I've done
So
that.
what do you what? I think I know, but where do you end up in Slytherin, right, Scotty?
Yeah.
TJ, what are you? Slytherin?
Hufflepuff. Dude.
Hufflepuff?
Not Hufflepuff.
TJ's Hufflepuff, dude.
I end up in Slytherin, dude.
No, you do not. You're
Yes, I
Hufflepuff.
do.
Go take
Yes,
a test
I
now
do.
then. Go do it. Do it. Do it.
All right, fine.
Do
I
it right
will.
now. I'm gonna
Please
fucking
join
watch you do
the
it too.
Trans-Pacific
All right.
Partnership, which
Yeah,
of course,
fuck this.
President
Take a
Trump
test.
withdrew from. Please
Take a
respond.
fucking Harry Potter test, dude.
Yeah, you got to
Make
get
up
sorted by the
25%
sorting hat,
of the
dude.
world's economy.
And answer fucking
In order-
honestly.
Because
China's
I'm a
gonna write the rules
Gryffindor.
of the world
I
for
get put in
20
Oh, whatever,
years.
Paul.
I
You're
do.
fucking Gryffindor. You're
We have
fucking
to join
Hufflepuff.
Gryffindor is not supposed to be for pussies, dude. Come on.
Whatever, I'm not a pussy.
You a pussy, bitch.
I'm
Paul,
not a
you're a-
violent person. I don't use violence as a first
On your
act.
best day, maybe you're
This-
Ravenclaw.
Where the fuck? So I gotta fucking what the hell? No, where's the test?
So you are a
Official-
Slytherin. You just call me a pussy.
All right, here you go. What would you least like to be called? Ignorant, cowardly, selfish, ordinary. Wait, can I not fill this out? This is
What
like
the
a
fuck?
fucking paper test? No.
Just go to fucking Harry Potter house quiz.
That's what I was trying to do. Okay, so here's a fucking... All right, BuzzFeed's got me covered.
All right, there you go. Put it on the fucking screen then.
Why? Well, I'm not going to I mean, I at least want to let the people look at this hideous
Why?
monstrosity. Because ostensibly, that's what we're here to do.
Oh, okay, got it.
You've made it to Hogwarts, which means you've already bought a wand from Ollivander's. What
Yes.
material is at its core?
Okay.
Phoenix feather,
Uh-huh.
dragon heartstring, or
Ooh.
unicorn hair?
What do you think, dude?
Dragon, dude.
Dragon?
Gotta be the dragon.
All right.
During the end of the year exams, you noticed that one of your classmates was using an enhanced quill. You come top of the class anyway, but they are second. What do you do? So the options are: I could tell the professor immediately cheating is wrong no matter what.
Uh-huh.
Nothing, but if I hadn't come to top of the class, I'd definitely tell the professor.
Uh-huh.
Encourage the other student to admit what they've done to the professor. Give him a high five for managing to sneak the quill into the exam.
So what would you be most likely to do if you saw somebody
There's
using
no
a
way
magic
I'd be
wand?
top of any fucking class.
Right, but you have to put your fucking mind
Okay, so if
into
I'm
it.
at top, okay.
Yeah.
I really think the last one is probably the best for me.
So you're going to high-five the dude
Yeah,
and be like,
like,
yeah,
fuck yeah.
how'd you do that, bro?
Game
Where
the
can I get
system.
one?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You would be most hurt if a person called you weak, ignorant, unkind, boring. I guess probably boring.
Yeah, that is kind of the cardinal sin in the world, isn't it?
It's the worst thing
That's why
for me.
this sucks. Why we're taking
Yeah,
a Harry
that's
Potter
why I'm
quiz.
taking a Harry Potter quiz instead of watching this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're-
whatever, Hufflepuff.
You're locked in a duel with a skilled opponent. They fire an unknown spell at you, and you shout, Expelliarmus?
That's the disarm spell.
Protego? What does
That's like
that
a
do?
shield spell.
Stupefy, that's to, like, stun them.
Yeah.
Get
Or
stupefied.
Crucio, that's to, like, torture them,
Yeah, that's
right?
to make them feel like
Crucio, dude.
immediate. It's a banned one.
Yeah, it's like one of the three
Yeah.
fucking
The Cruciatus
banned
curse
ones,
is
or-
not
yeah.
allowed.
I'd probably just go with Stupefy. I don't feel the need to
Lame.
torture them, so.
All right, a stupefy.
If it's your fifth year in Hogwarts, you've received a howler from your parents. What for? Sneaking into the Forbidden Forest at night on a dare? Hell no. Getting caught cheating in my divination owl. Being put in detention after I was caught in the library after hours.
Uh-huh.
Nothing. I'd never do anything to warrant a howler. I definitely would probably be most likely to cheat on a test.
Bullshit. Nothing.
But
A test
none of those
cheater.
really sound
You're
like
lame,
anything
Peter.
I do.
You'd have
but-
nothing.
Which of these Dumbledore quotations speaks to you? Pity the living, and above all, those who live without love. Words are, in my not-so-humble opinion, our most inexhaustible source of magic. It matters not what someone is born, but what they grow to be. It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. I guess I'll go with the words one, since I do make
Yeah, I
a
like the
living
words
yammering
one.
like a fucking
Yeah,
moron.
I like the words one too.
Which of these most accurately describes your relationship with your closest friend? I surround myself with people. The more friends I have, the better. Hell no. I have a few very close friends I would trust with my life. Well, considering I'm friends with you two guys, hell no.
Right.
Fuck,
yeah, no,
dude.
I was going to
tend-
say, please don't
Fuck,
get sappy and
TJ.
sentimental with this, and don't ever trust me with your life.
I
I will trip and fall and break it.
Oh, no, whoa!
Oh, shit, guys, I'm sorry.
Scotty would get distracted by like someone dropping $1 across the street or something.
Hey, look at that money.
I tend to be wary around new people, so don't make friends often.
Okay.
That one,
I
dude.
find myself
That's
becoming
TJ.
friends with people who can help me to succeed.
See.
Oh,
Definitely
one of the last two.
Definitely the third one.
I don't know. That last one rings true as well, dude. I'm kidding, TJ. Pick the third one.
Which of your skills are the most proud? Are you most proud of?
Uh-huh.
Absorb new information? No.
Uh-huh.
Make new friends? No.
Uh-huh.
Get what I want? Maybe.
Uh-huh.
Keep secrets? Probably not. I'll go with get what I want, even though I don't really feel like I have that ability as much as I want that ability.
Well, that's the hallmark of somebody that should choose that.
Exactly.
Because you never have enough.
The first Quidditch match of the season is approaching. You
Ooh.
can't wait to get involved. What
You
role
sit
are
in the stands and eat hot dog? Is that
I'll
an
be
option?
basically it's asking me what position I'd want to play.
Oh.
I'm telling you I'd just be in the crowd because I ain't playing that stupid shit.
Is there a crowd thing?
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
there is.
There's a crowd for Quidditch, dude. Of course.
You're allowed a pet at Hogwarts: an owl, a cat, or a toad. I'll take the cat.
Dude, I'd get a toad for show.
For show. God, how long is this fucking test?
Dude, it's
precise.
It's precise. It's not a fuck around test.
It's
TJ.
calibrating which house you're going to be in, dude. Without the sorting hat, it's really difficult.
It's Saturday. You finish your homework. You have some free time. You decide to spend some time
Whoa,
away
TJ
from the
would never
common
finish his
room.
homework.
Yes, that's lame. I'd be in the kitchens eating food, of course. What would you see in the mirror of erased? It's just desire backwards. That's lame. Myself surrounded by riches. Yeah, I'm already just going to select that.
Yeah, let's go ahead with that.
TJ just wants the money bin, dude.
Choose a Deathly Hollow. The Elder Wand. I got to remember what the fuck these powers were.
The other one's like the most powerful one.
Right. I mean, they're all just the most powerful thing of the things.
Right. Well, the Cloak of
The
Invisibility, that
Resurrection
makes you
Stone.
invisible.
Right.
Resurrection, you can bring people back to life. The Elder Wand, what was that again? What did it do? It's just a super powerful wand,
Yeah.
I guess?
Yeah, I mean,
guess
it's a
I'll take
badass wand that will beat anybody else's wand.
That sounds the best. Which path do you intend to follow after leaving Hogwarts? Join the ministry? No. Travel for a while? No. Settle down, have a family? No. Continue to work hard to achieve it? Oh, man, none of these are me. I guess
Select,
probably
TJ.
trying to achieve success is the closest.
All right, there you go.
Finally, the end of this stupid shit. We know the sorting hat takes into account your preference. So what Hogwarts house do you feel you identify with most closely? Slytherin.
Hufflepuff.
You are 39% Slytherin.
Bullshit, dude.
28% Gryffindor, 21% Ravenclaw, and 12% Hufflepuff.
No, dude. 100% Hufflepuff.
So there's my answer. Let's get back to watching this horrible debate.
Hashtag
As
TJ
the primary
rigged it, dude.
caregiver.
Hashtag
In fact,
TJ
the
rigged
Secretary
the
of
sorting
State
hat.
Hashtag
was
rigged.
here. And I had him when I was a member of Congress.
Who cares
So
that you had a kid with
Vice
that
President Biden's
sucks?
analysis, am I serving in Congress resulting in the deterioration of the family because I had access to quality, affordable daycare? I just want to know what he meant when he said that.
What?
That was a long time ago, and here's what it was about. It would have given people making today $100,000 a year a tax break for child care. I did not want that. I wanted the child care to go to people
We've
making
been
less than $100,000.
CNN released 3 minutes
And
ago
that's what it
some
was about.
information.
As a single-
Who cares about this? About the speaking time of these candidates so far, as of the 2-hour mark. So Biden is number one at 15 minutes and 38 seconds.
Makes sense.
His words haven't left much of an impact on me. We haven't
He's a
even really been
front runner.
listening for a while. But
He sucked tonight.
Harris, 13 minutes 25 seconds.
I can see that.
Booker, 9 minutes 20 seconds. Inslee, 7 minutes 38 seconds.
Wait,
Gillibrand,
way too
7 minutes
long.
34 seconds.
Way
De
too
Blasio,
long.
6 minutes and 40 seconds.
Way too
Castro,
long.
6 minutes 32 seconds. Bennett, 6 minutes 31 seconds. Gabbard, 6 minutes. And Yang, 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
So Yang,
the
once
fuck,
again,
dude?
but actually still the most impressive performance tonight.
Yeah, well, he's knocked it out of the park every time they have given it to
I mean,
him.
I don't know about knocked it out of the park. His last answer was not great.
In comparison to these people.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's
oh,
go
yeah.
back to the debate,
If you're
TJ. Let's
if
hear-
that's the standard, then yeah.
And I mean, his last answer wasn't that
8
bad.
out of 10 moms are working today. Most women have to work to provide for their kids. Many women want to be working to provide for their
cares?
communities, to help people.
She really is just the mom.
Either you don't believe it today,
I'm the mom
or
candidate.
what did
What
you
about
mean when you said
children?
In the
that?
very beginning, my deceased wife worked, but we had children. My present wife has worked all the way through raising our children. The fact of the matter is, the situation is one that I don't know what's happened. I wrote the Violence Against Women Act, Lily Ledbetter. I was deeply involved in making sure the equal pay amendments. I was deeply involved in all these things. I came up with the It's On Us proposal to see to it that women were treated more decently on college campuses. You came to Syracuse University with me and said it was wonderful. I'm passionate about the concern, making sure women are treated equally. I don't know what's happened except that you're now running for president.
So I understand.
Oh, shit.
Little backburn.
Yeah, that's actually a decent one. For Biden, that's about the most alive he's come
I
tonight.
respect you deeply, but those words are very specific. You said women working outside the home would lead to the deterioration of family. My grandmother worked outside the home.
So
my mother worked outside the home. And
Thank you, Senator Gillibrand.
So, well, he has
I want to
either.
bring Senator
He's worked
Harris
outside.
into this conversation.
Everyone's worked outside the home. He said that. He's
I never
mean.
believed it.
Thank you, Senator Harris. Please respond.
Well, listen, I mean, talk about now running for president and you change your position. On the Hyde Amendment, Vice President, where you made a decision for years to
Let's
withhold
dogpile on
resources to
Biden
poor women to
because
have access to
somehow-
reproductive
Everybody wants a
health care,
percentage point or
and
two from
including
Biden.
women
I mean,
who were
I'd be.
the
It's a
victims
sound
of
strategy.
rape
Yeah,
and
I mean, you
he's
can't fault
clearly
anyone for that.
he's
Do you
clearly
now
far
say that
weaker
you
than
have
his position in the
evolved
polls
and you regret
indicates.
that? Because you've
So it
only
makes sense
since
to
you've
try
been
to pick
running
him
for
apart
president this time
and try to get.
said that you in some way would take
That's
that
why
back, but you
Gabbard's
didn't agree
strategy
with the
ultimately
decision
is
that you
flawed
made
because she went
over
after
many years.
the top
Harris.
Directly
She decided to go after Harris
so many
instead of
women in our
Biden.
Oh, yeah,
country.
yeah,
And I've
you're right.
personally prosecuted
You know?
rape cases
She
and
should have
child
gone after the
molestation
top dog,
cases.
taking a chunk of
And
blubber
the
out of this big
experience that
whale
those
here.
women have, those children have,
sharks
and that
are
they
in the
would then
water
be
tonight,
denied the
Tulsi.
Senator, let the
resources,
Vice President respond,
I think
please.
is
All you've done is
unacceptable.
taken a chunk out of another
Fact is
shark.
that, the senator knows that's not my position. Everybody on the stage has been in the Congress, and the Senate or House has voted for the Hyde Amendment at some point. The Hyde Amendment in the past was available because there was other access for those kinds of services provided privately. But once I wrote the legislation making sure that every single woman would in fact have an opportunity to have health care paid for by
Time
the
to
federal
pander to
government.
this
everyone,
demographic.
That could no longer stand. I support.
I love
a woman's
women.
right to choose.
I love
I support it. It's a
minorities.
constitutional
I love
right.
black guys. Who could ask for anything more?
And I will, in fact,
I
move
love
as president
daisies.
to see to
I
that the
love
Congress
peace talks.
legislates that.
I
as
love the
law.
UN. Who could ask for anything more?
To change your position on the Hyde Amendment. Why did it take so long?
Rote
until you were
ass
running for
fucking
president to
Democratic
change your
talking
position
points
on
being
the Hyde
lobbed
Because
back
there
and
was
forth
not
at each other.
full federal funding for all reproductive services prior to this point.
Okay. Thank you. Governor Inslee, your response?
I would.
Governor Inslee.
Allow my stupid gorilla-looking ass to weigh in for a second, because I have no fucking chance of winning this fucking election. So the people definitely want to stop hearing from people that actually have a chance and hear from me, Jay Inslee. I did a weed in Washington when Washington said, no, I don't want weed. I said, you need it. You need some weed. Washington, you need to chill out. So we did a weed. And listen, since the weed came to Washington, there's been more weed in Washington than any state in the union, and that's a fact that I think I heard from my weed guy.
Damn.
Great, thanks, Jay Inslee.
Jay Inslee also looks like he has a fucking. He's like perpetually like he's taking a dump in his pants.
If elected,
You know, I hate to say it, but I kind of miss John Delaney, dude.
I know.
Oh, hot dog man.
Yeah. If he came to this in a
'Cause,
bun,
you know, at least I got a nice little surge of hatred every time I saw him. With these people, I'm just like,
yeah. Cory Booker
He's
is
like the
just
so bad it's good candidate, and these are just the bad candidates.
He's not even really worth making fun of, honestly. He's just
a lot
like
of these people
beneath
aren't. That's
contempt.
like why it's like, oh, this fucking,
I have a vision for America.
This is truly a challenge to try to make anything out of.
No, I know these debates are a disaster.
Spin the straw in the
People
gold.
love us doing it though.
I don't know why.
I mean, we do get because
I mean, I'm talking about the debate, not us covering it.
right, but I mean, I'm saying it's tough. It's tough.
No,
to
it
even
isn't
get-
easy.
It's like sometimes you feel like you're trying to squeeze juice out of a fucking sesame seed.
Blood
or
from a
something.
stone, PJ.
yeah.
Blood from a stone.
That makes sense.
This is real in a way that's
More
very
troop
difficult
shit.
to convey in words.
I'm a troop.
I was deployed to Iraq. in
I'm a
2005
troop. I
during
was
Hyde
in
War, where
Iraq.
serving
I
a
was
field
in the
medical unit where every
military.
single day I saw the
Please
Hyde
I
vote
saw
for
things.
me.
They was scary.
Just this past week, 2 more of our soldiers were killed in Afghanistan.
People are dying.
Afghanistan.
My cousin is deployed to Afghanistan
Oh,
right
I
now.
have
Oh my God! Well,
300 of
you know
our
what?
Hawaii
Never mind,
National
guys.
Guard
I'm
soldiers
sold.
are
Her
deployed to
cousin's there.
Afghanistan. 14,000 service members are deployed there. This is not about arbitrary deadlines. This is about leadership. The leadership I will bring to do the
Lead
right
my
thing,
ship.
to bring our troops
Endless
home
war.
within the first
We need
year
endless
in
war.
office. Because they
Endless war.
shouldn't have been
We
there
need endless
this
war.
long. For too long, we've had leaders who have been arbitrating foreign policy from ivory towers in Washington without any idea about the cost and the consequence, the toll that it takes on our service members, on their families. We have
Swinging
to
a bunch of
fucking
fucking
end these wasteful
a bunch of troops ain't voting for her.
I'm a sleepy.
It's just the reality.
I'm a broken,
Congresswoman.
sleepy,
Mr. Yang,
tired,
Iran
slightly damp
has
man.
now breached the terms of the 2015 nuclear
like an
deal
endurance
after President
contest.
Trump withdrew the U.S. from the
Lady
deal.
Yang's got
and that
something.
puts Iran closer to building a nuclear weapon, the ability to do so at
Nuclear
the very
weapon.
least. You've said if Iran violates the agreement, the U.S. would need to respond, quote, very strongly. So how would a President Yang respond right now?
I would move to de-escalate tensions in Iran because they're responding to the fact that we pulled out of this agreement. And it wasn't just us and Iran. There were many other world powers that were part of that multilateral agreement. We'd have to try and re-enter that agreement, renegotiate the timelines because the timelines now don't make as much sense. But I've signed a pledge to end the forever wars. Right now, our strength abroad reflects our strength at home. What's happened, really? We've fallen apart at home, so we elected Donald Trump. And now we have this erratic and unpredictable relationship with even our long-standing partners and allies. What we have to do is we have to start investing those resources to solve the problems right here at home. We've spent trillions of dollars and lost thousands of American lives in conflicts that had unclear benefits. We've been in a constant state of war for 18 years. This is not what the American people want. I would bring
Apparently
the
it
troops
is, 'cause
home,
they
I
keep
would
fucking voting
de-escalate
for
tensions
it.
with Iran, and I would start investing our resources in our own communities.
Governor Inslee, your response?
That's dumb.
I mean,
Well,
whatever.
I think
it's a good
that
answer.
these are matters of
It's
great
just like whatever, you know. He's not winning.
Do I get another turn now?
Why are you
And
giving
there
this
is
idiot
no
another
sort of
turn?
Chansley, more of your rambling
We
nonsense.
have to determine whether a potential president
Oh,
has adequate
pooping my
judgment.
pants. I think these glasses make me
I
look
was
kind
only
of
one of
smart,
two
guys. You
members
know,
on this panel today who
the world has
called
problems.
gives me like a sophisticated
Iraq
look. You
war.
know.
Everyone
I was a
sits in the
relatively new
room and
member
we
of
talk about the
Congress.
problem.
I
Maybe
made
the
right
problem will get
judgment
solved.
because it was obvious to me that George Bush was fanning the flames of war. Now we face similar situations where we recognize
George
we have a
Bush,
president
man.
who'd be willing to beat the drums
I'm running
of
against
war.
George Bush
Yeah,
over
We need a
here.
president who
Say
can
Trump has
stand up
continued
against
failed
the drums of
policies.
war
Say
and make
anything.
rational
Say
decisions. That was
something.
the
Thank
right
you.
vote,
Really
I
takes it
believe.
out of
George
you.
Bush! President Biden, he was
I'm
obviously
done,
suggesting
man.
that
Ronald
you made the
Reagan's a
wrong decision
retard.
and had
You're not
bad
running against
judgment
Ronald
when
Reagan,
you voted
moron.
to go to war in
Oh,
Iraq as a
more of
U.S.
this
senator.
fucking limp
I
fucking
did
piece
make
of
a
shit.
bad judgment trusting the president saying he was only doing this to get inspectors in and get the UN to agree to put inspectors in. From the moment shock and awe started, from that moment, I was opposed to the effort and I was outspoken as much as anyone at all in the Congress and administration. Secondly, I was asked by the president in the first meeting we had on Iraq, he turned and said, Joe, get our combat troops out in front of the entire national security team. One of the proudest moments of my life was to stand there in Afwa Palace and tell everyone that we're coming, all our combat troops are coming home. I opposed the surge in Afghanistan. This long overdue, we should have not, in fact, gone into Afghanistan.
Thank you.
The way
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. I want to bring in.
I
would like to bring in the person on the stage who served in Iraq, Governor. I'm sorry, Congresswoman Gabbard. Your response to what Vice President Biden just said.
This is the betrayal. This is the betrayal to the American people.
Don't break
To
your mic
me,
again,
to my
Paul.
fellow service members, we were all lied to, told that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass
You were in the
destruction, was
military?
working with Al Qaeda, and that this posed
We were
a
told
threat
these
to the American
things.
people.
Iraq was a
So I
mistake.
enlisted after 9/11.
It's like,
No
no
shit.
shit. Move on. Let's fucking figure something out.
Attacked us on that fateful day, who took the lives
TJ, I
of
took an ice
thousands
cream cone
of
outside when it was
Americans.
100 degrees and it melted. Was
The
that a
problem
bad
is that
decision?
this current
I don't
president
know. Maybe.
What
is
was it?
continuing to
I don't
betray us.
know. Come on.
We're supposed to be going after Al Qaeda. But over years now, not only have we not gone after Al Qaeda, who is stronger today than they were in 9/11, our president is supporting
I'm a
Al
troop,
Qaeda.
and 9/11 happened.
Let's talk about
Iran.
Thank you, please.
We didn't talk about Iran.
Please.
We're on the march to war in Iran right now, and we blew
Please,
by it.
Mayor, the rules. Please follow the
I
rules.
respect
There's
the
rules.
but
Your
we're
rules
not
can
mayor.
suck my
Oh,
fucking
shit.
dick.
We're
And the
going on.
Democrat-
And we're
I
going
cannot
on.
be
Are you pricking
contained.
my
Thank you
balls?
very much. I appreciate that.
I'm walking in.
Special Counsel Robert
Get the
Mueller's
fuck
appearance
out of
in
here,
Congress
Don
last
Lemon,
week.
you dumb
When asked
fuck.
whether
You
or not
please
President Trump
obey
could
the
be charged
rules.
with a crime after
I'm gonna
leaving
be
office,
president,
the answer
bitch.
was
I make the
yes.
rules.
Senator
Don
Harris,
Lemon should go up there
you've
and slap
criticized
Bill
President
de
Trump for
Blasio and
interfering
take
with the
his
Justice
place and
Department.
start running for
And just
president.
last month, you said if you were elected president,
I, Don
your
Lemon,
Justice
and running for
Department would,
president.
quote, had no
I'd be like,
choice
John Lemon, if I do win this election, your ass is going to jail, bitch.
Why is it
You better
okay
hope I don't
to
win,
advocate
John
for
Lemon, you little
Justice Department to
faggot.
prosecute somebody, but President Trump.
Oh shit, TJ, you're fucking done, dude.
You're done. You dropped an F-bomb last night, Scott.
And that guy is actually TJ identifies as gay.
I didn't even know that, so whatever.
Oh, you didn't, TJ? You're done. TJ is done. Cancel TJ. Cancel TJ.
Cancel him.
Canceled. Hashtag TJ party is over.
TJ's over, dude. I mean, I know it was already over, but now he's really over.
Super over.
And the reality of it is that we have a person in the White House right now who has been shielded by a memo in the United States Department of Justice that says a sitting president cannot be indicted. I believe the American people are right to say there should be consequence and accountability for everyone, and no one is above the law, including the President of the United States.
Senator Booker, your response?
My response is exactly that. I've read the report. I've read the
My
redacted
response
versions
is
of the report.
And, I believe, and I read the report, and then I read the report about the report.
We have a
Hey,
president.
I'll tell you what,
that
TJ,
is
if
not
you take
acting
your
like the leader
headphones
of the
off, it's
free
actually
world.
better.
He's acting like an authoritarian
Hello,
against
darkness,
the
my old
actual
friend.
Constitution that
Watch.
he
Paul
swore
seems like
an
he's
oath to
drunk,
uphold.
dude.
I
So this
feel
is the
drunk.
difference with a lot of
I
us
really
on
do.
this debate.
I'm drunk
It's
on.
almost over,
I
Paul.
believe
I'm
that
drunk on
we
stupidity.
in the United States Congress
CNN, you
should
have face
start
planted on this debate. This is
impeachment
worse
proceedings immediately.
by almost
And
every
I'll tell you this,
metric than the
Debbie Stabenow now
MSNBC
has
debates,
joined
where
my
your fucking
call
pompous ass
for starting
intro
impeachment
I'm
proceedings
Paul.
because
and
I
the
don't
long
remember where I
ass.
was.
Congress not
We're gonna
allowing-
find Paul just
they were
wandering
subjecting
around your,
themselves
like in your
to checks
backyard tonight.
and
Where,
balances.
man?
We swore an oath to uphold the
Yeah, that was a
Constitution.
good
Politics
moment,
of this
guys.
Be damned.
Paul, what are
When
you
we
doing?
look
It's
back
4 in the
history,
morning.
I'm doing
what
the show.
happened when a
We're doing the
president of the United
show.
States started
Cory
acting
Booker's
more
giving
like an
a really
authoritarian
insightful
leader than the leader of the
response,
free world.
TJ.
The question
Paul, you're
is,
talking to a
what
cinder
would
block.
you
No, I'm not.
have
I'm
done?
fine.
And
It's my
I believe
webcam.
the Congress should do its job.
Senator Booker, thank you very much. Secretary Castro, what's your response?
There was one time
Well, I
during
agree.
a ideology where somebody
Person
said, like, what if you're
candidates
just
to
an
call
insane
on
person in
Congress
a
to begin
room talking to the
impeachment
wall?
proceedings? There are 10
and you
different
just think
instances
that,
that Robert
you know what I
Mueller
mean?
has
I've
Almost
never
kind of like
known
this like
there.
solipsist thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
obstructed
Like,
justice or attempted
how do you
to
know that
obstruct
anyone else
justice.
actually
And I
exists?
believe
Right.
that they should go forward
And I
with
get that
impeachment
now. Like, ever
proceedings.
since that
As to
person
the question
planted that
of what
seed,
my Department of Justice would do.
every time I
We're all
do
just
it,
I agree
figments
with
of your
those who say that
imagination,
the president
dude.
should not direct.
Or you could just be a
an
figment of
attorney
my
general
imagination. You could
specifically
be like
to
fucking fuck with
prosecute
me.
or
You could
not
be like, ooh, I'm
prosecute.
gonna say this too.
However,
This is
I
really gonna
believe that
fuck
the
with him.
evidence is plain
Yeah,
and clear,
maybe.
and that if it gets that far,
You never know, dude.
That you're likely to see a prosecution of Donald Trump.
Thank you, Secretary.
Oh, yeah,
Mayor
whatever,
de Blasio, I'm going to bring you in. What's your
You
response?
ain't gonna
with this
fucking
shit.
win.
I think it's
We're gonna
obvious at
prosecute
this
Donald
point
Trump.
in
No,
our
you're not.
history that the
Is this like
president has
their
committed the
fucking
crimes
closing
worthy of
arguments?
impeachment. But I want to
I think
caution
so.
my fellow Democrats, while we move in
Yeah,
every
it
way
is.
we can for impeachment, we have to remember at the same time the American people are out there looking for us to do something for them in their lives. And what they see when they turn on the TV or go online is just talk about impeachment. We need more talk about working people and their lives. For example, are we really ready? And I ask people on this stage this question. Are we ready to make sure that the wealthy pay their fair share in taxes? That's something every American wants to know about. That's something they want answers to right now. So yeah, move for impeachment, but don't forget to do the people's business and to stand up for working people, because that's how we're actually going to beat Donald Trump. The best impeachment is beating him in the election of 2020.
Mayor, thank you very much. Senator Bennett, how do you respond to this conversation?
I think, look, as we go forward here, we need to recognize a very practical reality, which is that we are 4 months away. We've got the August recess. Then we are 4 months away from the Iowa caucus. And I just want to make sure whatever we do doesn't end up with
Paul die?
an acquittal by Mitch McConnell.
Did
in the
Paul
Senate,
died?
which it surely would. And then President Trump would be running saying that he had been acquitted by the United States Congress. I believe we have a moral
Paul's
obligation
alive again, dude.
to beat Donald Trump. He has to be a single.
about that, guys.
Sorry. Yeah, man.
Took a little nap.
We can't do anything.
Almost a permanent
I
nap.
went to hell and realized it was slightly worse than this, so I came back.
Came back.
Only a smidge, though. If this doesn't end soon, I'm going back. Just letting you know.
Ever in the White House.
Senator Bennett, thank you very much.
But-
Secretary
Yeah,
Castro,
shut up,
please
Mr.
respond.
Mackey.
Don't interrupt me, okay? Don't interrupt me, okay?
Well, let me first say that I really do believe that we can walk and chew gum at the same time. All of us.
Maybe you can.
For the future of the country.
Maybe
that
you
we're
can,
articulating
motherfucker,
to
but
the
I
American
can't.
people.
Where's
We're
that
gonna
lead me?
continue to do that. We have an election coming up.
Thanks for
At the
excluding
same
me
time,
from your
Senator,
whole platform,
I
Julian
think
Castro,
that
the
too
one
many
time we
folks
listened
in
to
the
you
Senate
tonight.
and in the Congress have been spooked by 1998. I believe that the times are
Were they
different
letting these
And
two
in fact,
losers
I think
go
that
at each other. Who
making a mistake
cares?
By not pursuing impeachment, the Mueller
battle
report
of the
clearly
losers
details
commences.
that he deserves it. And what's going to happen in the fall of next year, of 2020, if they don't impeach him, is he's going to say, you
More
see,
words.
You see,
words.
The Democrats didn't go after me on impeachment, and you know why? Because I didn't do anything wrong. These folks that always investigate me, they're always trying to go after me. When it came down to it, they didn't go after me there because I didn't do anything wrong.
What?
Conversely, if Mitch McConnell is the one that lets him off the hook, we're going to be able to say, well,
Secretary,
sure,
what is
they
going
impeached
on?
him in the
Secretary
House,
Castro.
but
Basically
his
making
friend
the case why they
McConnell,
need to impeach
Moscow
Donald Trump.
Mitch, let him off the hook.
Senator Bennett, please respond.
I don't disagree with that. You just said it better than I did. We have to walk and chew gum at the same time. It is incredibly unusual for members of Congress
and that's
to be able
why,
to
you
do
know,
that.
we got to
I'm
walk
glad
and
that
chew the gum at the
Secretary
same
Castro
time, okay?
has the
Not only can I
ability
walk
to
and
do
chew
that.
gum, but I can take a
It's
cell
your
phone
brother
call
that's
too,
giving
okay?
you that good
Same
feeling
time,
about
walk,
the
chew
Congress.
gum, take a
That's
cell
what
phone
we
call,
should do.
okay?
Thank you, Senator. Thank
Check
you,
my
gentlemen.
tweets,
The
okay?
debate continues right after this.
I can also,
Is it really?
at the same time, I can ram a big old dildo right up my butthole.
The debate
Right,
continues.
well, at least we
Why?
know. No. When we come back, it's going to be the closing statements. I looked at the time, and there's no way. There's no way they're this over budget on time. So at least it's this one long commercial break, and then we will get the closing statements, and we can all do this shit where we pretend like, hey, we care about who won this one, so let's pretend like who did the best, and then we're all going to say Andrew Yang, and then we can go home, and we can put our heads on the pillow, and we can cry ourselves to sleep, and then we can wake up in the middle of the night and go get Taco Bell. And
that sounds good.
Yeah, and then cry ourselves back to sleep after we eat the Taco Bell because we feel fat and disgusting about ourselves for eating Taco Bell at 3 in the morning.
Paul. Is that what
I'm
happened
sorry,
to you? Is that what happened to you last night?
Was that out
dude?
loud?
Was that what happened last night?
Was
Paul?
that out loud? That whole thing?
I think so, dude. I'm pretty sure, unless you're like just a figment of my imagination, like we discussed earlier. Paul, or do you do that, Paul? You go at 3 in. I think we went to Waffle House at 3 in the morning.
Oh yeah, I do that a lot. Well, not anymore, but when for a while there, I was on a kick of like 2-3 a.m. Waffle House in it.
I call bullshit, dude. I'm gonna call you both at 3 a.m. one day and just be like, "Let's go to Waffle House." And if you guys give me any, well, you know it's for a light.
Hey, dude, you better not do that unless you're willing to drive down and go to Waffle House with me and shit. Because
Dude, I'll be in front of your fucking. I'll just be in front of your house, like Paul. I'm here.
Yeah, dude. Like honestly, 99% of the time, if you got a hold of me at 3 a.m. and we're like, "Dude, I'm right in your parking lot. You want to go to Waffle House?" I'm gonna be like, coming right down.
All right, we'll see. We'll see, Paul.
All right.
So we'll see tonight.
What about you, TJ?
What? What about me?
3 in the morning.
Hell no! I'm gonna tell you, get the fuck out of here.
See?
At least that'll happen.
TJ's no fun. See,
I'm gonna do that. Hey, TJ, it's 3 in the morning.
Dude,
Get the fuck out of here, bitch.
There's a Waffle House right by my house.
bitch.
So fuck it, dude. It's a Waffle House.
See,
right
you don't
by
go
my
to Waffle House
Fuck
at
it.
3 in the morning anymore. You don't do that.
Let's do it. Dude,
Not
it's so
on
good
plan.
too at 3 in the
Why
morning.
not, dude?
Especially on a weekday. Like on the weekdays at 3 in the morning, not a lot of
There ain't
drunkies are in there.
nobody, dude.
Yeah, it's just you, and you get the fresh shit right off the grill.
Oh man.
Waitress is all in a good mood because she ain't got shit to do, so she can just sit there and read her phone or whatever the fuck most of the time. You know, just no bullshit.
Come on, TJ. 3 a.m., dude.
You get a fucking grand slam, TJ. You know what that is, TJ.
Grand slam.
Graham. That's not a.
That's Denny's,
That's
Paul.
Denny's, bitch.
That
All-Star Special.
You get the fucking 3 crispy slices of bacon, TJ. You get the hash browns any way you want them.
Yep.
You get the chance to have grits and hash browns if you want it, and I know you do,
always-
TJ.
you always gotta do that,
you
man.
remember my order, Paul.
No, I remember your order,
Very
TJ.
nice.
How do you like your hash browns, TJ?
You get a waffle plain, and you probably
how do
won't
I
eat it.
take my hash browns, Paul?
Oh,
You take
shit.
your hash browns smothered, covered, and chunked.
Nope. Scattered.
That's Scotty's order.
Scattered,
That's mine.
covered, and chunked.
Scotty's
bitch.
order is smothered and covered and chunked, yeah.
And pepper.
I don't smother that shit. Fuck you, Paul.
You
You
don't
don't even
smother?
know me, bitch.
You do smother, dude. Bullshit.
smother.
I do not smother.
You smother.
I do not smother.
You smother.
You're a liar. The
Not
last
only
time.
that, I look down on those who smother.
Dude, I've sat with
Let's
you
go
in
to Waffle
many
House
a
right after
Waffle
this.
House.
T, let's go to Waffle House
Yeah.
right after this. Let's
Yeah.
fucking order some hash browns.
Smother is what? Smother's onions, right?
I'm calling you out.
I don't fuck with them
Right
onions,
after
bitch.
this, let's go to Waffle
I don't
House.
fuck with them onions.
Let's go. Let's go to Waffle House right
Fuck
after
you,
this.
I ain't going to Waffle
yeah,
House.
let's go. No,
The
bullshit.
last
Let's
time
go.
we were in a
Yeah,
Waffle
let's
House.
Go.
No.
Do you remember
Let's
the
go.
last time we were in a Waffle House, TJ?
You're fucking going, bitch.
September 11th,
No.
2001.
It was the day after
You're going
the...
admitting he fucking... Admit it then.
I don't smother my damn hash browns.
does smother
I do
them.
not.
He's so full of shit, dude. I've seen him so many fucking times get him smothered.
The last time we
You
were
have
in...
never seen me do that because I don't do that
fucking
shit.
smother your hash browns. TJ, you're such a fucking lion.
Dude, the last time we were in a Waffle House, and all 3 of us were there, was when we were in fucking Gadsden.
Oh, yeah.
The morning after Gadsden, we were all 3 in a Waffle House, and TJ got his hash browns smothered, covered,
I
and
did.
chunked.
No, I did not.
You did.
That
Yes,
is
you fucking did.
bullshit.
Yes, you fucking did.
No.
Let's go to Waffle House right after then, TJ.
No, I'm not
let's
going.
go to Waffle
I
House.
don't want to go to Waffle House.
TJ.
It's right up the fucking street from me, dude. It's not even far.
Oh, we got
People
closing
against each
statements.
other, black versus
Are
white,
these closing
citizen
statements?
versus immigrant, and why?
All right, well, I like to
the
rate
wealthy and
these.
the powerful
Yeah.
he represents can hold the American dream
F.
hostage from everyone else.
Hold on, let me give a
we
chance.
can't let
Okay.
them get away with
F.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we're going to beat Donald
F
Trump,
and
this has
F
to be a party
and
that stands
F.
for
Three
something.
unanimous
this has
Fs.
to be the party
Smothered
of
is
labor
sauteed onions.
unions.
I do not
This
do
has to be the
sauteed
party
onions
of
on my
Yes, you
fucking
do.
hash browns. No, I do
Smothered,
not.
covered in
This
chunks.
has to be
Smothered,
the party that's not
covered,
afraid
no,
to say it
chunked.
out loud.
I get them
We're
covered
gonna
in chunks, but I do not get them smothered.
Smothered,
of
covered,
the
and chunked.
wealthy. And
Smothered,
when
No,
we
you suck a
do
dick,
that,
motherfucker.
Smothered, covered,
I
and
don't
chunked.
fucking put
Smothered,
I don't put
covered,
no
and
sauteed
chunked.
onions in my fucking hash browns.
Sir, how would you like your hash browns? Smothered,
That
covered,
doesn't
and
even
chunked,
sound
please.
good to me.
Smothered, covered, and chunked, please. Every
problem
fucking
is,
time. Every time, TJ. I've heard you do it a million
socialism for the
times.
rich.
Yep. I would
We,
like those
in
smothered,
this country,
covered,
we
and
don't have to take it anymore.
chunked.
We
No,
can
just
Yep,
take
that's
covered.
how you do it too. That's
Scattered,
exactly
covered,
how you do
chunked.
it.
Scattered.
They
covered,
always come
chunked.
scattered.
They're
They're always
scattered.
scattered. You never have to say scattered.
I always
You
say
never have to
fucking
say scattered. You never have to
You
say
never have to
scattered.
say it.
They come by default scattered. If
I
you
don't
get any
care.
other
I
thing,
still
they're
say
default
scattered.
You
I
don't.
still say
You
scattered.
you never
Because
go
back in
over.
the day, Paul,
Oh,
it
shut
was
up.
scattered wasn't standard back in the
Shut
day.
your mouth.
It
That's a
wasn't.
bullshit.
No,
You're a
it's
liar.
not. No, it's bullshit.
I'm
You don't know the
telling
history
you.
of Waffle House.
I'm
I
a
do.
lawyer now.
You're fucking sued,
bitch.
Sue TJ.
Hold on, listen to this fucker.
Call Jacob
How
Rosenthal.
hard the people fought,
Hey, Siri.
how hard
Quiet,
they
1 second.
worked,
Hold on, F.
how hard
Okay,
they
never mind.
organized,
TJ, you're a
the
piece of
votes they
shit.
had to take,
I want to hear his speech, man.
I'm sorry.
the people they had to get to the polls.
No, I don't. Okay, F.
To make the country
No,
more
I don't fucking
democratic,
smother
more
that
fair,
shit.
more
I
free.
never have.
Smother it.
That is a fucking
First,
lie.
you're a
smother.
Smothered,
Sucking
Covered,
motherfuckers.
covered,
Who doesn't
and
believe in
chunked.
the
Just
rule
smother
of
the
law,
two of you.
who doesn't
You fucking
believe in
suck a dick.
You probably want to smother us, but you know what,
Treat us
TJ?
like your all-star
Climate
special,
change
TJ.
Give me some
is
extra
real.
onions.
I think that we
I
have
don't put no onions on that shit.
You love
You
onions,
fucking liar.
Covered, chunked.
Dude, I've had your fucking meatballs, TJ. Full of onions. You
Oniony.
fucking love
Oniony
onions.
Yeah, I
meatballs.
love onions.
Face
It's
challenges,
true.
even
But I don't love them on my hash
harder
browns.
I rest my case.
I don't love no onions on my hash browns. No, I do not.
I want them covered and I want them fucking chunked.
Yep.
And I want it right
Covered,
now.
chunked.
And the divisive politics of the last 10 years.
He's still
behind
going?
us.
Yeah, I guess.
We need
And
to
let me
come
tell you
together.
something else.
He's against
United
divisive
against the
politics.
broken world.
Politics
F.
on the last
Make
10
Donald
years.
Trump a one-term president and begin to
Make
govern
Donald
this
Trump a
country
one-term
again for our
president
kids
and
and
good.
our
Smothered,
grandkids.
covered, and
Donald
chunked.
Trump's
Cannot do it
bad.
for
Smothered,
themselves.
covered, and chunked.
We have to do it for
I'm
them.
not paying attention to that.
Please join
Maybe that's
me
how
at
you order it. That ain't how I roll.
michaelback.com.
That's not how I
Thanks
get
for
it.
being here
That's
tonight.
not my
That
order.
is how you order it. Paul, how do you order your hash browns?
I get mine smothered, covered, and peppered.
Oh.
For decades, we have kicked the can down the road on climate change. And now under Donald Trump, we face a looming catastrophe.
Now let's
But it
talk
is
about
not too
climate
late.
change, children.
This debate was
We
a
have
catastrophe. This
one
is an F.
last chance. We have one
I'll
chance.
give you one last chance to shut your fucking mouth and walk off the
Think about
stage
this.
and maintain some
Literally,
dignity.
the
This is
survival
fucking
of
horrible.
humanity on this planet, in civilization as we know it, is
F.
in the hands
F
of
minus.
the next
Fail.
president.
Next.
Look,
And we
if,
have to have a
if the price
leader
to fucking pay to get
who
you off the
will do
stage
what
is
is
civilization ending, I'm willing to
necessary
pay it.
to save us. And that includes making this the top priority of the next presidency. And I alone.
Should I just
on
do my
this
like
panel
weird thumb and pinky
making
trick
a
for the
Yeah,
rest
dude,
of
let's
the
just
thing?
do that.
that
Yeah,
this
see
will
how
be
long
the
you can keep it up.
Did you practice it,
principle of
TJ?
my
Have
administration,
you
not the
practiced it
first
all?
Dude,
day,
can we get some
but
exciting
every
music
day.
for Paul's trick, dude?
And if you share
Can you get that like
my view of the urgency of this matter, I hope you'll
Oh, yeah, dude.
because we're up against powerful, special fossil fuel leaders, and it is time to stand up on our
I'm
legs
starting to get tired.
and
So
confront
TJ,
the
so far your
fossil fuel
tweet, dude,
special interests, because that is our
465.
salvation, what it depends upon.
Little
so I
bit.
hope you will consider
Little
joining
That's a fucking
motherfucker.
decent tweet.
joining this effort. And I will close with this. I am
Please just
confident
close.
and optimistic tonight, even in the face of this difficulty.
You're optimistic after after tonight. I'm
Because I
not.
know we can build a clean energy
I further
economy.
agree with our company being
I
called
know
Pessimist
we can
Productions.
save our children and our grandchildren. I know that we can defeat climate
rare
change,
stutter.
and we will defeat.
So how are these
Donald
people
Trump.
polling, TJ? Can we pull up
This
some
is
shit
our
right now?
moral
Where's Jay Inslee at?
responsibility,
Fucking
and we will
0.2%
fulfill it.
now.
Thank you very much.
Tired. Senator Gillibrand.
Should be fucking thinking
Paul's
about that
tired.
bullshit.
Paul's turd.
Donald Trump has really
I don't wanna do
torn
that trick no more.
apart the moral
Maybe I'll do
fabric
this
of
one.
this country. Dividing
How do you like
us
this
on
one, TJ?
every
This one will blow your
racial
mind.
line,
Are you ready?
Every religious line.
I'm trying to do something here, Paul.
Every
I don't have time to look at your
socioeconomic
stupid
line
trick.
he can find. I'm running for president
Magical.
because
So crazy,
I want to
Paul.
help
Hey, dude.
people.
Have you ever
And I
seen
actually
something
have
so
the
crazy?
experience
That's
and the ability
insane,
to
Paul.
do
I
that.
don't even know.
I brought
he's
Congress
less than
together
1%.
and actually made a difference in people's
You found
lives.
it? I'm having trouble finding it.
All right,
also know
how
how
about
to
this
beat
one,
Donald
TJ?
Trump.
You ready for another one, TJ?
He
About
has
to blow your mind.
broken his promises
See
to
my
the
thumb?
American people.
See it, TJ?
I've
yeah, your
taken this
thumb.
fight
See it?
directly to his
Yep.
backyard in Michigan and Ohio and Pennsylvania, and I'll go to all the
okay.
places in this
What do
country.
you think about that one?
I will fight for your family.
Did you like
All
that
right,
one?
so
It
what
doesn't
is this
matter who
day
you are.
from?
It doesn't matter.
Who? What? What are you
where
looking
live.
for?
Look at
It
720.
doesn't
Okay, this
matter
is a
who
recent
you
one.
love.
What are you even looking for?
Because that's my
This.
responsibility.
Oh, just like
And
polls?
I've done this
This is
before.
Joe Biden.
I don't know
I
what
started
poll
out
this
in
is. I
2 to
couldn't
1
find the Real
Republican
Clear
districts.
Politics
I won it
one for
twice.
some reason.
I've never lost an election
So
since.
this is Joe
And I
Biden
not only bring
astonishingly at
people together
33% somehow.
electorally, but also legislatively.
But let's see,
I
where's
get
this
things
bitch?
done.
Gillibrand?
So we need a president
0%.
who's not afraid of the big
she
challenges.
down there at
of
zero?
the
Is
big
she
Dude.
someone else?
Dude, someone
There is
else.
No, she's
false
one.
No, she's
choice.
1%.
She's
We
1%.
don't need
All these
a
people,
liberal and
someone else
progressive
beats
with big
them.
ideas, or we don't
Right there with
need
John
a
Michael
Biden.
Bennett,
Who
1%. Julian
can bring
Castro,
back
1%.
Trump,
Bill de
Obama
Blasio, 1%. John
Need
Delaney,
someone who can
1%.
Look at Steve Bullock.
And that's
This is
Who
the
we had
fucking
to listen
1%.
to tonight.
Look
Literally.
at Jay Inslee, dude.
Yeah.
So I can
So
make
both
Zero.
of those idiots who went at each other for
Travis
like at
from
least
McGabbard.
15 or 20 minutes tonight are
Thank
polling
you.
at 0. And they're up there on the stage.
And warmongering politicians in Washington have failed us. They
Warmongering.
continue to escalate tensions with other nuclear-armed countries like Russia and
Tulsi's
China
also at 1%.
and North Korea, starting a new
But you'd
Cold
never know it
War,
looking
pushing
online.
us closer and closer to the brink of nuclear
I
catastrophe.
mean, Cory Booker himself's only 3%.
Now, as we stand here tonight,
Rudy
there
Judge
are
is 5.
thousands of nuclear missiles pointed
Harris
at
is
us.
12.
And if we were to
So,
get an attack right here tonight,
that makes sense to
we'd
have her on the
30
stage.
minutes. 30 minutes before we were hit.
Yang, if anything,
And
has
you would
gone up. I think he was
receive
at
an alert
1%
like the one
before.
we
Yeah,
received
he's
in
at
Hawaii
2%
last
nowadays.
year that would
So,
say,
good for him.
incoming missile, seek immediate shelter. This is not a drill. Seek immediate shelter. This is not a drill. And you would see, as we did, as my loved ones in Hawaii did,
Hawaii.
there is no shelter.
Hawaii.
This is the
Hawaii.
warmonger's hoax. There is no shelter. It's all a lie. As president, I will end this insanity because it doesn't have to be this way. I will end these wasteful regime change wars, work to end this new Cold War through the use of diplomacy to de-escalate these tensions and take the trillions of dollars that we've been wasting on these wars and on these weapons and redirect those resources into serving the needs of our people right here at home. Things like health care for all, making sure everyone in this country has clean water to drink and clean air to breathe, investing in education.
Kyle loves that
investing
image of
in
that
our
pig shitting on its own balls.
The needs are
Oh,
great.
yeah.
As
He
your
uses it a
president,
lot.
I will put your interests above all else.
Secretary Castro.
That's an appropriate image for tonight.
Thank you to you, Jake.
That's- he actually
Dana,
tweeted that
and
towards,
Don, and to everybody
John
here
Delaney.
and to those watching. This election
It's only
is
slightly
all about what
less
kind of nation we're gonna
impactful
become.
than the hot dog that we
You
came
and I,
up
we
with.
stand on the
I think our hot
shoulders
dog
of
Delaney is the
folks
winner.
who have made beds and made sacrifices, people that
F.
fought in wars and fought discrimination.
I don't even think we
folks that
graded
picked
the last
crops
idiot
and
F2.
stood in picket lines.
F and F and
Yeah,
F.
Tulsi
they
never
helped
got enough.
build the wonderful nation that we live in
Tulsi's
today.
closing statement is strong, says Kyle Kalinske. He's wrong.
Donald Trump has not been
Actually, maybe he's
bashful.
not. Maybe we're wrong because
He
I'm
has
seeing all
proved-
kinds of Tulsi shit all over my
I'm
timeline.
not going to be
but
bashful in my
Whatever,
common
maybe
sense
we're-
I
and
don't.
passion.
I don't see it.
I believe
No.
that we need leadership.
I've
that
seen her
understands that
do
we
well
need to move
in
forward as
different
one
you know,
nation.
Kyle.
Well, we're the
One
fucking
nation.
cynic panel, so we're probably not. You know, I mean, I don't
Kyle's
think.
all
to
in.
come.
Kyle, won't, you know,
This
he's
will be
all
the
on the
smartest,
Tulsi train or whatever
the
the fuck.
healthiest,
Tulsi train.
I think he's really more than anything
and
on the
most
Bernie
prosperous
train,
nation
though.
on earth.
Yeah, but
If
Tulsi's
you
like
want to
his
help me
backup.
build that,
Well, yeah, you also
America,
got- you always gotta have a backup.
He wants a
I hope
Bernie
you'll
Tulsi
go to
candidacy is what he wants.
JulianCastro.com. And on January 20th, 2021, we'll say together, adios to Donald Trump.
Adios.
Mr. Yang.
All right, Yang's up. Let's see if his closing statement is strong.
You know what
Say
the talking
adios to
heads
your
couldn't
candidacy.
stop
You have less
talking
than-
about
I think you have
after the last
1%.
debate? It's not the fact that I'm somehow number 4 on this stage in national polling. It was the fact that I wasn't wearing a tie. Instead of talking about automation in our future, including the fact that we automated away 4 million manufacturing jobs, hundreds of thousands right here in Michigan, we're up here with makeup on our faces and our rehearsed attack lines, playing roles in this reality TV show. It's one reason why we elected a reality TV star as our president. We need to be laser focused on solving the real challenges of today, like the fact that the most common jobs in America may not exist in a decade, or that most Americans cannot pay their bills. My flagship proposal, the Freedom Dividend, would put $1,000 a month into the hands of every American adult, be a game changer for millions of American families. If you care more about your family and your kids than my neckwear, enter your zip code at yang2020.com and see what $1,000 a month would mean to your community. I have done the math. It's not left. It's not right. It's forward. And that is how we're going to beat Donald Trump in 2020.
Senator Booker.
I'm going to give it a C+.
I'm going to go a little higher. I'm going to give it a B.
A lot of thanks
a
to
strong
the
B.
city of Detroit.
I like a lot of
Almost
the
a
stuff.
plus.
I like that he called out the political
And,
process
one of the reasons I
itself and
respect the
referred to
city
this as a
is
pageant.
He had a high ranking for me as soon as he started talking about the makeup and the pageantry.
But I don't like the left-right forward thing.
I
don't know.
Demean or
It's a quibble.
degrade us or
It sounds
underestimate our worth. We
too
pulled
rehearsed
together
when he
and
just
fought
criticized
common
rehearsed
purpose
shit.
and common cause. That's the
But I
history
did like
of
him
this
calling
city.
it the
I feel that's a
process.
quibble,
Sitting there
TJ.
who was born in the city of Detroit.
I'm a picky son of a
born
bitch.
to
What
a
do you
guy that was a UAW
F, by the way. I haven't
worker.
listened to
My
a word of it, but it's
grandfather
Cory Booker.
pulled
F.
his family out of poverty.
I don't take him
in the
seriously. He
Depression. My
sucks.
grandmother joined him.
Yeah,
She
he's
was really
stunningly full of shit.
entrepreneurial, opened a pool hall and a laundromat right here in this city. That is the
I wish I
American
was
dream, and
there at that pool
so
hall
many of
playing
us
pool
have
instead of watching this
stories
shitty
like
debate.
that.
Opening
But
a
the
pool
dream
hall
of
is the
this
American
country
dream?
is
Yeah,
under
that was my
threat
American
right
dream.
now.
One
my
day
mom's
I'm gonna own
generation,
me a pool
85%
hall.
All the pool
of
sharks
baby
show up
boomers
there,
did better
scam
than
the
their
locals.
parents.
It'll be
Now,
great.
Just a coin toss for millennials. We have a real crises in our country, and the crisis is Donald Trump, but not only Donald Trump.
What do you mean
I
crises?
have a frustration that sometimes
Crisis?
The Donald Trump
people are saying the
crises.
We have a
only
real
thing they want is
crisis
to
in this
beat Donald
country, and the
Trump. Well,
crisis is done.
that
What is this
the floor
crises?
And not the
He's
ceiling.
more than one crisis.
The
dude.
way we-
That's a
We-
crisis.
But we have a
Donald
real
Trump
crises.
is not
That's not
just
a that's
focusing
an
on
improperly
him. He wants
formed.
to
Yeah,
take
'cause it
all
said
the
A,
toxins
so
that's
out of the room. It's when we start
is
focusing
crises
on
shit.
each
Yeah,
other
we have a
and
crisis.
understanding that our common
Improper
bonds and
grammar,
our common
F.
purpose to address our common
Next.
pain is what
Next
has saved
loser.
us before. It's what's
I
going
don't
to
know,
save us now.
Who the hell's this bitch?
We're gonna
That
win
is
by
the kind
saying,
of leader
check out
that
this
I
chick,
am going to
dude.
be
Whoa.
as President of the United States, not just uniting the Democratic Party, but making sure that we put more indivisible.
I wish Elizabeth Warren looked like that.
She
Holy
does.
shit.
That is Elizabeth
Oh,
Warren.
is that Elizabeth?
That's her out of her fucking debate gear and in her tribal gear. You didn't know?
I didn't know that. I didn't know she was so hot.
You've been sleeping on Elizabeth Warren this
I guess
long,
I have,
dude.
dude. I don't know. All right, it's Kamala's turn.
So in my
let's go back
background
to
as
this,
Attorney
I
General of
guess.
California, I took on the big banks who preyed on the homeowners,
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you
many
did.
of whom lost their homes and will never be able to buy another. I've taken on the for-profit colleges who preyed on students, put them out of business. I've preyed on transnational criminal organizations that have preyed on women
Preyed
and
on those
children.
people who just want to smoke
And
a
I
little
will
pot.
tell you, we have a predator living in the White House. And I'm going to tell you something. Donald Trump has predatory nature and predatory instincts. And the thing about predators is this. By their very nature, they prey on people they perceive to be weak. They prey on people they perceive to be vulnerable. They prey
You're
on
making,
people
you're
who are in
describing
need of
Donald
help,
Trump and making him sound like a
often
fucking
desperate for
ferocious
help.
lion.
And
You're an
predators
idiot.
are
They prey on the weak. They can't
What
defend
we
themselves.
need
I am very
someone
strong
who's
as
gonna
Kamala
be on
Harris
that
said.
debate
What a
stage with Donald
moron.
Trump and
I do
Donald
agree.
Trump is like a
I can hear him
dragon,
doing
a
it.
fire-breathing
case
beast
against
of
former
unstoppable
leaders in
power.
We've got
It's
a
like,
long
what?
spreadsheet. We're
You're
looking
so
at
right.
someone who passed the tax bill
All right,
benefiting
Scotty
the
just
top
destroyed
1%
Kamala.
and
She's
the biggest
over.
corporations
Yep, this
in
is
this
an F.
country when he said
F.
he would help working families. We've got a person who
shut
has
up.
put babies
You're
in
done.
cages and separated children from their parents.
Babies in cages,
We have someone
separated
who passed a
babies in
so-called
cages,
trade
babies
policy
in
that was
cages.
trade policy by
You're,
tweet.
we're an
and has
empty
resulted
fucking
in a
suit with a
tax
bunch
on
of
American
empty-headed
families.
fucking liberal talking
So we
points. There's
must
nothing unique about what you're
defeat
saying.
him, and
Donald Trump.
We're gonna beat Donald
Why
Trump.
does she
Write the
suck
next
so bad
chapter
compared to how?
for
I mean,
our
she
country,
always.
and that
I hated
has to
her
be
even then, but she did
written
so much
in a
better
way
the
that
first time
recognizes
around.
What wakes people
What
up
was
at 3
different?
o'clock in the morning, and that is my agenda. The
Everything
3
that
a.m.
matters.
agenda that is focused
guess
on getting
so.
folks the jobs they need, getting their children the education they need, making sure they have the health care they need, and the future they deserve. So please join me at KamalaHarris.org, and I thank you for your time.
No.
Vice President Biden.
I ain't doing it.
Thank you.
I ain't doing it. All right,
Thank you very
Biden.
much.
This is your
Thank you,
last
Mr.
chance
Mayor,
to do
for
something.
Detroit hosting this. Look,
you're not going to do it.
I've
I
said
know.
it many times, and I think everyone agrees with this. We're in a battle for the soul of America.
No
This
one.
most
I don't
consequential
know what that
election
means,
any
Joe.
one of you, no matter how old or young you are, has ever participated in. 4 more years of Donald Trump will go down as an aberration. Hard to overcome the damage he's done, but we can overcome it. 8 more years of Donald Trump will change America in a fundamental way.
We can't possibly have 8 more years of
America
Donald Trump.
we know will know.
Hold on.
You're saying Trump's going to be a dictator?
Yeah, wait.
Who Donald Trump is. We have to let him know who we
Yang's
are.
math is better.
We choose
I can tell you that
science
much.
over fiction. We choose hope over fear. We choose unity over division. And we choose the idea that we can, as Americans, when we act together, do anything. This is the United States of America.
United.
We've
I'm going to tell you the country you're in. Hey, guys, what country are we in?
Never been unable to overcome whatever the problem was.
F
you agree
minus,
with me,
F triple minus.
F triple minus. This is the worst ever.
303,
It's the worst on the stage, and we
help
listen
me
to Jay
in this
Inslee.
fight.
So.
Thank you
Dude,
very much.
I just feel like Joe Biden just hit like a fucking generic speech button. He pulled the fucking string. That's all that came out.
So the same Biden that came to the first debate showed up at this
Identical.
debate.
And Chris Cuomo are coming up. That
cares?
begins right now.
So what are we doing here, guys? What are we? Can you mute this shit now? Don't have to listen to their stupid drum beat,
TJ,
Spartan fucking.
Now that we fucking endured this shit, dude, just admit it, man. Smothered, covered in chunks.
Smothered, covered, chunked, TJ.
Smothered.
Be real about
covered
it.
and chunked.
Be honest with the people. They need to know your order.
Let's go right now, TJ. Let's just quietly leave the room. Let's get in your car. We'll drive over there.
We'll have a somber drive over to Waffle House, and you will order your fucking hash browns like
Me
you
and Paul
always
sit
do.
across. We're not going to order anything.
Smothered, covered,
We're
chunked.
walking. We expect you to order 1 large order of hash browns, smothered, covered, and chunked.
And then you're going to eat them, TJ. And you're going to love every bite.
Then we're going to drive back, and I'll even just, in silence, just go our separate ways.
What are you doing, TJ? What are you engaged in?
No, I'm trying to fucking come up with a tweet here.
What are you trying to tweet?
I don't know. I'm
You
trying
need the brilliance of Paul's ego again? Give me
I
your
guess
tweet.
I do. Okay,
what's your concept?
It starts with if Biden continues to be a thing after tonight, and then I'm trying to come up with like what should happen to America if they continue to support this piece of shit.
Okay, that's a tough one. It's a tough sentiment to get in a.
I know, right? So that's why I'm kind of struggling.
Let's see.
If Biden continues to be a thing after tonight,
the Hindenburg will fly again.
The Hindenburg will fly again. Okay, that's good. How about you, Scotty? How would you complete it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was spacing off. I was watching CNN just thinking about, like, our country is destroyed. Our country is destroyed.
Maybe you could just scrap that and just take the Hindenburg comparison and just be like,
just Biden equals Hindenburg.
Yeah, Biden's candidacy is like the Hindenburg in slow-mo or some shit, you know?
All right, that's a good one.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that. I think it has the same sentiment, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, Biden is shedding supporters like TJ is shedding subscribers, Paul.
Why don't you just pay me a little money extra under the table every month and let me just be your little tweet guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you can bounce tweet ideas off of me whenever. You know?
Yeah.
Just give me like 50 extra bucks a month or some shit. I'll be your tweet guy.
Well, we'll see how your tweets do.
My first tweet did pretty badass.
Let's do a comparative
Did all right.
analysis.
How's it doing now?
Where's
it at?
Scotty, go check that out while I'm looking up the spelling of Hindenburg to make sure I'm right. I am, okay.
Yeah, my first tweet, I think, had some strong performance, TJ. I mean, that one was a collaboration.
Biden's candidacy is like the Hindenburg disaster in slow motion. Okay, so hashtag
the metrics on that tweet.
Dem debate.
Paul.
Use his full name.
What do you mean?
Joe Biden's candidacy is like the Hindenburg disaster in slow motion. Hashtag Democratic Debate 2020. Hashtag Dem Debate.
Only seeing 465, TJ.
Why is that? What do you mean only? It's the last time TJ posted something that got 465 retweets, TJ.
He had a tweet 16 hours ago that got 564.
Right, but it's 16 hours ago. This is the debate just ended.
John
It's
Delaney
got
won.
legs.
Yeah, I had a debate. I had a one from yesterday that has nearly 4,000 hearts and 624 retweets.
Oh,
all right, Paul.
What was that? What was that about? Well, I mean, I'm telling you, this tweet is young.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Paul's tweet might have legs beyond this fucking.
We'll have
shit.
to see.
That's why I said we have to wait and see.
It
what
remains
it
to be seen. TJ.
I mean, if my tweet is already where that tweet is, like almost where that tweet was 16 hours ago.
I would expect to see more activity on it, Paul.
I'm just letting you know, dude. I'm
We'll
just letting you know it's got
see,
legs.
Keep your money in your pocket for now, TJ.
$50 a month, TJ. That's what I charge to be your tweet guy. You can text me anytime and be like, "Hey, Paul, I want to tweet. Here's what I want to say."
Would you also accept TJ
I'll be
admitting
like, blah 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 blah.
For payment, would you also accept TJ admitting that he loves hash brown smothered?
Yeah. If you take me out to a Waffle House every month instead of the $50 and get your hash brown smothered, covered, and chunked, I'll consider that payment. You buy my fucking All-Star, you buy yours, you get smothered, covered, and chunked. I get my way. You know what I mean?
Yes, indeed.
I'll be your tweet guy.
Yeah.
I'm up all the time. You could 4 in the morning. Oh, I'm bored. I want to tweet something about, I don't know, who's hot right now. Jacques Fresco or some shit.
So Google just put out a thing saying who's the most searched candidate after the debates. Tulsi Gabbard, once again, is number 1. Kamala Harris, number 2. Cory Booker, number 3. Joe Biden, number 4. Andrew Yang, number 5. Kirsten Gillibrand, number 6. Jay Inslee, number 7. Bill de Blasio, number 8. Julian Castro, number 9. And Michael Bennett, number 10.
Did anyone actually really search for Michael Bennett?
Who's
this Michael Bennett guy?
Probably just to find out if does he even exist? Who is this guy?
Is Michael Bennett a real person?
Let's listen to some CNN analysis for a second here. I want to hear I want to make fun of their shitty analysis as well.
Okay, right. Anderson Cooper.
Let's do it.
We're in the spin room.
September. This field is going to shrink. I think some of the second-tier candidates.
I want to hear
did a much
Anderson
better job
Cooper.
tonight than
Come on.
the
field is
lower-tier
going to shrink,
candidates did in the
TJ.
debate last night. Will they
Field
move
is
the polls?
gonna
Will they get
shrink.
more donors? We'll see that over the next week, 10 days as Democrats react. But back to that point. Look, Biden got in the fight tonight, but just close your eyes and remember last night.
did?
Elizabeth Warren especially, Bernie Sanders as well, defending their progressive positions, defending go big, go bold on all these issues. Joe Biden got in the fight tonight, but the question was, the moderates last night tried, and I would argue failed, to counter the philosophical argument, the why are you doing this argument of Warren and Sanders. Biden didn't do that tonight either. That was the question coming in. Would he rise up with moderate Democrats, with centrists, like those 2 governors over there? Would you close your eyes and
Why are we watching this again?
I don't know. I just want to see what kind of
It sucks.
insipid analysis is going on.
It sucks. It sucks.
It sucks.
So, who won it? Who won it, TJ?
I don't know. Let's fucking ask the audience.
Fuck the audience. No, don't open that chat again. Fuck them.
I'm not opening the chat. I'm just opening a poll.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Open poll. You guys can vote. There's
won?
only 460 of you still watching, but still.
Who won? Who did it?
We were up to...
I don't care.
We had 920 peak viewers at one point.
Ah, that's nice.
But, yeah, I think we all... I mean, you know, like you said earlier, I mean, we all kind of agree that Yang stood out in this debate.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It looks like our audience so far agrees with us here.
Michael Bennett, worthless. Jay Inslee, worthless. Cory Booker, worthless. Julian Castro, worthless.
Just that really is the tale of the tape on both of these debates. Is
Mostly
too much
just
wasted time from people that have
nothing.
no chance, that aren't really even like fucking dynamic politicians, that are up on the stage polling at 0 by some poll metrics. Some of the people, like 2 or 3 of the people on the stage, literally have zeros.
Well, Harris had a. What do you guys think about Harris's performance? I think she did really bad this debate, and like she at best needed to have matched her performance to kind of maintain.
I can't think of a single standout moment. I mean, obviously, we talked over a lot of the shit.
But the field is crowded, so she might still have a rise in support if someone drops out based on a bad performance tonight.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't know where she lands from this. It's probably not too negative for her, but it's not really.
I don't think she's going to see a significant bump from
No,
tonight.
definitely
I don't know
not.
that it'll hurt her. I think she landed on her feet probably in terms of how she did last time, but she came out of the gate pretty weak. Biden, like, literally should feel awful
He's
about
just
this
limping
performance.
along.
He literally, like, made all this fucking press and shit. Like, he's going to show up with a fighting attitude. He didn't fight shit tonight. He just fucking sat there and got his ass whooped.
He was pummeled.
Yeah,
from
just
all
like the
sides.
last time. So nothing from Biden, nothing from Tulsi. I mean, Tulsi had that one moment where she took a chunk out of Kamala, but it really, like I said, it was devoid of any actual policy. It was just a gotcha line, and, like, that doesn't tell me anything about Tulsi. Anything on policy from her was so tinged with I was a troop that I just wanted to tune out immediately, because that's not how I would ever elect somebody. I don't care if you were a troop.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if I was the criteria, then there's tons of people that I know that are eligible to be fucking great political
Breaking
leaders.
news: Biden defends Obamacare.
How's that? That's not breaking news. Suck a dick, CNN.
Yeah, why are you covering Biden like he did anything? Like, quit putting his name up there.
Yeah, he's nothing.
Biden did it.
Biden, like, if you're going to put anything up on the marquee, be it like Biden's candidacy imploding.
I wish, dude.
Because that was just a bullshit performance. It was listless and weak, and it had... Look at it, like, look, when he's talking to the people right here, it looks like he's got more fire and vigor and old Uncle Joe in him than he did up there on the fucking podium. He looks scared and sad up there on the podium. Look at him now. He's grinning and doing his politician things. He's just an old politician. This is where he's comfortable right here. This used to win you elections right here, what he's doing. That's why there's not, like, a fucking camera on a bunch of people doing this shit. See, look what Kamala's doing. She's not glad-handing. She's taking selfies.
Selfie.
It's a modern politician right here. She knows what's up.
Yeah, come on. Let's take a selfie
Yeah,
now.
everybody, let's do a selfie train. Let's do it all. No. Look at Biden.
Yeah,
shaking
Biden's
hands,
just shaking
kissing
hands.
babies.
Yep. Cory Booker,
More
of course,
selfies.
is...
Let's
do a selfie.
What do the people think, TJ? Let's finalize this poll, huh? Who won?
Who won, Paul?
Yeah, who won?
I don't know. We need to let the polls continue, Paul.
No, we don't.
The poll needs
I
to
think
continue
the
a
poll
little-
needs to
No,
close.
I think we need to keep going.
The poll needs to close.
I think we need to go all night,
Close
Paul.
the poll.
I'm ready to go all night, Paul.
I'm
ready to go all fucking
not
night.
prepared.
Aren't you ready for some more incisive...
24-hour show, impromptu.
Yeah,
let's
let's
do
do
it.
No.
Let's
doing it,
fucking
Paul.
do it, Paul.
No.
Quit being a little bitch. It's time for the 24-hour show, bitch.
Paul, we're spraying this on you, dude.
All right,
Paul,
so
we've
they
actually
say
disabled your vehicle.
Our chat says Yang. Most of the polls across Twitter that I've seen are saying Tulsi, but I don't see how. So anyway, Yang won, and yep, Yang Gang. Rise of Yang Gang. The end.
Sick.
Bye.
We'll see.
Bye. Holy fuck.